WFAN FM HD1 New York, an Odyssey sports station. Evan Roberts. Tiki Barber. It's Evan and Tiki on WFAN, The Fan, 1019 FM, and always live on the free Odyssey app.
Hi there, everybody. Welcome to the Thursday edition of Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash without Tiki Barber. We got a lot to get to today. Shaun Morash has been studying days and days for this, but it is the return of New Team Who Dis as we get you set for the start of the NFL season. We got a lot of football talk later on. Jefry Yan is causing controversy around the New York Mets. We have a medical update on Aaron Judge, and there was some things Aaron Boone did last night that pissed me off. But I want to make a declaration to you at 10:01 a.m. on August 6th. I always say this to you about sports. We all come to a conclusion at different dates. Whether it's firing a manager, firing a coach, or believing in a team, we all get somewhere. We just get there at different times. Last night, at about 11 o'clock at night, I got to a place I haven't been at all this season. This is the first time my brain, Evan Roberts, is going to declare something to you.
All right, your brain is reporting something.
My brain is ending the race for the American League East.
Wow.
I think it's over. I think the Tampa Bay Rays are going to win the division. I say that with a half a tear in my eye. I don't say it to be hyperbolic. I say it because all year long, and even last year, I've been a supporter of the Yankees are the best team in the division. The Yankees will win the division. And part of it's a combination of not trusting Tampa Bay. A part of it is believing in the Yankee talent. And I've been steadfast about that all season long, even with the injuries that they've dealt with. But a few factors have gotten me to this moment. So I just want to declare Evan Roberts' brain is reporting.
Okay.
To quote the great Sal Licata, the AL East is over.
Okay.
Now, the good news is that doesn't mean your season is over. It doesn't mean you can't go on a run as a wild card team, even though that's not something the Yankees have mostly done in their history. But I do believe, for a myriad of reasons, which I will get into and explain to you, I believe it's over. The Rays are going to win the American League East.
I disagree, and I didn't know this is where you're going here. I know that's 5 back in the loss column.
I didn't want to tell you. It was one of those things where I wanted you to be natural in your response.
I don't know what you're going to say, but my quick counterpoint would be we are 2 days into what I deem to be the new Yankees that are hopefully going to get newer with some news that we're going to talk about.
They're the new
later.
Yankees. How many runs did they score in this series against St. Louis?
I understand that.
The new Yankees. I watched the same crap last night.
Listen.
They left a country on base.
I know they left a ton of guys on base, but it would be lying if Lombard again didn't energize us with the defense, and he has a hit there. And obviously, if you leave Luis Garcia Jr. in a whole game, you hope that he can continue to hit. But I kind of just look ahead, and I look ahead at what September offers the Yankees, which is something I've already done, which is they should essentially win every game. And if Aaron Judge is back and you figure some things out over the next 2 weeks, I don't think they're done chasing down the Rays, which includes, by the way, playing the Rays in September.
Absolutely, and I factored that in. I'll start with that.
Okay.
A few of the reasons why my brain got to this place. And I don't say this to, insult anybody, because the good news about baseball is there are 3 wildcard teams. And even though the track record has been the Yankees need home field advantage, I understand that. I stand by that. It doesn't mean, season's over. It just means this division isn't happening. But let me start with the Tampa Bay factor.
Okay.
The Yankees are 5 games back in the loss column. But unless they sweep the Tampa Bay Rays in their final 4-game series against them, they're going to lose the tiebreaker, which means they're not 5 games back in the loss column.
Right.
They're 6 games back in the loss column. While that's not impossible, and I am not ruling that out, this offense does not score enough freaking runs for me to think they're just going to win enough baseball games over the final 2 months to overcome that deficit. And the other part is, and I give them credit, because I have been kind of a Tampa Bay Ray non-believer for a long period of time. They're proving that even with Freddie Peralta being a stiff, they're finding ways to win.
True.
Even with Shane McClanahan out, they're going to find ways to win. And so I think the deficit, which essentially is 6 games, because of the fact they have to sweep a series to win the tiebreaker, I think the math on a team that's played very well all year and the math on your team that can't score a freaking run, and it's not changing tomorrow. It's not changing in 5 days.
Yeah.
The horses that we're waiting on, they'll come back. They're not coming back next week. So I start with the deficit and say, I don't think they're making up that deficit.
Look, I mean, everything you argued, I can't argue back. The Yankees don't score enough runs. I guess part of my argument back would be The Rays hit their little sputter, and that was when the Yankees overtook them and gained it by 3.5 games at one point. And then the Yankees obviously went on that crash and burn right before the All-Star break in which they gave everything back and then some to Tampa Bay. I got to think, as bad as the Yankee offense has been, as good as the Yankee pitching has been, the Rays themselves still have 2 weeks of really bad baseball in them here. They have to, Evan. They're going to play above their heads. That was their only bad spot all year. I mean, I know they're beating up on the Rockies right now. The Yankees haven't even played the Rockies yet. Like, the schedule will balance itself out somewhat. Again, if the Rays beat them like a drum that second week of September, it's not going to matter, or the third week of September, whatever the hell it is, it ain't going to matter. But the bottom line is this. Maybe part of my issue is I still think the Yankees' best offensive baseball, you see Cody Bellinger running last night, is ahead of them in the month of September. And I got to think there's 2 weeks of mad baseball coming for the Rays.
So I agree that in the world where they get healthier, and there was good news yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Cody Bellinger's out in the outfield moving around. We got the Aaron Judge update, which we'll talk a little bit more about in a few minutes. There is going to be a time, at least it feels like there's going to be a time in September where they are going to have a full lineup. A lineup that, when healthy, was leading the American League in runs scored.
Yeah.
I understand that. I agree with that. And when you combine that with some of the new acquisitions like Luis Garcia, like Elliot Ramos, this should be a good offense.
Yeah.
But tick-tock, tick-tock.
I know.
Like, it's August 6th. This isn't changing in a week. And we sit there every single night, if you're a Yankee fan or just like me as an IBO, and you are watching the same crap. They pitched well enough to win last night. They defended well enough, at least at shortstop, not in center field,
My God.
to win last night. They should have won games in this series, and instead, in their own ballpark, against a team that has not been good for months, they lost the series at home to the Cardinals. It's unacceptable. I mean, let's just call it like it is.
Yeah.
It's unacceptable. It got a little bit clouded because of the Lombard Jr. excitement, but this crap can't happen. And I have no reason to believe, with Cody Bellinger not walking through that door in the next week or two, with Aaron Judge still not doing baseball activities, but he's doing some activities, he's not walking through that door in the next few weeks. I just don't think there's enough time, and I don't believe that even with the additions that they made, which I like, I just don't think this offense is going to score any runs. Like, they're playing the Braves this weekend. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, I don't have high hopes for Friday night versus Chris Sales. That's for damn sure.
It doesn't matter who
Chris
you
Sales.
face.
Chris Sale. I know.
Like,
I know,
seriously,
but
I get it. Chris Sale's great. Andre Palante's decent.
Right.
Does it really matter if Shaun Morash was on the mound?
No, but
They
here's
don't score runs, bro.
Evan, but this is where it does matter. This is on the front office and the manager. Now you have who you have, right? Like, you mentioned the guys they've added.
And by the way,
George
that
Lombard.
may be why August 5th was the day I'm declaring this,
Yeah.
because there is no cavalry coming.
No.
We waited a while to talk about, well, they could trade for this, they could trade for that, they could do this.
We know the deal.
It's done. We know the deal.
But with that, I think this is why I had said the thing yesterday, which I know some didn't love about Lombard hitting leadoff, whatever. Whatever the answer is, there's a couple things the Yankees have to do here. Number one, they can't do anything about catcher because they were only looking for a right-handed catcher. God forbid you look at Liam Hicks, who hits a grand slam yesterday. That is one automatic out in the lineup. That's now not going to change. Like, that cannot change. There's nobody coming to save that. You can't have an automatic out with the most at-bats on the team and Trent Grisham hitting leadoff. Like, that to me has become now... It already was, while we kind of all yelled at Volpe and everything else, it kind of already was the biggest problem on the New York Yankees. That has to change starting tomorrow night. He cannot be the table setter for this lineup. And you want to put Ben Rice up there, that's fine. You have to work with what you have now and start changing up the problems. And the problem is the order in which these guys batted.
No, that's not the problem. The problem is they're not good enough.
Okay,
And that's the problem. You
But
really
if you're
wanna
not
cut
good
it
enough,
down?
how do you change that internally
Shaun,
now?
I
You can't
don't-
keep running out that same order every night.
See, you're agreeing with me, but you're just kind of moving the subject line.
Well-
I agree with you. Change the starting lineup. I agree with you. Trent Grisham shouldn't lead off. I'm not
because-
disagreeing with you.
because
but
I-
I'm also telling you, they are proving to us right now that between the clock of what time is left and the hole they put themselves in, they're not winning the American League East.
But if they get Cody Bellinger back in September and Aaron Judge somewhat earlier in September, and they are within 3 games of the AL East in September, I don't know how you could say they can't. Now, how do they get within 3 games goes to exactly what I'm saying.
Sure.
You can't have Trent Grisham getting the 5 at-bats a game or 4
If
at-bats a
they
game.
change the lineup, which they should, I agree with you. I mean, I think we'd all be in agreement that Trent Grisham leading off with his .211 batting average.
It can't happen.
It can't happen.
And
But
Jazz, and that's the other thing, too. The Luis Ariz thing, I know we touched on it a little bit. We'll see what Luis Garcia Jr. does. The idea that, if Jazz is not going to get going and you were not positionally ready to trade for Luis Ariz as a result of that, and then he's going to leave anyway. I mean, that's malpractice on the front office.
I understand,
too.
but all you're doing right now with that comment
revisionist
is
history.
looking back. I'm looking forward.
But it is looking forward to this. Jazz, you want any money next year?
I know, you got to hit.
You got to get going,
Well,
man.
and that's the bottom line. That's why we can and should talk about what they can do differently at the top of the batting order. Because, again, I agree with you. Trent Grisham should not be leading off. But I look at this lineup, and I look at the performances that we've seen throughout this season, and I look at the next few weeks, which are a very important few weeks, if they do want to win the American League East, and I just don't see it changing. I'm sorry, I just don't. And I'm not one to normally say these negative things about the Yankees, but I always try to tell you and Tiki, I'm going to tell you how I feel.
Okay.
And last night, I think the frustration of the loss, I thought Aaron Boone had a rough night, which I'll get to in a few minutes. Me and Big Mac argued it on text message for like 25 minutes, which is my fault because I brought it up to him. I think the combination of that, the way they lost, the Rays just win all the time. So do the Red Sox, but I'm not even factoring them in that much. The mathematics of things, and then the reality. Like, baseball's a streaky sport, and I try to remind myself, along with everyone else, that you're never as bad as you are when you're bad. You're never as good as you are when you're good, and you got to take a step back. We have watched this offense suck for 2 months. This isn't new.
No.
And so at some point, even with the additions of Garcia and Elliot Ramos, you look at the lineup, you look at the performances, you look at the guys running out there every single day, and you say to yourself, what makes you think it's going to change besides hope? And I'm sorry, President Obama, hope is not a strategy. It's just a phrase. And so that would be the only reasoning I could give on why the Yankees are going to start hitting and win a bunch of games in August. It would just be hope. It'd be, I hope Austin Wells is hot. Cashman said he's been better the last few weeks. Kind of true. I just hope he's awesome. I hope this. I hope that. I hope this.
I mean, they did add two guys who should hit where they had all these automatic outs.
I
mean,
understand, but they're not hitting. They played the Cardinals in this 3-game series and did nothing, though they did make that great comeback down 6-0 down. And then what happened?
Yeah, the last 2 nights has been un gods, as the kids like to say.
So I have no reason to believe that's going to change. And then, the math eventually plays a role. Like when we're sitting here in April and May, being 5 games out or 6 games out, it's a no biggie. I agree. But at some point, when there's 45 games left in the season or 50 games left in the season, at some point it's okay to say, hey, I'm doing the math. This is getting tricky.
Yeah.
This is getting and the other thing is I said they have to sweep Tampa Bay to win a tiebreaker against them. Does anybody in their right freaking mind think the New York Yankees are sweeping the Tampa Bay Rays, even with a full lineup?
The series ain't this weekend.
Okay.
Even with a full lineup when they get everybody back? Well, then why are we playing out the rest of the season, Evan?
I didn't say you're going to get swept by them. I said, do you think you're going to sweep them of a 4-game series that includes a doubleheader? You would admit it's very unlikely.
With their starting pitching, if they got everybody back, as unlikely as it is, I don't think it's nearly as impossible as
I didn't say impossible. I said, do you think it would happen? And if you're going to be honest right now, you'd say it ain't happening. Just be honest.
I will be honest and say it ain't happening right now. But again, I expect this Yankee team to look entirely different. And maybe that's me being naive for somebody that's been negative all week. And maybe this is also, I watch the Rays play right now. I can't figure out how they do this.
Neither can I, but
night.
at some point, don't we have to give them credit?
I think you give them credit, but there's a part, I got to be honest, Evan, I just don't fear the Rays. I don't. They could be 17 games up. As much as I have this angst for the Yankees, I don't fear playing Tampa in a series.
I don't fear them. I think the reason, again, why it took me this moment, and we all get to this point at different moments, and I'm sure there are some Yankee fans listening right now who are like, Evan, I thought the division was over in June.
Yeah.
Or, Evan, you're an idiot. They're still going to win the AL East. That's up to the Yankee fan. But I think a part of why I've gotten here is not that I'm afraid of the Tampa Bay Rays, but they've got to make up 6 games on them in 50-plus days, and I don't think the Yankees are going to win enough to do that. Like, sometimes you just get there in a place in which you start doing the math, you start adding it up, you've watched the team all season long, and you ask yourself, are they going to do it? And I'm not there.
So to be clear, this is more a Yankee thing. Do you think the Red Sox can make up the 6 games and catch the Rays?
The Red Sox are a different story. I'm
just curious because it helps me mold. Is this more pro-Rays? Is this more anti-Yankee?
It's more anti-Yankee, of course.
Okay, all right.
It's not that pro-Ray.
So you don't think the Rays have necessarily won the AL East. You just think the Yankees are dead.
I said the AL East is over for the Yankees. I don't think they're winning the division. And a part of it, let's get to it, was Aaron Judge. The news comes out yesterday, and I would never say it's bad news. I mean, he had more imaging, and now he can do upper body work. That's good news. But it's snail's pace news. Like, we are still a month away from Aaron Judge being in the lineup, and then when he's in the lineup, God knows what he does.
Well,
his presence will help, no doubt, but we don't know what performance it's going to be. So while I think many took the news yesterday as that's good news.
Well, because the gate's open now.
I took it, though, as a reminder that, man, we're not going to see him for a while.
I don't think we needed that reminder. I think we knew. I think we were just waiting for this because I think there was a thought that he wasn't getting cleared to do any of this.
I understand.
And the fact that he's going to go outside, I hate the way it's worded. Light work outside or whatever. Like, what's he, cutting the lawn? I mean, geez. But yeah, like the moment he starts running now, I'm assuming, based on Cashman's answers the last couple of days in various places, including the Carton Show, that it kind of then goes up and up and up. Like I think in another week you get that, and a week after that. And I'm targeting like right after Labor Day for Aaron Judge, and I think that's enough to get him going before October. I do, and I think that's enough.
Before October, yes. I'm talking about the American League
But
East.
by then, Cody Bellinger's back. I'm not even worried about Giancarlo at this point with Luis Garcia Jr. And that now you have a month of George Lombard playing. I think they have a really good September in them. I just do. And I think it's going to be paired with the fact that the Rays are bound. They're bound to. They're not the Dodgers. They're bound to have a bad 10 days.
The Dodgers can't win a baseball game. What are you talking about?
Put it this way. The Yankees in like a 6-4 stretch, which is what they're kind of averaging out right now over every 10 games, they're bound to run into one of these where it's a 3-7 from the Rays. Like they're bound for that to happen. And that is going to change the complex of a lot of things.
The Tampa Bay Rays are about to play the Mariners, under 500.
I know.
The A's, under 500. The Orioles, under 500. The Blue Jays, under 500. The Orioles, under 500. The Tigers, under 500. And that takes us to late August, where then they'll play the Padres, the Mets, and the Rangers. They're playing nobody.
Look at 13 of the last 16 games.
I get it. I'm talking about getting to September.
Actually, look at 16 of their last 19 games.
Okay, what?
And that's what I keep telling you.
Sean,
September, I think they're going to chase them
It's
down.
on the table. The Yankees are 8 games back going into September. That is not crazy right now, considering they're already 5 games back.
Evan, if they're 8 back, which I don't think they will be, I would join you in saying they got no shot.
So you're not there yet?
I'm not there yet.
Okay, you let me know when you're there. Because, I always find this fascinating in sports. Sometimes it's with managers and coaches. We did it with Mendy.
Yeah.
When are you ready to fire him? And we all got there.
I'm not there.
At different dates. I am, as an IBO, and you can vouch for me. I am not sitting here as a Yankee hater trying to be a jackass. I've been probably the opposite to you for the 3 years we've worked together. I'm always, they'll be fine, they're good, they're better than this team, they're better than that team. We argued last year when I said they'll beat the Red Sox, they'll beat the Blue Jays. I was confident in that. This is not like me. So I'm saying it because of my eyes, because of what I'm watching.
I'm going to remind you what your eyes saw at one point.
Go.
The Yankees played, think about, we're in a hellhole right now. The Yankees played bad enough baseball and the Rays played good enough baseball that the Rays built a 7-game lead at one point on the Yankees. And then the Rays hit their skid and the Yankees figured something out to the point that not only was 7 games gained back, the Yankees then took another 3.5-game lead. That happened this year.
Okay.
So all I'm saying is...
Okay. Me... August 5th. Today's August 6th, but I got there last night. Okay. August 5th was the moment for the first time this season where I did a 180 on my view on the Yankees winning the American League East. I've thought they would win the division since opening day. I picked them in our predictions. I've been loyal on that. But things change. The facts change. And for me on August 5th, the AL East is over. We'll get to your calls coming up, 888-808-1019. Plus, Aaron Boone did something last night that's unforgivable. Of course, I'm debating on text message with Big Mac. He needed to defend his guy.
It was Chris McMonaco, his fat ass.
Yeah. I mean, we went at it for like 25 minutes.
Of course.
And it was my fault.
Has he put down the phone for a day?
No. But I blame myself because I instigated it with him. Like, I'll explain it coming up a little bit
later. Did you
later.
change the name in his phone like I did?
How would you change it to?
It just says Cuckmack now.
Wow. Yeah, that is the name that Gio came up with for Big Mac and his Yankee love, Cuckmack. Do you think Cuckmack bothers him more than Bloody Sock? Because I gave up Bloody Sock because I did a poll where people said they didn't like it. It was slight. It was by 1%, but I lost.
Not yet, because I think the Bloody Sock thing bothers him as a Yankee fan. You know what I mean? Because it's the Bloody Sock. I think as a man, Cuckmack doesn't bother him.
As a man, it bothers him. We'll get to it all coming up, 888-808-1019. Right now, it's time for the Yankee Turning Point of the Game contest. First call to correctly identify yesterday's turning point at 866-540-WFAN. You will receive a $100 Wendy's gift card from our friends at Wendy's. Eat great even late at Wendy's and your flagship station for New York Yankee baseball. The Fan. Our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
This portion of the program is sponsored by the New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic Safety.
Telling yourself it's just a short drive is all it takes. A DUI, a crash, even a fatal crash can happen anywhere. It's a risk, no matter the distance. Buzzed or high, get a ride. Never drive. A message from the New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic Safety.
The road to kickoff 2026 starts now. From off-season moves to position battles and the biggest storylines surrounding the Giants and Jets, WFAN is getting you ready for football season. Expert analysis, breaking news, insider insight. Football lives here. WFAN.
This summer, cool down with Dunkin' Refreshers. Sip on a black cherry or try the all-new pink pineapple. Or try one of their flavorful fan favorites like mango pineapple and strawberry dragon fruit. All of them are ice cold and refreshing. Dunkin' Refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. A whole lot of flavor and very refreshing. It's a sip of summer, only at Dunkin'. Dunkin' Refreshers are fruit-flavored, contain 0 to 1% fruit juice. Terms and exclusions may apply.
Whoever said fork in the road must have been hungry for the Sorrento and Sorrento Turbo Hybrid. Their 3-row seating and 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. With a capable Sorrento and Sorrento Turbo Hybrid, every way forward is the right way. Visit your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Drive safely. See retailer for warranty details.
Sal Licata here for CertaPro Painters. You know, my home is a happy place, especially when my wife is satisfied. And that's not always an easy thing for me to achieve. But my friends at CertaPro Painters, they had no such problems. Big jobs or small, the good folks at CertaPro Painters are at your service. If you've been putting off a painting project, give them a call now at 1-800-GO-CERTA. That's CERTA with a C, and you'll see exactly what I mean. 1-800-GO-CERTA. Call CertaPro Painters today and get a no-nonsense free estimate on a professional job that you'll be happy with for years to come.
Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com.
I scream. You scream. We all scream. Because Wendy's famous small classic Frosty is just $1 for a limited time. More screaming, happy screaming, summer screaming, dollar small classic Frosty screaming! But please don't scream in the drive-thru. It hurts the employees' ears. Get a $1 small classic Frosty for a limited time, only at Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. A la carte only, not valid for delivery. Limit 10 per transaction. Price may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Summer is heating up, and there's nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside iced tea and vodka, or Surfside lemonade and vodka to break the heat. Made with real vodka, Surfside is only 100 calories and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation. So it's easy to sip and enjoy no matter what your plans are this weekend. It's not a seltzer, it's Surfside. Sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
It's August. The dog days of summer are here.
I wonder how Nielsen Dodge can make it better.
Have a Dog Days of Summer savings event.
That's a doggone great idea.
Now that's a good girl.
You'll start feeling the vibes the minute you arrive. Fun is in the driver's seat.
Lease a new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited 4x4. Just $289 a month. Yes, just $289 a month.
There's always 0 down payment available.
The credit help you need.
More savings with your trade-in.
And of course, great deals.
Hurry to Route 10 in East Hanover. Online at NielsenDodge.com.
At Nielsen Dodge,
fun is in the driver's seat.
At Nielsen, fun is in the driver's seat.
Make this the summer event. With approval, term 36 months, due at sign, $69.82 at tag and DMV fees. See dealer for details.
At Town Fair Tire, New England's largest name brand discount tire dealer, you get it all. The guaranteed lowest price, the most free services, and we accept all valid rebates from any manufacturer and from our competition. Yes, we accept them all, even competitor rebates. Town Fair Tire, New England's largest discount tire dealer, now with over 120 stores from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Start your day with Boomer and Geo. Join the conversation weekday mornings from 6 to 10. Call 888-808-1019. The WFAN phone line is powered by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus presents the biggest summer in UFC history.
The Fan Focus is presented by Chef IQ. Watch the game, not the grill. Get your gear at chefiq.com. Yankees lost 3-1 to the Cardinals last night, as we opened the show with. They once again were lifeless on offense. The Mets, meanwhile, won 6-5 in extra innings in Cleveland, highlighted by Jefry Yan's celebration after his first strikeout as a Met. More on that later. That was it. That's what I got.
Oh, that was it? That's all you got?
Well, we led with all the Yankee stuff. The game, everybody knows it. And frankly, the Mets, you get what you get.
Well, there's one thing about the Yankees we will get into in exactly 10 minutes. I'll lay out how Aaron Boone really, really screwed the pooch last night. And I'll do it in an eloquent way and in a fair way.
Did he use peanut butter?
Oh, my God. You are disgusting. I mean, that's just...
Get him the hell out.
I mean, come on, man.
What did I say?
What did you say? You know what you said. That's disgusting, man. I'm talking about a baseball game and managerial moves.
Yeah.
You're talking about some weird fetish you have with dogs.
I don't have a fetish with dogs. They need to eat.
Shut up, Tubby.
We'll get to that in 10 minutes, though, because last night was an egregious managerial decision by Aaron Boone. I laid it out to Big Mac via text message, and of course he did everything he could to defend his Lord and Savior. So that was fun. It was my fault, though, because I instigated it. It's not like Big Mac texted me on his own. I brought it up. I said, can you believe this crap? So we'll lay out the hypocrisies of the New York Yankees coming up in 10 minutes. But let's get to some of your calls. I believe for the very first time this season, and even last year, because I always thought the Yankees were winning the American League East. I never wavered.
Yes, you did.
This is the first time in years where I believe the Yankees are not winning the American League East. The AL East is over. I think the combination of their offense, the combination of the injury updates, the combination of the math, the combination of the Tampa Bay Rays winning, even when Freddie Peralta craps the bed in his debut. I think when you pile all that together, to me, the New York Yankees are not coming back and winning the American League East. And when you look at where they are mathematically, when was the last time it was this late in the season and the Yankees were this far back where they actually succeeded in winning a division?
Yeah, I don't know.
15 years ago.
15 years ago? What was 15 years ago?
I think it was 2011, but you'll have to fact check me on that.
I don't want you to answer this right now, but I want you to think about it before we get to a call.
Well, that's what I usually do to you.
Yeah, I know, but it came to me.
Go.
All right, you think the Yankees are dead in the AL East?
I think they will make the playoffs as a wild card team. They are not winning the American League East.
20 minutes from now, 10:48, I want you to tell me the next New York team that will win their division.
Baseball division?
Any division.
So, like, it could be the NBA's Atlantic division?
It could be, but there's the 76ers, the Celtics, the Knicks don't typically win divisions.
And the Knicks didn't win their division this year.
It could. Do you think the Giants who are winning the...
Think about that, folks. The Knicks won the NBA title, but they can't hang up an Atlantic division banner.
That's why it's a caveat. I want you to think and tell me the next team that will win a division in this town.
All right, so we've got two things on the agenda this segment. I'll rip Aaron Boone a new one, and I'll tell you the next New York team to win a division. But first, let us say good morning to Tom in Brooklyn. What's up, Tom?
What's up, guys? Thanks for taking the call. I got to agree with you, Evan. I think the AL East is done. But, we're talking about the Rays here. Forgetting the Red Sox are right there, probably the hottest team in baseball right now behind us as well.
Yep.
I could easily see us finishing in third. But just to get, I watched the game yesterday. I said, you know what? I'm going to sit down. I'm going to watch this game. And boy, I almost fell asleep with my 6-month-old 5 minutes in because it's unwatchable. Okay, I'm watching the at-bats, right, when they have runners in scoring position, and they just look clueless, right? The swings, the approach, just Spencer Jones, I think, went down to 3 pitches with, like, the bases loaded, Jazz swinging for the fences. And it's like, where is the manager here? Where is the hitting coach, right? Where are the adjustments being made in game? I think it's 40 innings now where they don't even have a run that's not via home run.
Well, they got one last night on a walk, so they were able to break that streak last night. But where I will disagree, and it's a minor thing, it's a minor quibble, I don't find the Yankees boring. Like, I hear that said a lot. Like, Craig says that a lot. It's boring baseball. I don't think low-scoring, well-pitched games are boring. And on the other side, the Yankees pitch incredibly well. I mean, last night, not Will Warren being great, but Ryan Weathers the night before pitched incredibly well. So I don't find them boring.
It's frustrating. It's not boring.
But the at-bats are frustrating, especially when you've got guys on base. Like the Spencer Jones strikeout, it felt like ball four, and then it was a great challenge by Ivan Herrera, who I think was catching at the time. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, could have used them.
And, well, they didn't trade him, Shaun. So it's tough to bitch about a guy that wasn't traded.
Okay.
But that was a frustrating one. And Spencer Jones is an all-or-nothing player, as we've seen. So I don't know if it's the manager or it's the coaching staff. It may just be the players. And sometimes that's boring to discuss, but the players haven't been good enough. Is Jazz Chisholm struggling because of the coaching staff or because he's just having a horrible year in a contract year?
I mean, can it be a little both? I mean, we're going to so what is the point of baseball coaches if successful guys are no longer successful?
Sure, you want to put 10% of the blame on them? Fine.
That's all I'm saying. I understand the players got to perform, but something might be broken with the staff, though.
Ken in Floral Park. Hey, Ken.
Hey, guys. Great show. Obviously, I'm disgusted with the offense for 2 months, but the thing that disgusts me the most, and it kind of flies under the radar, is the idea that the trade deadline went by and Brian Cashman allows Jazz Chisholm to stay on this team. Now, I'm not talking about his lollipop or his other antics or things like that, and I'm not saying that he never has any moments. He has like 1 or 2 moments a week, but his approach at the plate drives me out of my mind. Why a pitcher in their right mind would ever throw him a strike? And I just don't. He's not even batting .220. I don't understand it. But Luis Ariz doesn't fit the team because he's batting 100 points higher. I know he doesn't have home run power. I mean, why doesn't he just give him a 10-year agreement? I don't understand how he can continue with Jazz Chisholm with this approach. He's not going to play in October.
I think there's two variants on what you said. Adding Luis Ariz, who's a tremendous hitter, and making the positional fit work because you're desperate for offense, I'm with you on. I agree. But Jazz Chisholm's hit 17 home runs. He leads the league in stolen bases. He has the second most home runs of anybody on this team and the second or third most RBIs of anybody on this team. You don't subtract that, despite his other numbers not being impressive, his average being down, his OPS being down. You don't subtract that when you are an offense that needs offense. Right. So the idea of they had to get rid of Jazz, I disagree with.
They only had to get rid of him if they were getting a rise.
Well, if you wanted to create, hey, I'll take the hit on defense and I'll move Jazz back to third or whatever you wanted to do because you're so desperate for offense, that I can get on board with because they are desperate for offense. But I wasn't a big believer that despite Chisholm's struggles this year, they needed to subtract him from the team.
I also don't think it's a lock that Jazz starts every game in October either.
I don't think I completely agree with you.
I mean, Aaron Boone basically left it out there that there's a chance throughout the year they do workshop Luis Garcia Jr. to other areas. Like when he was first acquired, he said, maybe we'll entertain moving him around down the line. If you got everybody back, and I got screamed at for the Stanton right field stuff, that was if Judge didn't come back, you're not going to give Luis Garcia Jr. a chance in September to play any second base?
Oh, I think it's on the table, but I also think it's on the table that this is becoming more of a platoon team. And Jazz Chisholm against a tough lefty in the playoffs. I mean, his OPS is 110 points lower against lefties, where they just make the decision, we're sitting you. Didn't they sit him for one postseason game last year?
And then he talked to coat hangers after the game.
That's right. I remember that.
Yes, everybody remembers it. And I wonder if part of the Yankees and their thought process with Jazz is they're in don't piss him off mode. Like, he has had some of these moments. You really want him talking to coat hangers and causing a big controversy?
I don't think it's that. I think it's that Ahmed Rosario's had a weird year where he's not mashing lefties the way he did last year. You can play
Caballero at second now, though.
I think it's an option. Look, I think that when you say, was it you or the caller who said in the postseason Jazz may not play against the tough lefty?
Well, he kind of said, and I piggybacked on what could happen with Luis Garcia.
Very good. You're sort of giving him credit.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's on the table. I don't think it's happening tomorrow, but I think everything's on the table to try to get this offense going. Let's go to Steve in White House Station. Hey, Steve.
Hey, guys. How you doing this morning?
What's up, man?
All right. A few things I'm hoping you could bear with me for a minute. So my wife and I were in Boston on Tuesday night for the Red Sox game, and granted they scored 14 runs, and I know we're talking about the Rays being ahead of us, but I got to tell you, they sprayed the ball all over the yard all night long, and all I can think was I haven't watched a baseball game like this in 2 months.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Yeah. So Lombard number 96, I think, is the greatest number, and let me tell you why. You guys know Ruth was 3 and Gehrig was 4 because of where they hit in the order. And you may remember Clint Frazier, when he was a Yankee prospect, was all over doing it by position, and Judge was 99, and Frazier wanted to be 77 when he was in left field. So I think Lombard being 96 instead of 99 or 66 is pretty cool.
Oh, because he plays shortstop, and the shortstop number is 6. Is that what you meant?
You got it.
There you go.
You got it.
Sean had no idea, but I helped him out.
Well, that's from all the scoring game stuff. Here's the thing. I don't care what number it is. It's an ugly number.
But with all the single digits gone, we got to make it the new Yankee thing, 90 something, right?
All the single digits are not gone, though.
Well, aren't they? Well, except 0.
He's saying 0 isn't gone, which, I mean,
yeah,
that's
0's prettier than 96.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. But here's my 2 baseball things, guys. So one, this is going to get to Tiki's, money's always the answer, right? The Skubal trade, Evan, you said it doesn't have anything to do with money, but I think it does in that if there were a salary cap, it may not have changed the fact that the Dodgers would have got him if he was traded, but it may have given Detroit some hope that they could have re-signed him. So he may not even have been available in trade if there was a salary cap. Right?
But Steve, here's why I can't include that yet. There is no salary cap. It is something the owners are asking for that the players refuse to give.
Right.
So I can't say the Skubal trade was based on Monday because if there's a salary cap, there is no salary
that's
cap.
what he's saying.
And there may never be a salary cap.
That's why he's saying it's based on money.
No.
Because we don't know, and the fact that it's not.
We do know.
The Dodgers,
the players are not accepting it.
All right.
We keep talking
but
about
missed
this.
His point. You missed his point.
Did I?
Yeah, you went the opposite way of what he said. His whole point is it is about money because since there isn't a salary cap, the Tigers know they aren't signing him, and other teams know they aren't signing him, and they know the Dodgers are.
The Tigers trading him, yes, impacted by the idea that they don't think they're going to be able to re-sign him. I completely agree.
And less suitors to trade for
The
him.
Dodgers acquiring him has nothing to do with the superpowers that the LA Dodgers have. The Brewers could have acquired him.
And then they knew they wouldn't have signed. That's the point, though.
But we don't
These
know
teams don't want to give up their big prospects if their whole livelihood is predicated on keeping these guys and not being able to re-sign
It's a
them.
rental. It's a rental. And teams know that. The Brewers did it for CC Sabathia. The Rays did it even for Freddie Peralta.
Not all rentals are created equal.
I
man.
just think you guys are looking for reasons to say this is the Dodgers' fault. And it's just not.
No, it's baseball's fault.
No, but it's not. The Dodgers have a farm system appealing enough for the Tigers to say yes to. That's what it comes down to. I'm sorry.
It's still baseball's fault.
All right. You're like Big Mac. You just won't take what I'm saying. You just keep arguing with me.
Because in this case, you're wrong.
both wrong.
No, in this case, you're wrong.
But I'm not.
Yeah, and you know by your
Sometimes
smirk.
I am wrong. I admit it. I'm not always right.
Your father tells me all the time, you never admit when you're wrong.
But and by the way, the reason Shaun says that is because I made the mistake of admitting to Shaun that my dad, who likes Shaun, said, love Shaun, he just never admits when he's wrong.
And
so now
with
Shaun
me.
is using that
But I
against
take
me
that.
all the time.
I appreciate that. That's words of wisdom.
Is it?
Anything you ever want to tell me you think I'm doing wrong, just tell me your dad said it. I'll listen, I promise.
Let's go to Glenn in the Bronx. Hey, Glenn.
Hey, guys. Great show. I love your show. First-time caller.
Appreciate it. Thanks for calling.
Evan, I got to take it a little step further than your prediction about the Yankees not winning the American League East. I don't think they're even going to get the wild card. This team, the offense is horrible. This team, it's like there's pitchers hitting batters, walking people, and the next batter comes up and swings for the first pitch and grounds out or flies out. This team is not even taking pitches. They're all trying to hit home runs. It's horrible. I can't even watch this game.
Glenn, I'm going to make you feel better. Here's why you're crazy. But I understand your emotion, and I respect your emotion. You're mad at the Yankees, the offense, and all the complaints. Totally fair. The third wild card team in the American League is under 500.
Yeah, the Yankees are basically clinched.
Yeah, I mean, the Yankees are closer to the division than they are falling out of a wild card spot. 57 and 58. That's a 7-game difference between the New York Yankees and either Texas or Cleveland, whoever you want to pick. They're tied for the third wild card spot. Rangers have the tiebreak. That's a monstrous lead. And none of those teams, whether it's Texas, Cleveland, Baltimore, I mean, they sold. The Orioles are a half game out of a playoff spot. They sold off pieces. The Tigers, a game and a half out. We just talked about Skubal. They're a game and a half out. So what I would caution Yankee fans on is while, yes, I'm telling you the cold, hard reality that you're not winning the division, and that's a massive disappointment, I am not going to the extremes that they won't make the playoffs. It would take a catastrophic close to this season for the New York Yankees to not make the playoffs. And you could save that.
I mean,
because I guess anything's possible.
And all that goes through my head is if that scenario happened,
then everyone's fired.
But Cashman wouldn't be.
Nah, I don't know, man. That'd be pretty catastrophic.
I don't think he would be.
That'd be pretty catastrophic.
I get the vibe, and this is look, look, I'm not even sure how Steinbrenner wakes up today and has any idea how many games back the Yankees are the Rays. I get that impression. I truly do. And maybe I'm wrong or whatever. I just don't think as day to day, he gets the vibe of exactly what's going on.
Interesting. I don't get that vibe from him.
Okay.
I don't. He's not vocal. He's not on social media.
Yeah.
He's not doing press conferences all the time. He hasn't done what John Mara's done, where we know he kicks chairs when the Giants lose.
But do you think he sat down and watched 9 innings of Yankee baseball last night?
I
don't even know if he has Amazon Prime.
I would think he has Amazon Prime. I mean, geez.
Okay.
How much does that cost? And everybody has Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually,
who doesn't have Amazon Prime?
I technically don't.
You don't have Amazon Prime? How do you watch the Yankees last night?
I do, because my wife has Amazon Prime.
That's the same
I
thing.
personally don't have an Amazon Prime
Stop
account.
it. I don't know how your relationship is with your wife, and everybody's
it
different.
comes out
on
of my
this.
account. I just don't know how to log in. Like, if it's
Okay.
logged out, I can't figure it out.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Our bank accounts are merged.
Yeah.
Everything is merged. We are completely
no, I
merged
got you.
people. Now, not every married couple does that. I respect that. You can do whatever you want to do. But we get to the point where when my wife buys me a birthday present, I say to myself, and I say to her, didn't I really buy the birthday present? And vice versa.
Yeah.
Because it's her money and my money.
Yeah, exactly.
So when I buy her a birthday present, like, oh, I got you this nice jewelry, she looks to me and says, didn't I kind of buy this jewelry?
But you picked it out.
Oh, is that what?
That's why you can't give your significant other a gift card.
Do you know what I'm pissed at Boone about?
I'm going to assume it's just the way he handled maneuvering with the roster late in the game last night.
Oh, 1,000%. So here's the rule. And this is the thing that bothers me. And you can go down a lot of different lanes on how you would fix this. Luis Garcia cannot be double switched out of a baseball game when you are the LD offense New York Yankees. Cannot happen. This is a lesson I learned as a young baseball fan when the Mets' best player was a fellow by the name of Mike Piazza. You don't pinch run for him. You don't take him out for defense because you never know the way a baseball game is going to go. And you can't leave yourself in a spot in which your best hitter is due up and it's not him.
Yep. Especially with splits and the way that works, because that may only matter for one at-bat in what could turn into an 11-inning game where you get 6 at-bats.
So when Aaron Boone made the decision, which I get, to pinch hit Austin Wells with Paul Goldschmidt with 1 out in the 7th inning, down by 2 runs, I get it. No one would not understand taking Austin Wells, even though he's been better, had a hit in this game, and saying, I'm going to go to my lefty masher, Paul Goldschmidt. But if you're Aaron Boone, and I expect a lot in Aaron Boone, I believe he plans ahead.
Who, by the way, was hitless on pinch hits coming into this.
That is true. Aaron Boone has to realize, if I'm going to do this, which I understand, I got to realize Ali Sanchez is going to come into the game. And wherever I put him in the lineup, there's a chance the lineup spot's going to find him. So you want to go to Goldie for Austin Wells? You can do it. Now, personally, would I have done it? No, and I'll tell you why. It's 1 out and nobody on in the 7th inning of a 2-run game. Unless I'm getting completely mowed down, I'm probably going to get another chance to pinch it for Austin Wells, maybe in an even bigger spot.
I agree with that.
So I try to be a little bit more conservative when I use the bullet. But it isn't like crazy that he used the bullet. But once you use the bullet and Goldie comes through, rips a double, fantastic. And Luis Garcia ends up making the final out of the inning, the one thing you cannot do is take Garcia out and put Sanchez in his spot.
Right. I know that it all matters of when you want Sanchez coming up at that point, but just because Goldie's a great glove doesn't warrant, after using him as a pinch hit, that he must stay in the game.
Right, because it means you're taking one of your best hitters out. In fact, right now, Luis Garcia is the second best hitter on the New York Yankees.
Yes.
It's Ben Rice, it's Luis Garcia.
I mean, and honestly, the way Rice is going lately, it might be Garcia number 1.
It may be. So, again, there's a lot of different shoots you can go down. My main point isn't it had to be this way. My main point is the one thing that could not happen is taking Luis Garcia out of the game. But let's jump a little further.
Okay.
Because this is where every Yankee fan should be concerned, and I'm going to lay it out for you so everybody understands. When Ali Sanchez does come up because you made the dumb decision to take Luis Garcia out of the game.
Shut up, Tubby.
No. First of all, I've lost a few LBs. And second of all, it was a dumbass decision.
I should stick you in a locker, geek.
Listen, I'm right, you're wrong. Once Ali Sanchez comes up with the game on the line, you could pinch hit for him. Now, I know what the follow-up is. The follow-up is, how do you pinch hit for your backup catcher? Well, Ben Rice, I was told, can be used as a catcher late in games.
And I think the quote was, depending on how Booney wants to use his
You
bullets.
think you know the quote? Why don't we listen to the quote?
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Brian Cashman on how Ben Rice could actually catch for this team late in games. Take a listen. We can all interpret it together.
So we are not considering him as a consistent catching option for us, but he is, obviously capable of getting back there if necessary, if we have any problems or if Booney's trying to match up certain ways, and as he decides to navigate games late, and he needs to do something, and there's the last guy there, and he needs to shoot a pinch hit bullet, and he can put the gear on that way, but we're not gonna put him back there starting games.
Okay, we accept he's not starting games. Use a pinch hit bullet. I mean, that was described as last night.
Yeah.
So is there a disconnect between this general manager and this manager where that message, which I thought was very clear by Brian Cashman, very crystal clear, yeah, we can use him late in games if Booney wants to use him as a bullet or wants to use a certain bullet in a certain situation, which clearly is last night when Ali Sanchez comes up with the game on the line. Did Aaron Boone get the message? Do they speak to each other?
Well, it was a disingenuous Brian Cashman answer.
So your attack isn't that Boone has no idea what's going on. Your idea is that Cashman lied with that answer?
It's not, lie is a strong word. I heard exactly what you heard, but I immediately, when I heard that yesterday, I wanted to say the word bull bleep. Bull bleep, because we know what he means. What he means is, when you get to 13 innings of some random game in September and you're completely out of guys and you're going to your last resort where maybe the pitcher's going to take over the DH spot, yeah, we will move.
But that's not what he said.
I know it's not what he said.
He said a pinch hit or a bullet. Well, what you couldn't use a bullet last night?
Evan,
Two-run game in the
I
ninth
want to make
inning?
one thing clear. I agree with you. But that is what Brian Cashman meant, and he had a swarmy way of saying it. That was the problem.
So you're attacking Brian Cashman?
Yeah, because I think Brian Cashman, with some of those answers, left all of this open to interpretation that if you further pressed on him, he'd be like, well, that's not what I meant.
I disagree with you. To me, this is on Aaron Boone because the GM made it very clear this is how we're okay using Ben Rice. And the manager made a decision to not do it. He just did, which... different argument proves the point I've made for years that this manager actually manages. He's not being marionetted by someone in the front office. He manages.
Yeah, that much is clear right now.
Okay, he manages. And maybe he didn't get the notes from Brian Cashman or the memo, but based on that answer, Ben Rice can be used late in games in a desperate situation. Well, when it's two-run game in the ninth inning and you're sending up Ali Sanchez... and you do have Ahmed Rosario on your bench. Yeah. Not that he's great shakes, but he's better. It's a better option. You do have the possibility of pinch hitting for your catcher, and if the game goes extra innings, you lose the DH, and Ben Rice catches. That's what you do when you're down by 2 runs in the ninth inning. So again, Brian Cashman, to me, did nothing wrong. It's the manager who did something wrong, and he screwed up 18 different ways on one mistake. The one mistake was Luis Garcia doesn't come out of a game.
He doesn't. No, you're right.
And none of this happens if he doesn't do that.
And you know what? You could tell me stop playing revisionist history all you want, but this goes back to the very core argument you, me, Tiki had yesterday, where Tiki was bringing up Ali Sanchez. Remember, this is their thinking, right-handed bat and everything. It doesn't matter if Ali Sanchez hits left-handed, right-handed, or with his anus. It does not matter.
How could you do that?
You could stick a bat anywhere, Evan. The point is...
why don't you go and ask Shaun Morash?
He shouldn't ever have a bat in his hands. And the fact that he has to come in because Austin Wells is too inept offensively, every single night they're pinch hitting for Austin Wells and getting worse defensively as a result already with Ali Sanchez, goes back to the point. How the hell can't you pick up the phone and call about Liam Hicks because you think you're all set at left-handed catching? You're not set anywhere catching. Who cares if there's 2 lefties?
Piss poor hitting.
Because then you're not pinch hitting for Liam Hicks yesterday. And if you want to get better defensively because, I don't know, Hicks ran into one and you actually have a lead, then Austin Wells catches the 8th and 9th and Luis Garcia's never out of the game to begin with.
I would like to answer your question.
Yes.
Shaun Morash asked me about 15 minutes ago who will be the next New York team to win a division since I've declared that the Yankees will not win the American League East. I'm going to give you an answer. I don't think now is the time to elaborate, so I'm going to give the answer.
Just give it to drop and run.
And then we can discuss it at a later date. The next team to win a division in the New York sports scene will be the New York Football Giants.
It moved.
The Philadelphia Eagles?
Nope. The New York Giants. Let's go to Tony in Brooklyn. Hey, Tony.
Hello, guys. Listen,
I'm listening to you guys, and I'm thinking, maybe it's me. But if you really want to take the division, and mind you, let's forget about the Rays because the way Boston is playing, they may just leapfrog both teams.
Yeah.
But we'll put that aside. If you really want the division, you went to the Giants and you got the guy Ramos, right?
Yep.
Okay. You need a third baseman that can hit. What about Chapman? He's there. And as far as Jazz at second base, if I had a chance to get a two-time batting champ to play second base for me, I would have did it so fast that I would have knocked myself out.
No, I understand.
You went to the Giants. You went to the San Francisco Giants, and you got Ramos. Okay, you did need another outfielder that can hit, but you also needed a catcher. You didn't get that. You also needed a third baseman that could hit. You didn't get that. So here's the epiphany. You get these two guys, and what am I going to do next? Oh, I'm going to bring the phenom from the minor leagues to come up, so that way everybody could wipe tears away from their eyes when mommy and daddy kiss in the outfit, kiss in the bleachers or wherever they were sitting, and he hits his first hit home run. Guess what? That's not going to do diddly for you because you still don't have the hitting. Now, we have the pitching, yes, but what happens if there's an epiphany and the pitching starts to go south? Okay? Now what?
No.
They-
Now what is they're
Yeah.
screwed, obviously. That's their strength at this point.
So we call the early exit in October if that happens.
I think the answer is Matt Chapman is a negative contract. Would he be an upgrade over what they currently have? Sure.
Yeah, but now you're compounding it. You're putting two negative contracts at third base.
Exactly. It was never going to happen. Same thing with a Rafael Devers deal. It just wasn't going to happen. The Luis Ariz discussion is interesting because could the Yankees have said, you know what? We are so desperate for offense. We're just not a good offensive team. And while Ryan McMahon is a nice defender and Jose Caballero is a nice bench piece, screw it, let's get Ariz and Garcia and move Jazz Chisholm to third base, keeping Ariz at second where his defense has improved. You could have done that. I know it's not an ideal fit when it comes to having too many lefties in your batting order, but first of all, Luis Ariz hits anybody. So it really doesn't matter.
You also, you're not even thinking really crazy what you could have done.
What?
You could have moved Jazz to center field.
Could have done that. I don't know if you'd wanted to. That feels even more extreme.
He's played more center than third in his life.
Yeah. It's an option. You have the ability when you're this desperate for offense to make decisions that, hurts your defense, which isn't ideal when you're a team based on pitching, but in any way to spark the offense. And I think what our last caller said, even if some of the names are not perfect or I agree with, is basically, hey, Cashman tried, but he didn't do enough. He added two guys to this lineup, sure, but it's not enough. And ultimately, when I tell you, hey, I don't think the Yankees are winning the American League East, isn't that me subconsciously telling you Brian Cashman didn't do enough?
Yes.
Because maybe if more was done, I wouldn't have my epiphany, to use his word, of August 5th
you're right.
that the AL East is over.
That I agree with you. And I think that's why we all left post-deadline just clinging to whatever we could cling on to, that Cashman failed, but can they win in spite of him? And, 2 days in, one up, one down.
More of your calls coming up, your reactions to the current status of the New York Yankees. We've got Giant talk coming up as well, including Met fans having a civil war on their beliefs of Jefry Yan. So we got a lot to talk about on this busy Thursday, including a brand new edition of New Team Who Dis. Evan and Tiki, without Tiki, and Shaun Morash is here on The Fan.
It's The Carton Show with Craig Carton and Chris McMonagle. Afternoons 2 to 7 on The Fan, 101.9 FM.
Talking to Brian Cashman, GM of the Yankees. Fans are clamoring, they want to know. They want to see, their favorite Yankee player, number 99, out there, and Stan's bat back in the lineup. Is there a world that we live in which you think it's a possibility that we see neither of them play again for the Yankees this year?
We are not operating with the anticipation they're not coming back.
Get The Carton Show on demand. Available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, and the free Odyssey app. This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
Sponsored by Metal Supermarkets, the convenience store for metal. Find a store at metalsupermarkets.com. This morning, the Indianapolis Colts signed running back Jonathan Taylor to a 2-year, $44 million extension. And if Taylor stays healthy this year, along with quarterback Daniel Jones, this Colts offense is going to be very good this season. I like some of the young players on defense. The Colts could be a playoff team this year. I'm Nick Costos.
This summer, the Honey Pepper...
It's so rich, and you can choose between the original or the spicy filet.
Ooh, boy.
And then you got those pickled jalapenos tucked right under the filet, and then just to top it all off, you've got a little honey drizzle right on top.
Okay, now I'm a pimento fan.
And I'm feeling the dragon fruit.
Which fan favorite will you choose? Real customers paid for their testimonials.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-4094. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-4094. That's 800-575-4094. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for buying gas. That's right. You can earn cash back with Upside just for buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside, and just last year, I made nearly $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get cash back? If you like extra cash, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back when you fill your tank. Use promo code FRESH to get an extra 35 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FRESH for a 35 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FRESH for a 35 cents per gallon bonus.
Operating engineers Local 825 are the men and women who make our region move. So whether it's roads, bridges, or our favorite team stadium, they build and maintain the critical transportation, water, and energy infrastructure we rely on. That's why their advocacy organization, ELEC, the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, fights for those priorities every day. That's ELEC, representing the signatory contractors and the hardworking men and women who build both New York and New Jersey.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Whoever said fork in the road must have been hungry for the Sorrento and Sorrento Turbo Hybrid. Their 3-row seating and 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. With a capable Sorrento and Sorrento Turbo Hybrid, every way forward is the right way. Visit your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Drive safely. See retailer for warranty details.
Summer's heating up and pest season is officially here. Mosquitoes, ticks, ants, and wildlife are becoming more active across the greater New York area as summer temperatures rise. Enjoy your summer, not the pests. JP McHale Pest Management helps protect your home, family, pets, employees, and customers all summer long. With local offices around the tri-state area, their local experts are ready with seasonal residential savings and free commercial inspections. Visit nopests.com. That's NOPESTS.com. JP McHale Pest Management, not just good, guaranteed.
You an adult with uncontrolled moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms and still packing a backup bag of clothes. Just in case, Skyrizi Risankizumab Riza can help you take control of your Crohn's. Feel significant symptom relief, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements at 4 weeks. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help people achieve remission and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Individual results may vary. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's. Ready to take control of your Crohn's? Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the =1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Control is everything to me.
Learn more at skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI.
Hey, New York, ready for real savings? Switch to Allstate today. Because drivers who switched saved $900 on their auto insurance. So, what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for an auto insurance quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. Based on the national average annual savings for new auto customers surveyed in 2025 who switched to Allstate and reported savings, potential savings and availability varies by state.
This is the story of the one. The one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Come visit the engagement experts at London Jewelers at any one of their 6 locations.
Get the latest on the Giants and Jets on WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
I am so proud of myself. I think I just came up with the greatest nickname for the New York Yankees, and it's not negative, it's all positive. The greatest nickname one could come up with. And I scoured the internet for the last 5 minutes to make sure no one else has come up with it. Because you always have to be careful.
This is not for a player, this is for the team itself?
I don't want to give it away. I'll ask you that this way. Who's the Yankees' best reliever?
It's David Bednar.
Okay. Who is their second best reliever in your opinion?
By default now, Fernando Cruz?
Nah, come on. Be
Hedrick?
real. Brent Hedrick.
Okay.
How about the back end of the Yankee bullpen is now nicknamed Head to Bed? Head to bed. Head to bed.
I like that.
Head to bed.
So Fernando Cruz better not dominate the rest of the year.
Head to bed. Like it's literal.
And it's like how you end a game.
Yes.
Head to bed. Yeah, it's good.
It's awesome.
It's good.
I can't believe that all you genius Yankee fans didn't come up with it yourself.
I hope Bold Vinny's listening.
Bold Vin, you know what? I'm not copywriting it. I'm not doing it. I'm not making T-shirts. That's for you guys. That's for John Boy. That's for Vinny.
Oh, good point.
That's for
I hope
everybody
John
else.
Boy's listening.
Yeah, they're gonna. And you know what? All I need, I don't need that much credit. Just a little hat tip, like just a little, like, hey, inspired by Evan Roberts. That's it. That's because I'm a noble guy.
I'm going to the game tomorrow. You got a T-shirt guy?
Head to bed.
I'll wear it.
Head to bed. Head to bed.
Go somewhere tonight, have it printed for me. I'll bring it out, wear it tomorrow.
I'm not printing anything. I come up with the ideas. That's for everybody else. That's for John Boy. That's for you. That's for Barstool. That's for Hubs. That's for you guys. I gave you the brilliance, and now you make your magic.
All right.
The Yankees have a lead late. You know what you tell opponents?
Head to bed.
Head to bed. Bro.
The problem with that is...
I am so proud of myself.
Due to analytics and matchups, it won't always work out that way.
Because
that's the way the Yankees manage.
I'm just waiting for somebody to call in, tweet me, or walk into the studio and say, it's already out there, Evan. But I looked. I wanted to make sure.
I am caught up in Yankee algorithm, my social media. I've not seen that.
And I'm disappointed in you people. How do Yankee fans not come up with something so obvious yet so brilliant at the same time?
Because it's not obvious that it's Hedrick in the 8th, Bednar in the 9th.
That's not the point. Brent Hedrick has a 1.4 ERA, has had a billion scoreless outings. David Bednar's been a machine. Like, these are your two best relievers. I get it. It's not formulatic, but stop being literal. You're just being too literal. It's head to bed.
It's not being literal.
Head to bed. Yankees have a lead. Head to bed.
Head to bed, but here comes head in the 6th, and we'll see the bed in the 9th.
Well, eventually, head is going to bed, is he not? It may be head to a few other people.
Head to Blackburn to bed.
Head to De Los Santos.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly.
Either way, two best relievers, head to bed. I'm very proud of you. One other thing before we get back to your calls. I don't know if people realize this, but Yordan Alvarez of the Houston Astros has a legitimate chance to win the rarely won Triple Crown.
Okay.
He's essentially won the batting race in the American League. He's hitting .329. The next highest batting average by an American League hitter is Yandy Diaz at .300, a 29-point lead for batting average. When it comes to RBIs, he has 85 RBIs. Next up on him is Luis Garcia, but that wouldn't count because a lot of those RBIs are in the National League. So then it's
so stupid.
You know who's second in the American League in RBIs after Yordan Alvarez? I could give you 100 guesses. You would never pick up on it. Dylan Dingler of the Detroit Tigers.
Is that right?
With 75. And then Ben Rice with 73. But Yordan's at 85. So you would admit that's pretty much over too. Right?
Yeah.
Home runs is the difficult one. He's at 35 home runs. He's only 2 ahead of Junior Caminero. But as of right now, he leads in the 3 main categories.
That's wild.
He is the leading Triple Crowner. Obviously only won once in the last billion years by Miguel Cabrera. And before that, you got to go back to Carl Yastrzemski. Any intrigue in the Yordan Triple Crown race or no?
I would be in the last 2 weeks of the season. That's one of those. I can't get caught up on it on August 6th, but you wake me up and it's September 17th, I'm in.
Did you have any idea that this was happening?
Not until I got the same email you did.
You got an email about this?
I thought that's why you're reading. We just got an email about this 5 minutes ago.
What? What the hell is going on? About what?
The great Jimmy Shapiro emailed us the
Love Jimmy Shapiro.
The Yordan Alvarez Triple Crown odds.
Oh.
When I kid you not, 17 minutes ago.
That's hilarious.
I usually get the same emails from him.
You know what? I will get that email, but I have not seen that email yet.
So, will he win the Triple Crown? Heavily favored at -150 to yes.
I would kind of agree with that. I mean, I just laid it out for you. Like, he's got batting average on lock, barring injury. Obviously, injury could derail all this. He's got RBIs by a big lead over a catcher, and God knows Ben Rice has done very little over the last month.
He needed the Judge injury for the home runs.
Well, that's fine. I mean, it happens.
That's it.
The home run thing is tight because Junior Caminero can win it.
But put it this way, if it feels like he's in real cruise control with the batting average and the RBI, and you're telling me this has not happened in our lifetime, we're going back to
Miguel Cabrera. Miguel Cabrera. I said besides Miguel Cabrera.
Both leagues is Mickey Mantle.
What do you mean? Oh, if you're counting both leagues?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but I guess
when do we look at it that way, though?
I guess that's
it's
what
always been by league.
All right, either way.
Like Carl Yastrzemski was, he did it in the American League. I
guess
even know what
the entire major league. So both leagues, Mickey Mantle did it in 56.
Okay.
Point being, if we got to the last week of the season, it felt like everything there with home runs, give me the old McGuire Sosa treatment. Let's pop them up while we're doing games.
By the way, I'm looking at all of baseball because I didn't even think about it that way. Luis Arraez is at 324, so 5 points behind Yordan Alvarez. RBIs, Alvarez is 3 behind C.J. Abrams and Sal Stewart, and then home runs he leads.
Okay, so he's there for all that.
He's got a chance at all of them, but the American League he's got more of a chance for. And remember, the Astros are in a pennant race, so he's in no position to sit.
And he'll be the first one to ever win a Triple Crown with the stat PBI instead of RBI.
What?
Points betted.
Shut up. You got to get over this.
No, I don't.
You got to get over this Aaron Boone
How
points
dare
thing.
you, as somebody that scores a game, tell me I have to
You
get
are
over
a pain in the ass.
It's wrong. They're not home points. They're home runs.
You know what? I'm going to choose to not argue with you about this.
Okay, that's probably better for the show, but just that is one, Evan. You know what I just told you what your dad says about you? Admit you're wrong.
Okay. Let's go to... What do you want me to do?
Just say you're right. I don't view it as a big deal.
I'm moving on from the subject.
Okay.
Is that not enough?
Never mind.
Let's go to someone who wants to say you're wrong about something. I like that. Anthony in Windenhurst. What's up, Anthony?
Windenhurst.
Hey, guys. Love the show. I'm a delivery driver in Long Island, so I listen to you guys all day. My favorite thing on FAN.
Appreciate it.
Hey, so Sean's been using revisionist history incorrectly the entire show. And when I say the entire show, I mean twice because I've been in and out of the truck.
Yeah, which is great because Evan used it the first time, and I think I just piggybacked on it. So go ahead.
Yeah, no. So your revisionist history is when you look back at a point in time and you make up your own idea of what actually happened. It's basically making junk up about history, not what your idea of it should have been.
I'm still confused.
How did you use revisionist history? And I will be the judge based on his definition, and I think I knew what it meant as well. Go ahead.
I think I use revisionist history in terms of I know this is revisionist history, but let's go back to the deadline. In other words, this already happened. We can't change it.
Yeah, that's not correct. Revisionist history is changing what happened.
Okay. So, like, revisionist history would be the Yankees beat the Jays last year. He's safe in the World Series. The Blue Jays won the World
Revisionist
Series.
history would be, do you remember how you and I would fight, and I would say the Yankees are not losing to the Red Sox? I would guarantee it to you.
Yeah.
And you would fight back with me. Revisionist history would be you saying, Evan, you claim the Yankees couldn't beat the Red Sox, and I told you the Yankees would beat the Red Sox.
I can't believe there's a word for that.
Altering what happened, and you're revising history, hence revisionist history.
So revisionist history, another synonym for that is just lying.
Pretty much. It's like when people want to break down the Civil War, they like revisionist history. Don't get me started on this. They revision why the war was fought, and it actually pisses me off.
So
that's revisionist history.
So people believing their own lies is revisionist history.
Or they're revising history because people aren't going to know better, and they'll be like, oh, that's why the Civil War was fought. Oh, I guess I was wrong. So that's kind of the same thing. That's obviously more serious than talking about Yankees, Blue Jays, or whatever.
Yeah, I was
but
hoping
it's
to stick to
revising history.
Okay. Well, now
you know me. I'm going to revise it with, like, I love the history thing.
You love the history
There's a
thing.
lot of that. Revolutionary War, there's a lot of that, too. Same with the War of 18. Like, everything in American history has some revision. Some good, some bad.
Yeah. Kennedy.
What?
Kennedy.
Kennedy what?
Revisionist history.
Oh.
Somebody else shot him.
Oh, no. I thought you were going to say that he was actually a good president. And now it's been revised that he was something awesome. Oh, I shouldn't have said that, should I have? I mean, overrated.
Evan,
what are we doing here?
I couldn't tell you whether he was a good or bad president to begin with.
I mean, the
I wasn't alive.
Listen, Mikey, the Bay of Pigs were a freaking disaster. I mean, it was.
Bay of Pigs. It's me on summer vacation.
Let's go to Frank in Syosset. What's up, Frank?
Yeah, guys, I agree with you, Sean. 265 batting average, 12 home runs, Hicks. I don't believe that's the reason why they didn't go for him.
Yep.
There's another reason. And Evan, I mean, all the injuries that are on the team, Volpe, Stanton, Bellinger, Judge has gotten injured twice playing the outfield. I mean, I don't know why. What are we supposed to do? Put Rice in bubble wrap? These are not the days where you're crashing into the catcher. These are not the Thurman Munson days.
Well, but Frank, there's two levels to this. So
Thurman Munson days.
I appreciate that Big Mac asked Brian Cashman the other day, forget about Rice not catching now. Why didn't you do it from the beginning?
Right, which is a great point.
Because that's been my biggest thing. The other day when Brian met the media first and he gave his answer on Ben Rice not being used at catcher, which is part of the clip we just played, what I was screaming at was, can someone follow up with, well, why didn't you do this from the beginning? Big Mac did a great job because he asked it. He said, how come from the beginning?
And Cashman did acknowledge that's a good point.
Of course it's a good point. So Cashman basically said that it was a group decision between Ben Rice and the organization that the best way to maximize him was to not play him behind the plate.
Yeah.
Which means Ben Rice was a part of the decision.
Yeah,
that Ben Rice was a part of the decision to not have him be a catcher. At this point in August, I can't argue that he should be the everyday catcher. My argument is they should have done this since March, but if Brian Cashman is going to say, like he did, we can use him every once in a while, late in the game, because we used the bullet and he puts the equipment on for a few innings, then last night was the kind of night to do it. By the way, we got to take care of something, because I love you. You are a friend of mine.
What I do.
And I like your friendships remaining friendships.
Okay.
So I want to play something for you before one of your friends texts you very upset with you that you stole their idea. Okay?
Okay.
I would like to play you this from After Hours with Tommy Lugauer.
You got the best hitter at the deadline. You could have also got a rise. Now, if we're really thinking outside the box, we really want to shake things up. We really want to try something. You could put Jazz in center. You could have put a rise at second.
Oh, wow.
So Shaun said that a few minutes ago, never credited Tommy. And so before Tommy gets upset and says Shaun stole his gimmick, I'm with you, Tommy. The audio is just I played it on the air so people can hear. It sounds as if you stole your friend's idea or happy coincidence.
Or we're all in the same group chat, and I mentioned it on deadline night, and Tommy didn't even respond to it.
Oh, this is getting dirty.
Listen.
So you're saying he stole a thought from a text chat and never even replied?
Listen, I love Tommy, but, originality and being yourself is not exactly a strong suit. So. But listen, Tommy, remain positive because the guy's doing jumping jacks after a strikeout.
No biggie.
Wow.
No biggie.
That escalated quickly. I was just merely putting my guy over that he had the Jazz idea first.
Here's the thing.
But you're saying, no, he didn't. He stole it from your text chain.
Now, he didn't respond, hit a heart button, anything to that.
Didn't even respond or give you a heart button and then took it for the radio?
But the point is, I'm going to even give him the benefit of the doubt and say he didn't see it. But the point is, we all know Jazz played center. Tommy, I'm going to lay down my shoulder go, you didn't see it. But you know what, kiddo? Go get him. Go run around, do you ranting and raving at night, and then figure it out. All right, please.
This is getting ugly between the two of you.
It's not getting ugly. It's just, Evan, I'd suggest if Tommy's sending this, you better bring more than a pea shooter. Okay?
Give it a rest. Really.
First of all, Tommy did not send this to me.
Okay. Oh,
Tommy's
Dan
not
sent
listening
it?
at 11 a.m. He doesn't listen. He listens to digital clips. He has no idea what we're talking about.
He's not even awake.
This was supplied to me by the archivist of WFAN, Dan,
Okay.
who does a great job with that stuff.
Got it.
He even sent me a segment idea this morning.
Which was what?
I love that. Because the beautiful thing about a radio segment is you try stuff. If it doesn't work, we won't do it again. If it works, great. Do you want to hear his idea?
Sure.
And tell me if you want to do it?
Okay.
In the lead up to week 1 of the NFL season, we revisit the history of Tiki Barber's week 1s.
I like that.
You like that one?
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
How much does Tiki know about Tiki?
We can bring back how much does Tiki know about Tiki in relation to a countdown of week 1s.
I think
That's not a bad idea. We could do that in the week leading up to the start of the season.
Yeah, I think that fits.
How many years did Tiki play in the league? 96. 96 was his rookie year,
97.
right? 97. 97, 98, 99,
To
2000.
2006.
1, 2, 3, 4,
10?
5, 6. 10 years.
10 years.
That's a lot. That's a lot of week 1s. I think the
10
2
week
weeks,
ones.
2 weeks leading up to the
Yeah,
NFL
exactly.
season.
And we don't get Monday because that's Labor Day.
That's right. All right, we'll have
We're
to
out
do
of
the
days.
math on that one. But thank you, Dan, for that great idea. Let's go to Frank in Monroe. Hey, Frank.
Hey, guys. Good morning. Hey, Shaun, before I get to Evan, I just want to tell you that I would proudly stand next to you and McGillicuddy as Yankee shills. Love it.
Thank you. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate you.
Evan.
Yeah.
This thing about Jazz Chisholm with 17 home runs. Who cares about 17 home runs? If
A couple
Jazz
of them been big
Chisholm
ones, be
said-
fair.
But if he said in the offseason that I wanted to have 50 doubles and 60 stolen bases, I would have been very happy to hear that. He must tie his shoes so tight because he swings like he's going to come out of them.
All right, well, a couple of things I want to address. Number one, Big Mac has chimed in and said that you and Tommy stole the idea from the Go Get 'Em podcast. He suggested it 2 weeks ago. So I love this. I love this battle.
Well, hold
on.
on. Tell Big Mac to check his listenership because he's got 3 listeners, all right?
That's not...
It's mom, his wife, and one of his kids, and he knows it hasn't eaten 4, so it's not me.
That's not true. That is not fair. I won't go for that kind of blasphemy. But the real important thing I do want to address is not even that. It's, I forgot what it was.
It was something about Jazz.
No, it wasn't even about Jazz. It was about something else.
Do you think Jazz ties his shoes too hard?
No, here's what it is. It actually isn't, but I'm going to move on back to Jazz. When the New York Yankees do not hit a home run in a baseball game, they have played 27 games in which that's the case. They're 9-18. They don't win games when they don't hit home runs. So to say, who cares about 17 of them, in which many of them have actually been important, is not fair.
They're literally 3 games back of the Red Sox without some of those late
It's
home runs.
true. So I'm not defending Jazz Chisholm. I'm merely saying don't minimize the home runs that he's hit.
Right.
Because home runs are important as much as you want to vilify them. 9-18 when they don't hit a home run. And when they only hit 1 home run in a game, they're 16-27. So you know what that means?
They suck when they don't hit home runs.
When they don't hit a lot of home runs, they tend to lose. Let me do the math real quick. 25 and 45 when they hit a home run or fewer this season.
Just to clarify, they need to hit home runs to win games.
I think that's what my math just showed you.
How many home runs does Trent Grisham have this year?
Not a lot.
Do you think maybe let's just start stacking our home run hitters hitting leadoff? I've been telling you for years about this with the leadoff and Judge and everything like
You've
that.
been telling me what for years?
That you need to hit your best players leadoff.
Oh, you've told me that. That's not you.
That's revisionist history.
Yeah, that would be revisionist history.
Thank you.
I
I learned.
used it as a
I
great
did.
example.
Thank you.
So who would lead off then?
Look, you don't
George
want
Lombard Jr., because you said that yesterday. I guess we'll stick with that.
By the way, yes, but in
With
the
his 6 major league at-bats.
in the argument, see, I don't even think that's funny. In the argument that everybody wants to make, just hit Ben Rice lead off and hit Luis Garcia Jr. second, and let's go to war.
So I was doing a deep dive on who should lead off, because it's a great point that every Yankee fan has made. So Big Mac to you, I'm sure
I
Luis
heard
made
it on the Go Get 'Em originally.
Okay. And that is Trent Grisham should not lead off. I think we all in full agreement. We got to pull the plug on that.
Yeah.
The follow-up is who should lead off. And I agree. I've said it many, many times. I know you're trying to take my opinion. You just lead off Ben Rice. There's one other option, and I'm going to blow your mind with it. If you base it on recent performance, like if we're going to look at the last month, is a month a good sample size? Is a month a good sample size?
I think I know where you're going. It's going to piss me off.
If we're looking at the last month and saying, hey, the job of the leadoff hitter is to get on base, then the guy who would lead off is Austin Wells.
I'm going to punch you right upside your head.
Why? Because information bothers you?
While you are right, statistically, he has performed so much better over the last month.
I used a month. I didn't use a week. I used 1 month of getting on base.
All right.
The answer is Austin Wells.
This is where the Yankee numbers don't jive with their mindset or their manager. Because if what you're saying is accurate, and statistically it is, and if we're going to make the leap that it's gone that far that he should be hitting leadoff, then he shouldn't be getting pinch hit for in the 7th inning of games, because that means you're giving more opportunities to pinch hit for him.
Well, in fairness, against lefties, he has a 108 batting average.
All right, so okay.
You know, that probably has
that helps too. Good point.
something to do with it. Let's go to Stephen Bayside. Hey, Steve.
So is this a new segment, who Shaun is at war with today? Is that what we're doing?
I like that. That may we have to come up with a cute name for it, but yeah, it seems like that would be a daily for him.
Yeah, because it's T-Mac yesterday, it's Tommy today, so.
Yeah, I'm not at war with anybody. It's hard to be at war when you're always winning.
Anyway, let me give you guys a hypothetical. I know that you're the IBO, so I want to give you a hypothetical situation for the Yankees second baseman for next year.
Yes.
Let's say that there's a guy out there named Joe Smith. Okay.
Okay.
Now he's available. He was DFA'd by his team, so you would just have to pay him whatever he's going to get in arbitration for this year. You're going to pick this guy up. It's his 4th year in the league. He's a below-average offensive player, but he's got great range. He could be he's had some defensive difficulties. You could say it was around an injury.
No, Joe Smith was the reliever. He's not a hitter.
No, he's basically, I already know Steve's game. You're referring to Anthony Volpe, aren't you?
Oh,
well,
he was making up.
Yeah. Now, a player with that profile, would you make him your starting second baseman going into next year? Because to be honest, I'm not even sure that I would pay somebody like that $5 million, because I could find guys like that on the waiver wire left and right.
Yeah, I think that a guy who fits the Volpe profile would be a guy who has to battle for a roster spot and could be a factor as a backup on my infield. So in the way I view Anthony Volpe, and look, what adds to this and what makes it more complicated is the baggage that comes with Volpe, and that's the baggage of fans looking at him as the former superstar prospect that he never turned into. But I view him as someone that could be a right-handed option in a platoon at second base next year. But that's next year. And unfortunately, because of the selfishness of the owners and players, we're going to have a lot of time to talk about next year. More time than normal to talk about next year. So I think it's a next year debate.
Yeah.
For now, let Anthony Volpe go to AAA and mash. Like, go to AAA, play great defense at second base, and hit .330. You do that, it can only enhance your possibilities of being a factor with the Yankees or someone else next year.
He could be Ahmed Rosario.
That's what you son of that. Yes, that's what I told you 6 months ago.
Nah, that's revisionist history.
No, it's not. And when I brought it up, you said you're just bringing everything back to the Mets because Rosario was a big prospect with the Mets.
I find it funny that now you remember things I said, but anytime I say something 5 minutes early, you go, did you say that?
I remember a lot when it comes to long term.
Okay.
The short term is really what trips me up.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of memories, we put everyone's memory to the test as we play another edition of New Team Who Dis. How well do you remember where NFL players now reside? Plus, more of your baseball calls and football calls will mix in as well at 888-808-1019. Our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you, at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires. From Connecticut to Maine, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
This portion of the program is sponsored by Flushing Bank, a division of Ocean First Bank.
Save smarter and enjoy more with the great CD rates offered by Flushing Bank, a division of Ocean First Bank. Whether you're planning ahead or growing your savings, now is a great time to lock in a competitive rate. Visit flushingbank.com today. Member FDIC.
The Yankees play the Braves in the Bronx. 7:05 tomorrow night.
Breaking ball swung on and a high fly ball. Deep left field. Going back, gone!
The home of Yankees baseball is The Fan, 101.9 FM, and available en Espanol on the free Odyssey app.
Small business owners love what they do, and Verizon Business loves small business owners. That's why Verizon Business experts come directly to you, so you can spend more time doing what you love. Their experts show up on your schedule, ready to offer proven expertise and learn about the needs of your specific setup firsthand. And they don't quit till the solutions save the time and stay where your business needs you most. Verizon Business. Visit Verizon.com/book today and schedule an appointment with your local Verizon Business expert.
Whoever said fork in the road must have been hungry for the Sorrento and Sorrento Turbo Hybrid. Their 3-row seating and 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. With a capable Sorrento and Sorrento Turbo Hybrid, every way forward is the right way. Visit your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Drive safely. See retailer for warranty details.
Sal Licata here for CertaPro Painters. You know, my home is a happy place, especially when my wife is satisfied. And that's not always an easy thing for me to achieve. But my friends at CertaPro Painters, they had no such problems. Big jobs or small, the good folks at CertaPro Painters are at your service. If you've been putting off a painting project, give them a call now at 1-800-GO-CERTA. That's CERTA with a C. And you'll see exactly what I mean. 1-800-GO-CERTA. Call CertaPro Painters today and get a no-nonsense free estimate on a professional job that you'll be happy with for years to come.
Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com.
What do parents think of back to school at Staples, where supplies start at just 25 cents?
Staples has the latest laptops with up to 40% savings.
I may hug the cashier.
So embarrassing.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It's a wonderful time at Staples with up to 40% off select tech. Staples.
That was easy.
Visit Staples today or shop online and in the app. Ends 9/12. Exclusions apply.
When I hit my 50s, I felt like things were slowing down.
This is Sandra's Metamucil story.
I started taking Metamucil for digestion, but had no idea it would impact so much more. Not only did Metamucil help me feel more regular, but my heart health saw the benefits too.
Metamucil. One simple routine, 4 health benefits. Digestive health starts here. Go to Metamucil.com for more details.
Are you an adult with uncontrolled moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms and still packing a backup bag of clothes? Just in case, Skyrizi Risankizumab Riza can help you take control of your Crohn's. Feel significant symptom relief, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements at 4 weeks. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help people achieve remission and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Individual results may vary. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's. Ready to take control of your Crohn's? Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Control is everything to me.
Learn more at skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI.
It's August. The dog days of summer are here.
I wonder how Nielsen Dodge can make it better.
Have a dog days of summer savings event.
That's a doggone great idea.
Now that's a good girl.
You'll start feeling the vibes the minute you arrive. Fun is in the driver's seat.
Lease on new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited 4x4. Just $289 a month. Yes, just $289 a month.
There's always 0 down payment available.
The credit help you need.
More savings with your trade-in.
And of course, great deals.
Hurry to Route 10 in East Hanover. Online at nielsendodge.com.
At Nielsen Dodge,
Fun is in the driver's seat.
At Nielsen, fun is in the driver's seat.
Make this the summer event. With approval, term 36 months, due at sign, $69.82 at tax tag and DMV fees. See dealer for details.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-4094. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-4094. That's 800-575-4094. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
The conversation never stops on The Carton Show. Join Craig Carton and Chris McMonagle weekdays from 2 to 7. Call 888-808-1019. The WFAN phone line is powered by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus presents the biggest summer in UFC history.
The Fan Focus is presented by Chef IQ. Watch the game, not the grill. Get your gear at chefiq.com. Addressing the media this morning, Aaron Glenn has declared that Kenyon Sadiq will be out, quote, a couple of weeks, but they are optimistic about week one, which I don't know how that adds up.
He's got to practice. He's a rookie.
Out a couple weeks. It's August 6th. A couple weeks leads you to opening day.
But it's not even just a timetable of a couple of weeks. He's a rookie who needs to practice.
He needs the reps, yeah. And then former Giants and Jets offensive lineman Greg Van Roten is in New England this morning visiting with Mike Vrabel and the Patriots, potentially looking to have a home. The Fan Focus was sponsored by Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Let me thank George from Rybrook. Very nice. He just sent me to give to my youngest son, Spence, a Spider-Man bobblehead that the Mets gave away all the way back in 2019. Because you heard me say on the air that my youngest son really likes Spider-Man.
That's cool.
So thank you very much, George. And for some reason, Shaun doesn't like Spider-Man because I heard you crapping on the movie.
I like Spider-Man. I don't like the lack of creativity in Hollywood.
Oh, that's been going on for a long time.
It just bothers me. And we'll fall for it. I can't wait for another Spider-Man. There's been 50 of them.
Yeah, but lack of creativity, I don't know if I would agree with that phrasing. I think that when
lack of ideas?
Well, let me answer. Because I get how it's lack of ideas to run back a very popular superhero. I get that. But if something is successful and Spider-Man is successful, why wouldn't you try to create new episodes or new editions or new movies around something that's so popular and makes so much money, which it did? Wouldn't it be stupid to not?
Well, just to jump in for a
And that is Ray Jarvis you're hearing.
Look at Ray's pump. You're passionate about this. I don't even know which way.
I just think that Shaun is being unfair.
Thank you.
We have a Spider-Man movie where Jean Grey, an X-Man, is the villain. Is that not creative?
That's true.
We've never seen that before.
He's saying that what they're doing is creative.
That shows, again, they're out of ideas. This guy's never been a villain. Make him the villain.
They ripped it right from a comic book story.
Oh,
it's
stop
as
this.
creative as it gets.
400 comics where Snoopy goes to the toilet. They making that a movie, too? I'm tired of the comic books.
Are you into comics?
No, but I like to know what I'm watching. So if I'm about to watch the movie, I like to see where they rip the stories from.
Can I ask you a dumb question?
By all means.
Okay. Is every Spider-Man or X-Men or Batman or whatever, is that all coming from a comic book, or do they create new stories just based on, hey, let's get creative around Spider-Man?
What they do is they take liberties with the source material.
Okay.
So they'll turn things around, but like the base level is a comic book story, but then they'll move certain pieces around to make it fit as far as cinema.
I am not a comic book fan. I'm not even like a big Spider-Man fan, but I saw the movie for my son, and I enjoyed it. I liked it. As I'm watching the movie, I had an idea.
Okay.
For another Spider-Man. And I thought they were planting the seeds for this. And maybe this is my wrestling fandom coming out.
All right.
Spider-Man turning heel. The slow burn of Spider-Man not feeling appreciated of all the New Yorkers that he has saved. And you slowly see Spider-Man turned to the dark side.
Are you saying Spider-Man is going to ruin comic books for everybody, a la John Cena ruining wrestling?
I didn't go that far, but
I like it.
Well, you're not off base,
Thank
actually, because what they planted the seeds for is him eventually wearing the black suit where he gets a little more violent, a little more physical.
So he's becoming a darker character,
Correct.
but not necessarily the bad guy.
Not at all,
So we
but
have another
you're
one.
on the right path.
Thank you.
Another one is going to come out. Is that what you're telling me? Like
Why
2
would
years?
you? Why would you? It makes millions of dollars. It's successful. Like
Find another idea to make millions of dollars. Every year it's
Shaun,
a summer
did you like
box
the
office. Here
Odyssey?
comes another comic book movie.
Did you like the Odyssey?
I still haven't seen it, to be fair. Come on. I will. What do you mean, come
He doesn't
on?
know.
If you want good cinema, then go see that.
I will see it when it comes out. I got time to go to the theater to see the Odyssey. It's 3 hours. Who's got time for that? That being said, I do want to give Ray a little prop. Ray, you're going to be on the overnights hosting this weekend?
No, not this weekend. The following weekend.
following weekend.
August 15th, 2 a.m. Check me out.
Nice.
2 a.m. Former student of mine.
Oh, so he's part of the Shaun Morash tree.
My first branch on a tree.
A lot of pressure on you, bro.
A lot of pressure.
And now the pressure is on Shaun Morash as we bring back the ever-popular New Team Who Dis.
New team who dis. New team who dis. New team who dis. New team who dis. New team who dis.
Now, the game is very simple. Obviously, the NFL season is kind of beginning tonight, if you really want to get literal, because tonight is the Hall of Fame game.
Yes.
So we get our first glimpse at football, and then next week, the Jets and Giants are going to open up their preseasons. And then, obviously, in a little over a month, it'll be week 1 of the NFL season. So, a lot of players have changed teams.
Yeah, and a starting quarterback tonight was a new team who did last week.
That is true. That is a very good point. So I will name a player who is on a new team, and Shaun Morash is playing golf today. He's competing against himself.
All right.
How can he? Will he be under par?
Is this the first one of par 3? How many shots like that?
This is like a par contest for
All
Shaun
right.
Morash. So let's start it off. Do I start easy or do I start hard? Let me start off.
That's a quote.
With the former New York Jet offensive lineman, John Simpson.
You did this one a couple weeks ago.
I did?
He went back to the Ravens.
Damn it!
You're wrong.
No, I'm wrong, not you.
And Tiki got it right. I got it wrong.
Son of a bitch. All right. I thought I ruled. Okay, let me start that over. That doesn't count.
New team who dis.
New team who dis.
New team who dis.
Quincy Williams. The former Jet, Quincy Williams.
Browns.
Very good. Look at you, man. That's very, very impressive.
It's my fatty.
Did you study?
I didn't study.
1 for 1. New team who dis. Running back, Rico Dowdle.
Ooh, so he was obviously big in Carolina.
That was
last
on the
year.
Carolina Panthers. Where is Rico Dowdle?
Did Rico Dowdle end up in Minnesota?
So stupid.
You are incorrect. The answer we were looking for were the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay.
All right, you're back to even par. You
All
were
right.
1 under par. Now you're even. Let's go back to the former New York athlete category. And let's go with a guy who I'll never forget. Joe was so pissed when the Jets drafted this man, the former safety, Ashton Davis.
Holy crap, Ashton Davis is still in the NFL.
New team who dis, and you thought he was out of football.
Did Ashton Davis? No, Saleh wouldn't have done that. Would he have? I'm going to go Ashton Davis off the wall is a Niner.
Come on, man.
It's my fatty.
That is correct. How'd you get that? You seem so out of your loop on that.
Because, as I said, the Saleh thing, it dawned on me. I remember having this conversation in my head that isn't it ironic? He didn't join Robert Saleh, but he joined the team Saleh's leaving.
Very good. That's why when you said Saleh, I was like, oh, he's, sort of close. All right, next up on the new team who dis competition, Azeez Ojulari.
Falcons.
That was very quick, man.
Why don't you go in there as Shaun Morash?
How'd you get that so quick? You
Because
were on top of that?
Because the Falcons are down there 2 top pass rushers. He's the number 1 pass rusher right now.
All right, you're 2 under par, which is good in golf.
Yeah.
I don't know if you realize that.
It is
When you're
good.
under par, that's a positive thing. All right. Wandale. No, I can't give you that. That doesn't count. I'm not giving you that. I'm taking that one away. How about Dalvin Tomlinson? Remember Dalvin Tomlinson?
Yeah, man. I can't. Again, another guy. He signed late because the Giants, I thought, should have signed him. Dalvin Tomlinson. God, he's played on every one of those AFC North teams. I actually don't know this, but I remember when it happened. Dalvin Tomlinson is a Ram?
Suck. Very close, though. He's a Los Angeles Charger. That was very tight on your part.
Yeah.
So now you're 1 under par.
Yep, okay.
New team, who dis? Elijah Vera Tucker.
Patriots.
Very good, yes.
Kiss my fat ass!
I thought that was too easy. But it was a former Jet or Giant that didn't go to the Tennessee Titans. So
yeah.
I thought that may throw you
Well, I think
off.
that's why Greg Van Roten's visiting him, because they're waiting for the inevitable Elijah Vera Tucker injury.
Let's go to the quarterback category, why don't we?
All right.
Mitchell Trubisky.
Hold on
Mitchell Trubisky.
Hold on now.
Hold on now to what?
Mitchell Trubisky left the Bills?
Mitchell Trubisky is not a member of the
That's not
Buffalo
my guess,
Bills.
because he was a Bill, so his new team would is.
Obviously, it would not be the Bills. I'm just confirming to you he is not a member of the Buffalo Bills.
So Mitchell Trubisky left there. Where did Mitchell Trubisky go to be a backup quarterback?
Well, you are correct. It's to be a backup quarterback.
So somewhere where I'm guessing he's not going to play a whole heck of a lot. Did he go to Denver?
Did he go to Denver?
Blowing and sucking.
That is not correct. I'm sorry. He is also a member of the Tennessee Titans.
What?
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
the
Brian
backup?
Dable's got a history with him, right?
Oh, okay. Does he?
I was trying to do the math, too.
Yeah.
Was Brian Dable in Buffalo when Trubisky went there?
I don't know about that.
I don't know. I may have to fact check that one. It's close, though. And finally,
all right,
the last one of New Team Who Dis 2026 is Jalen Phillips.
Okay,
formerly of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Right. He got a little break-off piece there. Jalen Phillips ended up signing a deal with, I think it's one of the South teams.
It's one of the South teams. He's narrowing it down. One of the South teams. Didn't mention the conference, by the way, but he said a South team. So that gives him 8 options, which means he's got a 13% chance to be right. Hopefully my math is right on that.
Did Jalen Phillips sign with the Jaguars?
You're wrong.
Yeah.
The Carolina Panthers.
All right.
Carolina Panthers.
Right region, wrong team.
So hopefully everybody was at least somewhat entertained and feels more educated as we enter the NFL season in a new game of...
New team who dis. New team who dis.
I have one question. Now, I can't have a follow-up question.
You can ask me any question you want.
New team who dis.
Who was the backup quarterback to Josh Allen this year?
I have to look that up now.
New team who dis.
By the way, that's the other game that we could play. It's called the backup quarterback game. Kyle Allen is the backup quarterback for the Buffalo Bills.
That's what they're rolling with?
That would actually be a fun competition where we go through each team and see the back, because those are so important. God forbid there is an injury.
Yeah.
I mean, you're very reliant on it. Part of the reason why a few weeks ago I told you I think the Rams are going to be the biggest disappointment in the NFL this season, part of it is that they are relying on an older quarterback with an injury history despite his MVP year last year. And if, God forbid, he gets hurt, you're now relying on a rookie quarterback in Ty Simpson. The backups matter.
The Bills could be in trouble this year.
Why? If Josh Allen gets hurt? When does that happen?
Let me just say this.
I mean, in fairness, Josh Allen's mostly been healthy. I brought up Matthew Stafford because he isn't that far removed from a big injury.
Dude, I totally agree. There's something that is sitting off with me about the Buffalo Bills this year, which may be just music to your ears. I think everybody just assumes New England is going to go down like that. I don't know, man. This new stadium with Buffalo, I think they're going to lose a little of that pizzazz. And the fact that, you saw Mahomes get hurt last year. Josh Allen still plays really physical. And hearing that name, I could see him miss a couple weeks. They think Joe Brady's going to fix the Sean McDermott thing. Sneaky suspicion, Buffalo not going exactly and winning that AFC East the way everybody thinks.
Well, here's what they have going for them. If they do have a step-back year with a brand-new head coach, a rookie head coach, the only team really capable of taking that division is New England, who also is in line for a step-back year. Miami and obviously my football team are not exactly poised to take the AFC East, though. Wouldn't that be something if the answer to your question that you asked me an hour ago, the next New York-based sports team to win a division, it turns out to be the Jets? And I've only seen them to win the division twice in my entire lifetime. Think about that for a second.
What if I told you that you might have Geno Smith playing quarterback with a different color eyeball?
What? Excuse me? Does he have contacts or something?
He is experimenting with red contacts.
Oh, that's freaky, man.
Apparently, Santonio Holmes was the first one to tell Smith about it, and some eye specialists have brought it up to him because apparently, I guess maybe this is part of the reason he throws a lot of picks.
He's got vision issues?
He can't, great. By the way, you always want to start the year when your quarterback with no backups got vision issues. It's always a good sign.
The thing about quarterbacks, though, is you don't see their eyes in the way that you see a pitcher. Because when I think of the colored eyes, I think of Max Scherzer, how freaky that was.
It looks like a dog with glaucoma.
Right, and you're getting a view of him right before every single pitch, and it's so noticeable. I wonder if we would notice that with Geno Smith.
Well, I'll tell you, if you notice it and he's throwing picks with him, sign me up for the first Joe B show after that.
He's going to rant about the color of his eye.
I mean, bro, can you just play with your eyeballs?
Yeah, I can see that happening. Anyhow, let's get back to your calls, 888-808-1019. Oh, you see, I don't always jump to the front of the line someone who wants to rip you.
Okay.
Sometimes it's someone who wants to agree with you.
Sweet.
Brian in Sleepy Hollow, the floor is yours, Brian.
Hey guys, what's going on? I totally agree with Shaun's take. It's like, can we get something? Everything is like empty calories.
Yes.
In the movies, nothing sticks to your ribs anymore. You know.
I agree.
Can we get like a drama, something new, some new ideas, something clever?
Yeah,
it's like, I don't know.
When was the last time Denzel was in like a big hit? You know.
But you guys, the two things can be true at the same time. If you're demanding more creativity or more awesome cinema out of Hollywood, that is fair. But how could you crap on Hollywood saying the people want more of this? Let's make more of it. Because when people show up to watch a movie and a series or what would you call that? A franchise is the word I was looking for. You make more of it. That's not bad. How is that a bad thing?
Because people want more of it because there's no other blockbusters.
That's not true.
You're getting psyched up for your big summer. There's 2 summer blockbusters. The Odyssey that everybody saw, and then the other one, Spider-Man. If you give people 5... Evan, go back and look at the 90s on release weekends. You used to get like 8 big summer movies.
Yeah, they never did Spider-Man or Superman back in the 90s.
No,
you're right.
But
come on, man.
Come on.
No, you come on.
Every time there's a big movie, Times Square's got a guy shooting webs and everything else. And I just think we're all sheep, honestly. And to be honest, it's comic books. If we're at the crux of it, your kids love it. I give you commend to that. Any grown adult who's going out to watch a comic book movie with no kids, I mean, you need to reevaluate your situation. Honestly.
Creating a lot of enemies today, Shaun.
Great. I create a lot of enemies. Get a life. Get a life.
Get a life. Alex in New Canaan. Hey, Alex.
Hi, Evan. How you guys? How you doing?
Good.
I respectfully am going to push back on you on winning the division because I believe the Red Sox are going to win it, and I'll tell you, all my reasoning. I can prove it to you with my reasoning.
Go ahead.
On all 3. First of all, we know that besides just being on a historic run, this is facts. They have swept the Yankees, the White Sox. After the All-Star break, they swept the A's in Tampa, the Rays rather in Tampa. They went and they swept the Dodgers in L.A. They've come back now. They're on the verge of sweeping the White Sox again. Yeah. They've got the number one bullpen in baseball. They got a 2.9 ERA. That's the only club that's got a closer is a 3.11, which is the Yankees. Because I know we hear about the Yankees bullpen, but the truth of the matter is they're 12-0 since the All-Star break. That's the Red Sox and their bullpen, which they added Eric Miller, who's in great percentiles, by the way. Yeah. He's a fantastic lefty.
I get it.
Going on to that.
But Alex, I'm not questioning what they've done for a month and a half because it's amazing. Like it's
25-3 in their last 28.
It's 84 Tiger-like, the kind of baseball they're playing. Their starting pitching's been awesome. You mentioned the bullpen. Contreras has had a great year. Rafael has had a great year. I give the Red Sox all the credit in the world for what they've done for a month and a half. But it's about projecting what's next. The reason I opened the show today by saying to Shaun, hey, I hate to tell you this is the first time all year I don't think the Yankees are winning the AL East, is not just based on what I've seen, but what I expect. And what I don't expect is the Red Sox to play at this clip.
No.
I'm sorry. They're on an amazing run. I give them all the credit in the world. And remember, Garrett Crochet's been out for months. I just am very skeptical that for the next 2 months of the season, the Red Sox are going to play anywhere near the kind of baseball they've played for a month and a half, which is why I don't think they're winning the AL East. Are they making the playoffs? I mean, this run is almost assured it based on that third wild card team being a below 500 team as of this moment.
Yeah, and a bad stretch for them is playing 500 baseball, which I fully expect is coming. And then, like, to that point, yeah, like they're not going to have this. At some point, The Yankees have crashed long enough. These teams got to have a crash at some point for 2 months.
And even if it's not a crash, they're just going to cool off.
You cannot win 25 of 28 games and think that's the clip you're going to play on the rest of the year.
David in New Jersey. Hey, David.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Good, man. What's up?
I wanted to call you guys because little town of Pequannock, where Derek Jeter was born.
Yes.
We won the New Jersey 10U state championship for Little League.
Wow. So does that mean you guys head to the Little League World Series or some grouping near there?
Yes.
Wow.
We are on our way tomorrow up to Cranston, Rhode Island for the Northeast Regional Tournament.
Wow.
How many teams are going up there to compete with you guys?
There are going to be 6 teams from the Mid-Atlantic region and 6 teams from the Northeast region. And we each have our own little tournament, and then we come together to find out the regional champion, and that's where it ends for 10U. In 12U, they go on to the Little League World.
Okay.
Gotcha,
So it's a step below Williamsport.
That is pretty.
That's
so,
awesome.
Where's our confidence level? Can these kids do it? Can we pull it off?
Oh, these boys have been going since June 7th.
Wow.
And we have been playing baseball. These boys have been playing every single day. And they've been putting in an amazing amount of hard work.
That's great.
And our head coach, Coach Mike Bakripka, and Coach Mike Coyne and I have been putting in a lot of work, and these boys are ready to go.
Now, David, be honest. How much politics went into putting together this roster? Who got screwed? Does a kid got screwed?
Not in our we've got a town of about 15,000 people. We're about 7 square miles.
Yeah. Somebody got shafted, though, didn't they?
No.
There's not a mom
no.
on a Facebook page right now complaining her kid got screwed?
No.
All
Not
right.
in
Why
our
are you
town.
starting to trouble? This is a championship Little League team.
I want to rock the locker room.
And I want to be the first to tell you, and hopefully Derek Jeter shows up and shows some support.
I love
wish
it.
you guys all the best.
That's
Best of
awesome.
luck, and bring the title home.
That's awesome.
Bring it
I
home,
love
baby.
That's great. Bring it back to New Jersey.
You think
That's awesome.
Derek Jeter would show up and show some support?
It's not Old Timers Day, so yeah.
Is he coming this year?
No.
Again.
This is a little different than last year.
Well, what happened last year? Because I think I forgot.
Last year made no sense. He came up with the kid's birthday party
Oh,
thing.
that's right. I remember that.
The truth is...
And then Boomer and Tiki and something happened.
Right.
Something happened with all those guys.
Right, exactly. Remember, last year was honoring the 2000 team on 25 years. This is not honoring a World Series team. The easy answer, which should have been his answer last year, was this. He works. It's baseball night in America. It's not at Yankee Stadium this weekend.
Stop it.
Well, A-Rod's not coming either.
That's not a real freaking...
A-Rod's not coming either.
They can't take it off.
What, are they going to leave Big Papi sitting there with Burkhardt all night?
August baseball game? What game are they even showing?
It's a great question.
You don't even know what game they're showing.
Yeah, but I know they have work, Evan.
Come on. They can give them the off day. George Lombard Jr. or George Lombard Sr. missed being the bench coach for a pennant race Tiger Mariner game to see his kids play baseball,
Oh,
which
you
is
got to
great.
work, man. You make that commitment.
work.
It's the big game.
Nah, they just don't want to be there.
Isn't it Field of Dreams?
The Field of Dreams game, the Phillies Twins thing?
Isn't that the game?
I thought that was Sunday night. I didn't know that was
Is
Saturday
it Sunday night? I don't know.
I thought that was the Sunday night Peacock game.
Okay, here's your 3 choices this week on Fox. It's Baltimore, Texas.
Oh, my God.
Cleveland and the White Sox. And Tigers, Giants.
Are we serious?
You know, be fair.
That's what we're talking about here?
Jeets and A-Rod could have took off.
Of course they could have taken off.
Also, Major League Baseball, your first game that starts Saturday and the Saturday was 3 o'clock this weekend. Get a grip.
I don't know when the Little League game is, but it's not this weekend.
Oh, it's not.
Not the Little League game. I'm sorry, the Field of Dreams game, which everyone forgot existed. But apparently that's happening at some point. And I thought this was really, really cool, that the Phillies are honoring Moonlight Grahams in their team's history. They are finding guys who got into games but never got an at-bat.
Wow.
Much like the legendary Archibald Moonlight Graham from the Field of Dreams movie.
Yes.
Which is a true story, by the way.
Week from tonight, by the way. Week from tonight.
It's a week, so it's not even a Sunday. It's a Thursday night.
I forgot. They've done it on Thursday nights, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot as well.
Yeah, I mean, listen, no better time, obviously, to have this game than the first night that most NFL teams play preseason games. Great job.
So you're saying it's a bad TV rating
Play
decision
it
for them?
last week, you morons.
Well, the matchup is also very weird. Like, you're supposed to do Field of Dreams. Like, it feels historic in some nature. And you're taking the Minnesota Twins and the Philadelphia Phillies. You're doing
like
an
it.
interleague matchup
I kind of like it.
with one franchise that moved.
Well, hold on.
It's not even really the Twins. It's the Senators.
First of all,
Unless they're wearing the Senators stuff, spare me.
they might.
then I'm okay with
Then
it.
be okay.
Then I'm okay with it.
It should also always be an interleague game because a game of too much divisional importance shouldn't be played in the middle of a cornstalk.
Doesn't have to be a divisional game. It could be a league game. Remember Yankees White Sox?
Yeah, I know.
That was badass.
I don't mind, but I kind of like it. Although these are two teams in it, I kind of like this.
You like Phillies Twins?
Yeah. Will I watch it? Depends.
No, you're not watching it.
I might.
You got all that preseason football going on. There's no way you're watching Phillies Twins.
What time's the Yankee game next Thursday?
I don't know. I can't think a week ahead, man.
Yes, you can. You think years
I
ahead.
usually
we're all
do-
good.
It's a day game?
1:30. Oh, the whole league's a day game.
Oh, wow. So baseball, I like that. So baseball cleared out the schedule for the Field of Dreams game?
Except for 2 10 o'clock games for when the Field of Dreams game's over.
Oh, that's clearing out the schedule?
Everything else is a day game.
That's a good job by them.
It is.
No, that's actually very, very smart. I've said that before with like games that they want to put a focus on. And by the way, that Field of Dreams game is on Netflix.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that either.
Netflix, I thought, did a great job with the Home Run Derby. I didn't love their opening night coverage, but it seemed like they learned from it. I like the Home Run Derby, so hopefully they do a good job with this.
You know what's funny? I'm on vacation next week, so it's a little bit different.
Like
because
actual
I'm not
vacation?
No, not really.
Staycation.
Yeah, I'm just not working.
No, I know, but some people like to chill. Well, you're not really on vacation. You're off of work.
Listen,
you're shutting down the brain.
I think you know I put a lot of effort into this show, and I'm not going to put any effort next week because I'm not doing the show.
Welcome to my life.
That's not a good answer. That's not something you should be saying. My point is, I would only consume something that has to do with what would I want to watch. I'm not thinking about the show. And the Mets don't play next Thursday.
Yeah.
You mentioned the Yankees play during the day. When I sit down on Thursday night.
Your kids would want to watch that game with you? Do they like Field of Dreams?
Yeah, I think my oldest would be intrigued.
Okay, so
I think
that's
after
probably
5 minutes, they'd be over it.
All right, so you put it on for an inning. See what it looks like. Oh, the guy came out from the cornstalks. Oh, all right, here comes Kevin Costner again. All right, we did this again.
But we've also seen it before. But we haven't seen it in a couple of years.
Yeah.
And I think the reason we haven't seen it is they did construction.
Yeah, they redid it.
So what do you mean they redid it? Like, what does it look like
I
now?
think they
Is it
made it like a
stadium?
bigger venue. Remember, it's not even the actual field. It's off
I
the
know.
side.
Costner was at.
And I'll leave you with this, too. We don't need the clear fence. I think everything should be live. Play into the stalks.
Come on now.
Wouldn't be more ample to watch that, and the center fielder's going through corn to try to find the ball or running the bases. I think that's the way the game should be played.
I mean, it kind of would be cool. I'll give you that.
It's like wiffle ball.
I'm looking at the Thursday night games to see if any. And now it's not the Jets and Giants. In fairness, the Jets play Friday night that
And
week,
Giants
and the
Saturday
Giants
afternoon.
play Saturday. So it doesn't even interfere with our local teams.
I can't even see 2 of the 3 Giant preseason games. Drive me nuts.
What do you mean you can't see them?
Live.
You can't see me? Why can't you see me?
I have a wedding that Saturday, and the last one, Giants-Jets, I'm at a Zach Brown show that night.
Oh, wow. Well, you know, they got to do what I do, which is DVR.
Yeah, I will.
Very simple thing.
I
That's
have
what I'm
to.
going to do.
The podcasting people are not happy with me, but
Oh, because they want a live reaction?
yeah, don't know what to tell you. Life happens.
Speaking of Shaun's podcast, I saw a headline from one of his podcasts, and it's worthy of discussing a little bit later on in the program. But when we come back, we'll get back to your calls, I promise. We're not ignoring you. 888-808-1019. And yes, we discussed the newest controversy in all of baseball. Jefry Yan and his ability of jumping up and down when there are 2 strikes on a hitter. Should it be banned? Will it cause a fight? Is this a good thing or a bad thing? We'll get into that coming up in a little bit as well. Contractors, when deadlines are tight, you need a supplier that moves like you do. Windorama keeps the Northeast's largest in-stock selection of Anderson windows, patio doors, and storm doors ready for same-day pickup or next-day delivery. Need custom assemblies? They build them in-house to keep your jobs on track. And with Rama Rewards for pros, earn up to 2% back, plus perks like free delivery. Windorama, it's your pro team. Visit windorama.com to learn more.
It's Boomer and Gio. Mornings on the Fan. 101.9 FM.
George Lombard Jr. comes up. Maybe he bucks this trend and turns into a great all-star homegrown player for the Yankees. But you want to point to one thing. It's hoping that the prospects turn out, and they haven't for the most part.
Get Boomer and Gio on demand. Available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast, and the free Odyssey app.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
Washington Commanders absolutely had to sign free agent wide receiver Stephon Diggs, and it's a great signing by the team. You can't go into the season a make-or-break year for head coach Dan Quinn with Antonio Williams and Treylon Burks, De'Ami Brown, Luke McCaffrey, and Jalen Lane as the receivers behind Terry McLaurin. Stephon Diggs gives the Commanders offense a chance to have a good passing game this season. I'm Nick Costos.
The cost of mesothelioma treatments can exceed $400,000, and families often face losing their homes and life savings just to pay the bill. The Rights and Claims Department of Flint Cooper has helped victims secure financial support they need to pay for their care and ensure their family's future. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma and don't have legal representation, call Flint Cooper now at 800-606-8169. Time is running out for you to file a claim, so don't wait. Call 800-606-8169 for a free consultation.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Looking for the best value on new tires? Get to Town Fair Tire. We honor every valid manufacturer's and competitor rebates and give you the guaranteed lowest price. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire. I'm Sam, owner of Marino's Landscape. With my Chase Ink Business Premier Card, I earn unlimited 2.5% cash back on purchases of $5,000 or more. So everything I buy to run my landscaping business gives me cash back to help throw a big thank you party for my team. For all they do.
Chase Inc. Cashback built for every business. Find the right card at chase.com/inc. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Cards issued by JP Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
New Game Plus with Oxy makes your laundry smell incredible and fights stubborn smells, like the ones your dog Biscuit brought into your freshly made bed last night. But you wash that all away with Game. And now you're drifting asleep to the scent and sound of waves. Ah, nope. That's the dog licking your ear.
Biscuit.
It just might be our greatest scent ever. Now with odor fighting power. New Game Plus with Oxy.
Sun and clouds, high 89.
Weather brought to you by Duke's Mayo. Welcome to Duke's Mayo Country, where the mayo is so smooth and creamy, it makes every bite better. Duke's Mayo. Look for the yellow lid.
For 100 years, London Jewelers has been part of life's most meaningful moments, from engagements and anniversaries to milestones, big and small. We've helped mark the moments that matter the most to our customers. Generations of families have trusted London Jewelers for exceptional craftsmanship, timeless design, and service that lasts a lifetime. As we celebrate a century of excellence, we thank you for being part of our story, and we look forward to the moments still to come. We invite you to visit London Jewelers at any one of their 6 locations. London Jewelers, celebrating 100 years of brilliance.
Long Island is more exciting than ever at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. This August, don't miss the Big 5 spin-off and your chance to win your share of $55,550. Be here on Friday, August 7th and 28th from 3 to 7 p.m. when one lucky winner will be drawn every hour to select 4 balls from the lottery drum to win up to $5,555 cash. Don't miss the Big 5 spin-off where Long Island wins at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Whoever said fork in the road must have been hungry for the Sorrento and Sorrento Turbo Hybrid. Their 3-row seating and 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. With a capable Sorrento and Sorrento Turbo Hybrid, every way forward is the right way. Visit your local Kia dealer today. Kia. Movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Drive safely. See retailer for warranty details.
Life can change suddenly without any warning whatsoever. When you're sidelined due to a debilitating personal injury, it's crucial to have a trusted team on your side. The Rothenberg Law Firm has over 50 years of spectacular courtroom experience, ensuring that you're not facing those obstacles alone. Winning and collecting billions for our clients, we are committed to helping you recover whatever you deserve. The Rothenberg Law Firm, 1-800-624-8888.
Be a lawyer for injured ones. InjuryLawyer.com.
Hi, this is New Jersey Attorney General Jen Davenport. Before you enjoy a night out, have a plan for a safe, sober ride home, because impaired driving can wreck it all. Be safe, Be responsible. Never drive drunk or high. Together, let's prevent a tragedy on New Jersey's roads.
There's nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside iced tea and vodka or Surfside lemonade and vodka to break the heat. Surfside is only 100 calories and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation. It's not a seltzer, it's Surfside. Must be 21, please drink responsibly.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
John's day is off to a slow start. So he heads to AutoZone, where he can get a battery for under $100. Lonnie, a local AutoZoner, tests his battery for free. Looks like he just needs a charge, and Lonnie does that for free too. In no time at all, John is back on the road, ready to finish the day strong. Free battery testing and charging at every store. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Talk sports with Craig Carton and Chris McMonagle on The Carton Show. Afternoons from 2 to 7 on WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Yankee fans get a little bit of a respite. No baseball today after the typical loss that they had last night against the St. Louis Cardinals. I had some major issues with Aaron Boone decision-making. You can rewind on the Odyssey app to about 10:45 to hear that breakdown. But the other thing that happened in baseball, we have not mentioned the word Mets yet today, and why should we? They're playing irrelevant games, though they did have a nice comeback victory against the Guardians last night, wins in back-to-back. But the biggest story coming out of the Met game, and really it's becoming a story in baseball, is Jefry Yan.
Yeah.
Now, Jefry Yan is a left-handed pitcher, a relief pitcher, who's an incredible story. He was drafted by the Angels many years ago, quit baseball, was working like in a Home Depot or something like that. I'm totally screwing up that story.
Yeah.
But was out of baseball.
Worked some blue-collar job, right.
Comes back and works his way through the Met farm system. And for many months, Pete Hoffman, the producer of the Rico Brugna, has continuously said, when are they going to call up Jefry Yan? Because he knew what I knew, which you now all know, which is that he wildly celebrates strikeouts. He jumps to the sky. And it became kind of a viral thing over the last few months and even years that here's this kid in the minor leagues who, when he strikes a guy out, is jumping to the moon. So he finally made it to the major leagues as the Mets have traded 90% of their bullpen. And so this day was inevitable, the day where he'd make his debut. We actually talked about him the other day with Tiki and how he may create a fight at some point this season.
Yeah.
So we saw his debut. It was rather good. He struck out the first battery phase, gave up a couple of hits, put himself in a tricky spot, and eventually got out of it and escaped a close game against the Guardians. But you saw immediately not just the fan reaction, but the Guardian reaction. Players were mocking him.
Yeah.
They were jumping up and down as if they were him. The crowd reacted by booing him loudly. And then in my email box, and I can only judge it based on the fans I've interacted, it is either the greatest thing they've ever seen or they need the man cut tomorrow. There is no middle ground on Jefry Yan's celebrations. So before I give you my opinion, I'm curious, Shaun, your thoughts on Yan.
I think the mixed reaction tells you why it's the greatest thing in the world. I love this.
You love it.
Now, I am not a hypocrite, and I'm sure that Dan could research tweets. I loved when Jabba Chamberlain would be eccentric coming off the mound. Now, this is a whole nother animal. Don't get me wrong. I love it from this standpoint. Baseball's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be stale. When Jose Bautista wants to bat flip, that's awesome. And if he's getting you out and he's jumping up like that, so what? Go get a hit. Make him not jump up and down. So I absolutely love this. Now, what can happen, and this wasn't the scenario, is you can't be losing 5-1, come into the game and do that. I do think this is the time and place.
I think that's going to happen, though, Shaun.
Okay, and then I'll have a problem with it.
My understanding, and again, has been through the minor leagues, is that he does this all the time because of his love of the game and his journey. That's the way it's been explained.
And he should appreciate
jumping to the sky is like the journey upwards that he's been on. It's a beautiful thing.
Beautiful. And he should feel that way. I will have a problem with it, though, because that's being tone deaf in the major leagues. That's doing the sack dance down 35 points or a touchdown dance down, 4 touchdowns. You can't do that when you're losing a game. Now, it doesn't matter to me that the Mets suck this year because Yan wasn't a part of this, and now this is a new Met team for the last 2 months. Go out there and have fun with your strikeouts, all right? Go dance, go do that. But, this is my big but. The bigger issue is not whether he should be or shouldn't be doing it if it's wrong for the love of the game. The reason he shouldn't be doing it is he's Bill Grammatica waiting to happen.
You think he's going to get hurt? Do you think during his leap he's going to tear an ACL?
You can clip this tape. Yan has some kind of year and a half here with the Mets where he's doing this, and he does it after every strikeout. He is going to land, maybe it's not a torn ACL, land awkwardly, and he will injure himself doing this because that, my friend, is the most Mets thing to happen of all time.
Somehow it turns into that.
Oh, no, the Mets.
So I'm watching this last night, and a couple of things. He does it even before a strikeout. Like when he gets 2 strikes on a hitter, he will hop. And then if there's not a strikeout, he just comes down to the ground. And if there is a strikeout, he'll celebrate and show excitement. So on one of the hits he gave up in which he was ahead of the count, you see him jump as the pitch is being thrown, and then the ball's hit through the hole for a base hit. So I just want you to know he's jumping even more than the actual strikeouts he gets. I watch this, and this may shock you. I'm not on either one of these sides of it's awesome or it's terrible.
Oh, you're the one down the middle guy?
No, here's my down the middle opinion on this. I think it's fine. I think it's cute. I think it's adorable. It doesn't even matter if they're down by 8 runs. It's not about the game itself. It's about the enthusiasm that this young man has about playing the greatest sport ever created, baseball. And I love that, and I appreciate that. My only concern, and this is when it's going to be a problem, is when other teams start to retaliate. Because I don't need Carson Bench getting drilled. I don't need Juan Soto getting drilled once he's playing baseball. And I know this has nothing to do with Jefry Yan because a team's going to have to decide to do that. And that could happen today for all I know. I don't know. Maybe the Guardians right out of the gate didn't look at it yesterday when they were mocking him as, oh, this is fun. Maybe they're pissed and maybe they're waiting for the right moment.
Oh, how great would that be?
And when that happens, we need to understand that it was caused by this. And so that's where I hesitate and say, is it worth this if it's going to lead to scuffles that are unnecessary and potential injuries? And that's where I pause and get reflective on it. I don't need that. Now, right now, since the season is over, most people's attitude is, screw it, the games don't count, let's have fun.
Yeah, dude.
But once the games do count, maybe next year or the year after, that's where I think things get dicey. And you don't want that. You don't want unneeded scuffles.
I know that you don't want... I think the injury of you don't want Carson Bench getting hit in the head or something like that missing. So I understand that. Injuries notwithstanding, though, I'd argue it's exactly what the hell the Mets need.
Yeah, in theory, a fight is good. We always say that.
Multiple fights, dude, this
but
team...
sometimes it could be bad.
I know it
could lead to suspensions. It could lead to just unnecessary gobbledygook.
I know this gobbledygook, and I know the suspensions. But I think for this team specifically, the one thing that everybody, whether you hate, love, or are indifferent towards the Mets, can agree on when we got to this point is on the minimum or macro scale, there's at least something with the locker room. I mean, to the point Freddie Peralta had to sit down. We had the arguments in years past. Man, nothing is going to make you come together as a team more than every week some team throwing at you guys and you guys clearing the benches.
That's fair.
I mean, that is some camaraderie type stuff.
But don't you
Evan.
think it's going to happen? I was doing some research.
And I think it'll do the Mets some good.
I was looking, has this happened yet in the minors? The kid's pitched in the minor leagues for a long time, and I have found no evidence that his antics have led to any kind of brawl.
Well,
but that's the minor leagues.
Different. Yeah, no, different.
I acknowledge that. The minor leagues are different.
Guys are trying to make the league,
Rhys Hoskins had a puss on his face, man, when he watched this. He was not happy.
Great.
And I wouldn't have been surprised if it led to something. And the leading to something sounds good in theory. It sparks a team and all that. I don't want guys getting hurt. So I think for now, in the middle of August, with a season that's dead and doesn't matter, it's fun. No one's going to complain about people are going to complain about it now, but I'm not complaining about it now.
He keeps getting at innings like that and striking people out. Dance, do the Macarena up there.
I'll tell you what, he's got a shot. He throws 101 miles an hour, and he looked good. And he's giving at least some excitement to a play out the stretch season, because that's what it is. It's a play out the stretch season for the Mets, which I know for you as a Yankee fan, you're not used to.
I'm not used to.
Even in years where you missed the playoffs, you've never had a year like this.
Which is why I want you to do me a favor. You're going to do me a favor.
I'm going to do you a favor?
You're going to do me a favor. This includes when you're off.
Depends what the favor is.
Okay. If you're not watching a game on DVR, there's a good chance. Let's be honest. Football's starting. I got to focus on the Yankees. The Mets are starting to wind down on the televisions in my house.
For you?
You find out Jan's warming up, I need that text.
Oh, he's It's become must-watch TV for you.
I was pissed I didn't see it live last night.
You got it. That's a done deal.
I want to watch them live. Absolutely.
There are going to be days, especially on vacation, where I am on DVR.
Okay,
I want to
that's
warn you
fine.
about that.
And that's fine, and I'll do it. But the point is,
Like today, I'm on DVR because we're on the air until 2 o'clock, and then I'm.
Don't understand.
I'm waiting until I get home to watch the rest of the game.
But the combination of watching him do that and seeing the team pissed off, and the idea that could happen, I'm in. I am in for every Yan appearance the rest of the year. And I'll do this much. I'm this much in. On a football Sunday, it'll find a TV.
That's saying something.
The witching hour at 3 o'clock and Yan is coming in a game. The Saints and Panthers can wait. I'm serious. I think this is great.
That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Now, honestly, before Tiki and I brought it up 2 days ago, did you have any idea who Jefry Yan was?
Before you guys brought it up, yeah, but not prior to this week in general. It was only strictly from, I think it was Monday on Twitter. I saw a bunch of people tweeting about it.
I got you. No, I get you.
I had no idea who it was. And the moment I saw him celebrating like that, you hadn't even mentioned it to me. I might even mention, what's the deal with this guy? I was in. I was like, I love this.
I only mentioned it 2 days ago because I knew it would be a thing. Once he starts jumping up and down, it would get attention. There's not much the Mets can do. Even their win last night was a great win, but
who cares?
I don't think anyone's paying attention to it. But then again, maybe you should pay attention later when I do my Rico Bruna recapping the series against the Cleveland Guardians, if you care.
Is Jean going to be that doing more player or whatever you do there?
No, why don't you name it correctly and I'll tell you. What's it called? What's it called?
The Mets Extra guy?
Nope. Why don't you try it again? How often do you listen to my podcast? What kind of support is this?
This is the Rico Brogna podcast.
I listen all the time.
You listen all the time and you can't name the name of the award? It comes from something in Mets history.
The Rico Brogna podcast.
And I know it, too. I know. How about this? How about Shaun? Thank you for knowing that you give out the award at the end of every series.
Thank you. Thank you for knowing.
I'm sorry I forgot the name.
It's the Rico. I'm the man right now.
I'm the man
Star
right
of the
now.
series because Jordani Valdespin once said, I'm the man right now. And our negative award is the net negative because Gary Cohen said the Mets shouldn't re-sign Daniel Murphy because, quote, he's a net negative. And he did that with Joe and I.
Do you think Yan will be either one of those this year?
Probably not, no. Oh, this season?
The rest of the year.
Yeah, I think there's a chance. I think you can impact a series in a certain way. I'll tell you right now, I don't know if you've watched any of the series. The net negative has basically been wrapped up. Like Francisco Lindor has grabbed it.
Okay.
He's 0 for 10 with, I think, 6 strikeouts in the series.
So odd.
And an error.
I thought after he hit the home runs last week that we'd be back.
Well, he was playing better, but this series against Cleveland's been a disaster. Anyhow, back to the relevancies of the New York Yankees and some thoughts on Jefry Yan if you have. 888-808-1019. Actually, let me get to this guy who watched it. Keith in Connecticut. What's up, Keith?
Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, I'm driving back from Cleveland right now.
Well,
I went to both. I went to the first 2 games. It was beautiful. The fans were beautiful. As soon as Jefry Yan comes in and does that, all of a sudden, the fans, I felt like I was in Philadelphia. It was F this, F bomb this, mother F this.
That's a good thing.
All this, it was so aggressive as soon as that guy did that.
You could, now I didn't hear the words, obviously, but Keith being in the building felt it. Through the TV, you could hear the anger in terms of boos. Like you could definitely hear the vibe in the ballpark got different. But what do you think of that? That the crowd started cursing at him.
I could just picture being, one of these Met fans that made the trip. The team stinks, and you got to turn to a Cleveland fan and go, I don't even know who this is. Don't get mad at me. I don't even know who this guy is.
Yeah.
If you're a Met fan sitting there.
Or you say, that's my guy.
Yeah.
I'm getting the Jefry Yan jersey. Calvin in Washington Heights. What's up, Calvin?
Hey, how you doing? Good afternoon. I have a quick comment. I know you guys are talking about Jazz Chisholm. I think that Luis Garcia was brought to be the second baseman for next year because he's under control for the New York Yankees, and he's played second base. I know that the defense is going to decrease, and it's not going to be as rangy as Jazz is, but if he's under control and he has played with the team, with the Washington Nationals for all these years playing second base, then that's what makes sense for them for next year, and they won't sign Jazz Chisholm. And I have a point to make with the Mets if you give me a chance as well.
Yeah, go ahead.
With the Mets, I'm a big fan of what the Boston is doing with all these lefties. I don't know if you saw the trade that they did with the Washington Nationals. I was hoping that the Mets and Boston was able to do a trade like that for Francisco Lindor because they were shopping for a shortstop, and I would have been perfectly fine with the Mets paying at least $10 million of the remaining contract per year of Francisco Lindor, and Boston paid a $24 million. We paid $10, and we would have taken that lefty.
Connolly Early? You would have done Lindor basically for Connolly Early?
Yeah. Of course, because they're loaded with lefties. Their strategy, Boston's strategy is with left-handed pitchers. They got Bennett.
No, they're loaded. Ranger Suarez is in the rotation. Obviously, Garrett Crochet when he comes back. Their closers, Aroldis Chapman. I mean, they are very, very heavy on lefties. I think the Lindor discussion is going to be an offseason discussion. Pat Ragazzo had a great report yesterday that the Mets are going to have discussions on this whole thing, and they'll listen on Lindor, which I'm not against listening. Like, I'm not blank statement, you can't trade Lindor. I was against trading him at the deadline, and I'm against trading him in a dump-off. If you can get a return that, in my opinion, and this is where our opinions will vary, make the team better moving forward, I am open to it. It's not that he's untradeable. So I think in the offseason we'll get a better idea of it. Would I do it centered around a package of controllable young pitching from Boston? I'd have to consider it. Back to Jazz for a second.
All right.
Jazz is gone. I agree with you. And I think the value of Luis Garcia is that he could be the opening day second baseman next year. He could also be the first baseman. What did the Yankees ultimately decide with Ben Rice? Is he just a DH in their mind?
Well, that would
and
also
Stanton is more of a part-time player?
Well, what do they decide with Stanton? Could this be the end of Stanton?
Could be. I think the more likelier scenario is what Calvin said and I said a few days ago, which is that a part of why this Garcia trade made so much sense for Brian Cashman is not just for the today, but for the next year, that he's a replacement for Jazz Chisholm. And that against a tough lefty, he may sit, and that's where a guy like Anthony Volpe could have a role next year as a platoon option at second base.
And look, this is where coaching matters. All offseason, I'd have somebody attached to the hip of Luis Garcia Jr. getting down the defense at second base. And you have to make that strong effort to do that because also, I don't want to just handcuff and make Ben Rice forget his first base glove and now make him a DH at his age either.
I totally get it. Joe in Queens. Hey, Joe. Hello,
yes?
Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, I want to talk to you, Evan, about the 86 Mets.
Yeah.
Right? That you were trashing the ceremony. And true,
I wasn't trashing the ceremony. I was trashing the idea that that's the only thing we have left to celebrate, and I'm getting sick of celebrating it.
I am getting a little tired of seeing them bring out all the players out and not doing anything else around it. And the smart thing we've done, if you really want to trash the weekend, you should have had it when the Red Sox came in town.
Oh, yeah. That would have made more sense. That could have been more timely, but it wouldn't have changed the fact that the 86 Mets are wonderful. I have nothing against them. I can't tell you how many people have heard my comments as some kind of insult of the 86 Mets. You're either an idiot or you're not listening. There's nothing against them. It's that as a 43-year-old who doesn't remember the team, I'm getting sick and tired of that being the only thing we celebrate. It's more of an indictment on the fact the Mets haven't won anything since then. And I heard it, I forget which 86 Mets said it. It may have been Wally Backman who's like, hey, it's kind of sad that we got to keep celebrating this. Right. And so that's what it's about. And after a while, it's like, how many times can we do the same thing?
The next time you want to see these guys, obviously, God willing, everybody's alive, is exactly what just happened with the Knicks when Clyde Frazier is going down in a convertible celebrating the new champions of this team for this new era.
That's a great point. That's the next time I want to see a celebration. Al in the Bronx. Hey, Al.
Hey, what's going on, guys? So I heard, first off, Yan, I think it's great. I will say, though, if this team already doesn't like each other, and then Jan's getting me beat, it's just gonna it's just gonna make things worse internally for the Mets.
You think so?
That's another way.
Guys are gonna turn on each other.
Like, it's a team that's already divided. So if I'm like, oh great, now I'm getting beamed for this guy celebrating every single time he strikes somebody out. It's just going to create more friction inside the team.
If that happens, see, my issue with Yan hasn't happened yet. Right now, it's fun and it's cool. Once it becomes, if it becomes, because I can't predict that this will definitely occur. It hasn't happened in the minor leagues. But if this becomes a thing where the Mets are the scorn of other teams and guys are getting hit on a consistent basis, it'll bother me too. And it wouldn't bother me at Yan. I would eventually say to whoever the manager is, you got to tell him to stop. Because in the major leagues, you're pissing too many teams off, and it's putting other guys in harm's way. If he refuses to stop, which I have no reason to believe Jefry Yan would do that, then that's a different story. But right now, none of this has happened. This is all us kind of figuring it's going to happen. But how about our guy Connor Green? Connor Green, who does a great job filling in here for us, but he works here full-time.
Yep, full-time guy.
But fills in with us, does great work with Loogie. Put out a tweet the other night, and Connor Green usually doesn't go viral.
Last night.
Was it last night?
It would have to be last
night. Well, it was last night about Jefry Yan. And I want to read it to you. This is a hot take.
I love it.
And Connor Green is not just offering hot takes for a hot take reason. This is his opinion.
Very nasty.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
To me, and he's talking about Yan, to me, this is indicative of bad leadership. The fact that no one sat this guy down and said, quote, yeah, you're not going to do that in the big leagues is ridiculous. You can't be having a historically bad season and let a no-name pitcher do this. It's completely embarrassing.
That is a strong take. I disagree with Connor, but I understand his mindset there. I think a team leadership probably looks at a guy like Yan and goes, we need somebody like this to infuse energy into this team. And I actually think that's good leadership. And it goes back to the point I had. It's bad leadership if you allow him to do it if he comes in and you're trailing by a bunch of runs.
That's true. The next tweet from Connor Green was George Lombard Jr. on a Hall of Fame plaque. And it reads, in his major league debut on August 4th, 2026, this elite shortstop homered in his second at-bat, displayed Gold Glove caliber defense, and instantly captured the imagination of Yankee fans. A true five-tool talent and the cornerstone of the franchise's future, he embodies the spirit, grit, and excellence of the pinstripes.
He's the best. He's the best. I stand by this, and I have said this for years. I'll continue to say it. You could take me, you, McMonigle, Craig, Gio. Connor Green is the funniest person that works at WFAN.
Wow.
Every time he turns on a microphone, he makes me laugh. And his Twitter, funniest.
Very high praise. Mike in Point Pleasant. Hey, Mike.
Hi, guys. Do you notice that Yan, every time he jumps, he screams something?
Yes.
He screams, it's a raccoon.
What's the joke? I don't understand.
I don't either. I thought he yelled, download the Rico.
Let's go to Larry in Hillsborough. Larry.
Hey, what's up, guys? Connor Green's 100% right. Listen, it's Bush League what this kid's doing. Someone needs to pull him aside and say, hey, dude, we don't do that up here. We have a little bit more class than what you're portraying right now.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm going to play you a clip when we come back. We're also going to get the Cinco de Lunch show. A very interesting quote from Christian Scott, of all people.
Oh.
Mets starting pitcher yesterday about Jefry Yan that may change your view on him. Plus more of your Yankee calls as well. And should we be concerned about the New York Giants offense? A famous podcaster says we should. 888-808-1019. It's Evan and Tiki, without Tiki, but with Shaun Morash.
Training camp is right around the corner, and nobody gets you ready for football season like WFAN.
It's a good variety of coverage.
From luster moves to quarterback questions to the biggest stories in the NFL, our experts have you covered. Get ready for Kickoff 2026 on WFAN.
If you haven't checked out Collars & Co. yet, now's the time. They're the makers of the original dress collar polo that's changed the game. And now they've opened their first ever store right here in Manhattan. Whether you're looking for sharp shirts, everyday style, or their new Maverick Performance blazer, you'll find clothes that look great and feel even better. Stop by their new boutique at 182 Columbus Avenue or shop online at collarsandco.com. Use code Tiki and get 20% off your order.
Sal Licata here for CertaPro Painters. You know, my home is a happy place, especially when my wife is satisfied. And that's not always an easy thing for me to achieve. But my friends at CertaPro Painters, they had no such problems. Big jobs or small, the good folks at CertaPro Painters are at your service. If you've been putting off a painting project, give them a call now at 1-800-GO-CERTA. That's CERTA with a C. And you'll see exactly what I mean. 1-800-GO-CERTA. Call CertaPro Painters today and get a no-nonsense free estimate on a professional job that you'll be happy with for years to come.
Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com.
We spend all year watching the pros make their big plays, but what about your own highlight reel? The Ford Summer Sales Event is on now. With great offers on their legendary truck lineup, you could be hitching jet skis to a Ranger and owning the lake, parking that city-friendly Maverick with supplies for a weekend project, or why not become the MVP of the campground with a Ford F-150 that not only tows a trailer, but powers the entire campsite with its Pro Power on board. Don't just have a great summer, make it one for the books. Check out the Ford Summer Sales Event going on right now.
Right now, you can grab a full breakfast at Dunkin' for $6. That's 2 wake-up wrap sandwiches and a medium hot or iced coffee, all for $6. It's quick, easy, and covers your whole morning, all in one stop. Did I mention it's filling and delicious? It's a full breakfast. It's a great value, and it just makes mornings easier. So next time you're at Dunkin', don't overthink it. Order the Dunkin' $6 meal deal. No substitutions. Participation and times may vary. Offer price varies in California and Hawaii. Limited time offer cannot be combined with other offers. Exclusions and terms apply.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-329-1010. That's 1-800-329-1010. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's 1-800-329-1010. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Hey, New Jersey, Powerball is up to $856 million. If you win, you're going to need to buy a bigger piggy bank. Get your ticket at a New Jersey retailer today.
In a world parched for excitement, Twisted Tea's your refreshing thrill ride of flavor. The hard iced tea that's smooth, made with real brewed tea and 5% alcohol. Twisted Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hot damn! Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea just got harder with Twisted Tea Extreme. Twisted Tea Extreme is made with real brewed tea, goes down smooth, and an 8% kick of alcohol. Dial up the fun with Twisted Tea Extreme. Keep it twisted!
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Hi, I'm Patty, founder of Awesome Tex. I started with a big idea to give old clothes a new life by turning them into recycled fibers and threads. Everyone told me that this was going to be impossible. But Chase for Business believed in me. They gave me a lot of guidance from the beginning.
Get financial guidance from bankers in the New York community and convenient digital tools all in one place. Learn more at chaseforbusiness.com. Make more of what's yours. Real customers compensated. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Whoever said fork in the road must have been hungry for the Sorrento and Sorrento Turbo Hybrid. Their 3-row seating and 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. With a capable Sorrento and Sorrento Turbo Hybrid, every way forward is the right way. Visit your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Drive safely. See retailer for warranty details.
Fanatic Sportsbook makes every baseball game day this season hit harder. Swing for the fences with long ball jackpots. Just pick the player who hits the longest homer of the day to win a share of $50K in fan cash. Every day brings a new shot to win. Customers also get baseball profit boosts every game day. And your bets earn you fan cash, win or lose. To spend on merch, tickets, exclusive experiences, and more. Go deep this baseball season and download Fanatic Sportsbook today for the best baseball betting experience each and every game day. Fanatic Sportsbook. Winning hits different here. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MyReset. CT call 888-789-7777. MA call 800-327-5050. NY call 877-8-HOPE-NY. MD visit mdgamblinghelp.org. Offer not available in all states. Terms apply. See Fanatic Sportsbook app.
The New York Giants are getting ready for a new season. What are your expectations for Big Blue? Join the conversation at 888-808-1019. The WFAN phone line is powered by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus presents the biggest summer in UFC history.
The Fan Focus is presented by Chef IQ. Watch the game, not the grill. Get your gear at chefiq.com. Only baseball locally for us today happens in a little less than an hour. It's the Mets and Guardians, 1:10 this afternoon from Cleveland. It's Nolan McLean and Foster McLean. Wait, do I have that right?
No.
It's
Foster Griffin.
I wrote McLean like an idiot.
Foster McLean.
I just looked down. I'm like, that's not right. It's Nolan McLean taking off
Foster Griffin. He's making his Guardian debut because he was on the Nationals and they
Nationals.
traded him at the deadline.
Very good little pitching matchup here today to wrap the series. And, of course, it's Lindor, Bichette, Luis Robert Jr., Benj, Alvarez, Simeon, Wagaman, Torrens, and Pache.
Pache.
Who's this now? He's batting
Christian Pache used to be a big prospect, and now he's, just got called up and replaced Tyrone Taylor. Yeah, you're right. A.J. Ewing is not in the lineup, and it's disgraceful. So, good call by you.
Why even sitting him?
Why? Because, God forbid he plays against the lefty, and we really need to see more of Luis Robert Jr. I'm not going to waste your time on that. I will waste your time with this. I always listen to the post games that the Yankee players and the Met players even say, and I stumbled on something Christian Scott said about Jefry Yan. We were just talking about the young kid the Mets called up who jumps up and down and kind of pissed off some Guardian players and has pissed off some fans.
Yeah.
We've taken some calls from people saying this is ridiculous. I want you to listen to what Christian Scott had to say about Jan's celebration.
All right.
Because this may change some Met fans' view on Yan stopping his celebrations. Take a listen.
Yeah, that's something else, huh? That was awesome. Now, the energy that he brings is something that we need. Just be able to come in here and even in the post game kind of be fired up for him. And, he's got electric stuff too, so you can't really, the celebration is one thing, but he's also coming and throwing 100. So that's a big weapon for us out of the bullpen out of the left side. So, super pumped for him.
The most important thing was the first thing he said. The energy he brings is something we need.
No kidding. How are you getting through these last 2 months of the season? The guy comes in throwing 100 miles an hour and he's jumping up and down like that. It's going to pump you up.
Something needs to be said about that. There must be a value in bringing energy. According to Christian Scott, who's still a very young player, it's energy we need.
Yeah.
Which is also an indictment on the rest of that room for the first 4 months of the season. But energy we need, as described by young Christian Scott.
Take that, Connor Green. And Howie Rose deserves to call a good brawl to end the season, too.
Wouldn't that be something?
It's got to happen at home, of course, but either way.
And, of course, the legendary Chris Majkowski, Howie Rose.
Yeah, bring it back.
Bring it back. Yeah, the Mets fight with the Marlins back in 2007. And it was after, I think it was a pitching change. It wasn't half inning, it was a pitching change.
Pitching change, yeah.
And a fight started. Jose Reyes, Miguel Olivo, and Madge is like, bring it back. Bring it back. And you even hear Howie saying, what are they doing? I mean, can we bring it back? And eventually it was brought back. Anyhow, can you Cinco us right now, please?
Yeah, of course. Of course I can.
Here we go! Number 5.
Hold on. We're going to take a timeout right now. There's a Cinco open. That is not Ray Jarvis's fault.
This is your fault.
Ray, give it to us. Wait, this is where you press the
Shaun
button.
Morash in the booth. Somebody hide the castle. Optics flying, phones ringing, Evans yelling. No! Tiki's laughing, chaos cracking. Nobody's in control. It's Cinco de Roncho. Bam! Crunch! Let's go!
Let's go, Cinco de Luncho, brought to you by Helix Wireless, connecting everything, everywhere. So yesterday, Al Cintron left us a little note. Giants under, Commanders over.
Yeah, and it caused such confusion that I'm, playing with my kid, and all of a sudden I got a call from Hoffman saying, Craig wants you on the radio. I said, for what? The last time he called me to put me on the radio, I had to correct him because he misquoted questions that we asked John Harbaugh. Yeah. I'm like, all right, what did he get wrong this time? And he saw this note Al Cintron left us in which he wants to take the over on the Commanders and the under on the Giants.
Yeah.
And Craig's like, so you don't believe in the Giants? And I'm like, I'm probably the most bullish on the Giants.
Yeah.
And I had to explain to him that it was a love note left by Al Cintron. And what I still don't know is when I told him it was from Al Cintron, does Craig Carton have any idea who Al Cintron is?
I heard that live yesterday. Craig has no idea.
Zero clue.
Zero clue.
Okay.
And that, by the way, Al, that's not on you.
Yeah,
that's a Craig thing.
Al does a great job.
Yeah.
He does many shifts here at WFAN, and he's a diehard Commanders fan.
Yeah. So now, as part of that, and with tonight being the first time we're seeing NFL uniforms play each other, and I say that because it's the Hall of Fame game, I'm here to give you my opinion, since Al wants to open his mouth, what I actually think are the top 5 lock under win totals for the NFL season.
The lock and 5 unders.
Yeah, and I got these from your Fanatic Sportsbook.
Very nice.
All right. So, Ray, this is where you play the first one.
Here we go. Number 5.
Colts under 7.5.
Oh, you're getting me hot and bothered because I own that pick.
Okay. I think the Colts are going to have a lousy year. Now, they did sign Jonathan Taylor to another extension. Look, whether you think Daniel Jones is a good quarterback or not is kind of irrelevant. He's still coming off an Achilles, and before he got hurt, the moment the Colts schedule stiffened up last year, they started to play like crap, and he started to look like crap. And people forget that. They just associate with the injury. I'm down on the Colts this year under 7.5.
Number 4.
Don't make me become Steve Summers and tell you to tighten that up, Ray. I mean, jeez.
No, this is not Ray's fault. This is yours.
I'm doing the point.
You coach him.
I know.
This is his first time running the board
Ray,
on our show.
am I leaving you out to dry? Is that on me?
Yes.
I don't think so. What's going on?
All right. Well, that's confidence. See, that's my guy. That's Yan. He just leaped on me. All right.
I don't know about that, but okay.
The number 4 lock under for me is the Jets under 5.5. I mean, your quarterback can't see. Can we just be honest about the Jets? We could all like their talent and appreciate it.
What's the number on them?
5.5. And that's the thing. You're asking the Jets to go 6-11.
No, I mean,
Come on, man.
I agree with you because I have had this 4-win feeling about this team.
Yeah.
I have so many questions on defense. I know Geno Smith is the easiest first thing to bring up because of the failures he had last year and certainly was the tank leader for the Raiders getting the number 1 pick. They have a lot of weapons on offense. This should be a functioning offensive team.
I like
but
the
Aaron
talent.
Glenn claims he's got a freaking superpower. We'll see.
It's a coach-quarterback league. We're talking about Geno Smith and Aaron Glenn here. Who's got confidence in that?
You know what else I heard? Who said it? I want to give proper credit. It was one of the Connors. Connor Hughes or Connor Rogers. Both do great
Connor
jobs.
Green.
It was not Connor Green.
Okay.
I forget which Connor said it. But that the Jet defense, even though they got a lot of new players on this team, they got a chip on their shoulder about the lack of turnovers, and you can see the aggressiveness. Here's the problem if you're hunting turnovers. That leads to big plays.
Over your head.
Like, as much as I want to see this defense force turnovers and actually get an interception this year, you can't allow the home run, which I'm almost afraid we're going to see too much of.
All right, here we go.
Number 3.
Tampa Bay Bucks under 8.5 for me. 8.5 is a rich number. They didn't get to there last year. I don't think they're going to be an over 500 team. As much as I like Baker Mayfield, he's unhappy. Todd Bowles is basically seat is scorching hot. I kind of think the Bucks have sneaky tank for quarterback potential in the second half of the year.
So far, I actually agree with your 3. I obviously hope you're wrong about the Jets, but I agree with you under so far.
All right, here we go.
Number 2.
Similar situation to the Jets. Browns under 5.5. Deshaun Watson, we're doing this again? Hey, so then we're going to Shedeur Sanders? What are we doing with the Bucs?
I agree with you again.
The Browns. Todd Monken, he's a dead man walking with 1 year. He'll be the Giants OC next year.
Wouldn't surprise me if he's one and done.
All right, here we go.
Number 1.
And the number 1 lock under with
Washington Commanders.
I'm swerving. You'd think I'd dump on Al, but there's a part of me scared of Jaden Daniels.
I know what you're going to do, and I'm disgusted when you do it.
The Giants suck.
You're going to pick the Giants.
I'm actually not.
Oh.
This just shows you I'm ready for football season. My head's on straight. It's not sexy. It's the Atlanta Falcons. They just lost their best pass rusher for the year. Their other pass rusher is going to be suspended 8 games. And it's Tua and Penix are, first of all, both suck, neither healthy. How is Atlanta winning football games this year? While we talk about the Jets and the Browns in Arizona, who's going to be picking first overall, they are a dark horse that's going to suck this year. And those are my 5 lock under win totals. So, Al, I'm measured. Enjoy that.
Yeah, you didn't pick the Commanders.
I didn't.
Think the Commanders have a good year, bounce back year after the disappointment of last year?
No, truth be told, I think they're going to finish in last place in the division. But I have to leave the door open that Jaden Daniels could be one of the 3 best quarterbacks in football. So that scares me a little bit.
I got you. I've been working very hard on my vacation, putting together my official NFL predictions. Do a whole document. I do the standings. I do the records. I do the MVPs.
Don't you actually go to every single game and do win-loss?
That's part of my formula, yes.
It's got to be tedious.
Yeah, but I got to, usually I go into it knowing this is my end game. This is my Super Bowl. I don't have that right now. I'm very.
Really?
I do not. I do not have a great feel. Like in the NFC, the team everyone loves, I think, is poised for a disappointing year.
I think that's fair.
And so I'm like, all right, well, what NFC team am I in love with? Then I flip quick to the AFC saying, all right, let me figure that part out. And I'm like, are the Chiefs getting back there? Are the Bills finally breaking through? The Ravens' new head coach, I'm very conflicted a few weeks before I have to make this final decision. So I tell you right now, I don't have the answer. I'm working on it.
All right,
I'll get back to you.
We're going to do it later in the summer. I will tell you, I'm already locked, and I cannot imagine myself barring a drastic injury changing.
You're locked in on your Super Bowl pick?
Locked. This is as far out a lock as I can remember being.
Wow. I almost want to know what it is.
I mean, our audience changes over. It's the summer.
That's
I can redo
true.
it.
What's your Super Bowl as of right now?
I think it's the Chiefs and the Bears.
Chiefs and the Bears. Wow. Okay.
So save that tape if it happens. I know I said it on August 6th. Chiefs and Bears.
No, I'm not going to save it if you change it.
No, it's Chiefs and Bears.
Like, once you make it, you make it.
I think we forget the Chiefs exist.
Yeah.
They're back.
Okay. No, I'm not against that one. Keep that in mind. Now I know I can't pick Chiefs Bears when I put my work together in a few weeks.
Yes, you can.
I can't do that. Can't do it. Let's get back to your calls. 888-808-1019. Paul in Trenton, New Jersey. Hey, Paul.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good.
Look, I got two suggestions for the Yankees.
Go.
First of all, Grisham and Chisholm, they both should be gone.
And who should
You know
play?
what? Bring back Dominguez and play him in center, and let's just see what he really can do.
Here's the problem with that. And I know that Trent Grisham had a play last night that I'm still trying to get the catch probability on. I was unable to find it. I did a lot of research.
The diving play?
No, the play over his head, which he turned around 18
I thought you were going to go
times.
with his positive play.
No, the negative.
Okay.
I don't think, despite that negative play, if we're going to call it that you are improving yourself by saying, all right, Trent Grisham, we're going to play Jason Dominguez. If you're the Mets and you're just evaluating, fine. You're not evaluating. You're trying to win.
He had the he had the right mindset, the wrong plan.
On who should replace Grisham?
Listen, I had no issue with Dominguez going down because I don't love his baseball IQ right now, and I'm a big stand. But I go back to the whole needing offense thing. I think they should be giving Spencer Jones run in center field. And I think as a result, if you want to bring Dominguez up and put him back in left or right, that's what I would do.
Understand. Chris in Hicksville. What's up, Chris?
Hey, guys. Evan, if anyone knows the answer to this question, it's you about the Mets, and it's a very important one.
Uh-oh.
You know, with this retool of all the guys that they got, the most important one is yet to be determined, and that is, from this disaster of a season, the Mets are going to have one of the worst records in baseball, which means they're going to have one of the best picks in next year's MLB draft. But there's an asterisk here.
Right.
And I mean, I've been reading up on the MLB draft, and as you know, Evan, it's a lottery system, and also if you're over that luxury tax threshold, certain time offender, you get penalized and go down 10 spots.
Correct.
Okay?
Correct.
Now, however, if you land between the first pick and the sixth pick, that doesn't come into play.
You are protected. Okay? You are protected. If the Mets end up 1 through 6 in the lottery results, they get to keep the pick. No big.
Now that was my question.
Yes.
Is it because right now there's 6, right?
Yes, yes.
So let's say they do the lottery and they fall to 7. That means they're 17.
Yeah, that's my understanding. It's the 7th is that line where then you move back the 10 picks. And I have to be honest, I am not worrying about this. It's the MLB draft, number one. I'm watching games, and I dealt with this with the Jets. I dealt with this with the Nets, where I understood they were better off losing.
Mm-hmm.
I live with it. I cannot get to that place in baseball, even with the harsh penalty that the Mets are facing. I can't do it.
There's no way you can. First of all, half the prospects you get traded or don't work out anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. This isn't like when you draft a football player or a basketball player, they come to your roster right away.
It's why the baseball draft doesn't play on TV as much as they try to do.
I think it's a big part of it. Now, would I rather the Mets pick 5 than dropping to 19? Of course, if you ask me in a perfect world. But I can't, on an August night while I'm still watching this team, say, hey, I'd rather lose. I just can't get to that. Will is in Morris County. Good afternoon, Will. Hello, Will. Will going once.
Gone.
Will is gone. Let's go to Sharon in Staten Island. Hey, Sharon.
Hey, guys.
What's up?
I was calling to say that Grisham has to be moved out of center field. Someone beat me to it. You got to move Spencer Jones over there.
Yep.
Well, that's the better option. See, the only reason I had an issue with our last caller is he said
Dominguez.
just recall Jason Dominguez and stick him out there.
No, use Spencer Jones's field size, speed, size, all of that.
Yeah, it's funny, Sharon. At the beginning of the season, when he accepted the qualifying offer, which was a huge debate, we all had this discussion on how much time do you want to give Trent Grisham before you say, hey, enough's enough. Let me see one of the younger players. And I remember I said a month and a half, and we were kind of in that range. And that felt like it was too quick over the course of a long season. Well, obviously, Trent Grisham's had kind of a weird year because He got off to a really, really bad start. Like, he was under the Mendoza line until he finally got over it in, like, late May. And then he missed a period of time. Like, he was starting to trend better, and then he missed a couple of weeks in late June, early July. And now he's slumping. And the numbers have been awful.
Beyond slumping.
And here we are in the middle of August, and you say to yourself, all right, now what? And I think the only problem I run into is that you just don't have a lot of great options.
Right.
Once Cody Bellinger is healthy,
absolutely.
Once Aaron Judge is healthy, yes, there's more options. But in this moment today, like going in a Friday night against Atlanta with a lefty on the mound, look at your roster.
Look.
What do you want to do?
The Yankees have done Trent Grisham no favors either. Like, he had the career year last year, which I think most of us thought career year. He's a career fourth outfielder. And they've just set us up now where he now is going to be more or less the guy that we pick on with no Volpe and no Dominguez.
No doubt. But great call. Every team has a guy you pick on.
Yeah.
And right now, because Volpe is gone, the guy you're going to pick on without question is Trent Grisham.
But if Trent Grisham was hitting .214 and you got production from third base and catcher and he was batting ninth in the lineup, I think we live with some of the defensive stuff and go, okay, that's fine, whatever. The fact that he's thrown in our faces, hitting leadoff every night, and it almost is like you need to rely on him, that's a problem. Now, if we take this 15 steps further, everybody's healthy and we start playing this game, he can't start playoff games.
No, I don't think he will. I think once
Cody
they're healthy,
will play center field there.
Yeah, there's easier ways to replace him. I'm talking about the right now.
Right now.
Sharon
now,
calls up and talks about right now. Well, the right now is what? What's the right now?
The right now would have been.
It's Spencer Jones playing against a lefty, I guess, on Friday. Trent sits. Caballero's in the outfield?
Yeah.
Abed Rosario's in the outfield?
Yeah, exactly, because you're not going to play Ramos in that spot. But here to that point.
But you are going to play Ramos. You're going to play him in left field.
Left field. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah.
You're not playing him in center field.
Right. You could play Spencer Jones.
So now you're playing Spencer Jones against Chris Sale on Friday night. That's what you want to do?
Thank you, Big Mac, with that comment.
Why are you calling me him?
Can I ask you
this?
this?
I love Big Mac, but geez.
It was Chris McMonaco.
This is why.
His fat ass.
And I love Chris. But whenever I hear that argument
Chris McGonigal.
Well, look at his number. You know, you're going to play the Spencer Jones lefty, righty, and Chris Sale in center field.
I was just asking you.
Here's why.
What?
You're going to play Trent Grisham versus Chris Sale? You're going to play Trent Grisham any night? The point is, if you want to have these lefty-righty arguments about guys and why guys shouldn't play based on certain splits, the answer better not be a guy who sucks no matter what side of the pitcher he's facing. And that's the truth. That's the truth.
That's fine.
You can't deny that, though.
I think, unfortunately, I'll wrap up this portion of the discussion by saying the one thing we could all agree on is that all the options suck.
All the options suck.
Once they're healthier, there are better options. There are more appealing options.
But I'd rather my promising young player at least get a spin to figure out if he can hit a Chris Sale.
I get you. Jeff is in Greenwood Lake. Hey, Jeff.
Hi, how are you doing? I have 2 points. The first is me and my friends refer to McMonagle as McBicycle because he spins so much. And the other one is you want to get Jefry Yan out of his habit of jumping up and down. Whenever he causes a bench-clearing brawl, have the Mets stay on their bench.
Well, yeah, but you're implying that the Mets don't like Jan's antics, and it sounds like right now they do. And I think if there's a moment where a veteran player or players start to say, hey, we don't like this, I think it'll stop. I know we've questioned the leadership of this team, but I think once a Francisco Lindor says, hey, I don't like this, I keep getting drilled, I think it would go away. I thought you were going to say something else, and this is a little risky. So I analyzed Jefry Yan's jump, okay? Mm-hmm. And you can too. You can play this game at home. With 2 strikes, even before he strikes someone out, he's jumping. Mm-hmm. Right? So that's a tell. The tell is Yan will jump with 2 strikes, and he is not in fielding position. He's just not.
Bunt.
Okay? Yes. The problem is it's only with 2 strikes.
Right.
And I don't know if you could do that, and it's very risky, but if you want to screw him, all you got to do is, and it doesn't have to be a good bunt, just right there, right in front of the pitcher.
I know, that's
and he
the
is
thing.
in no position to make a play.
You not only are doing that, you have to make sure it's basically a dribbler up the middle, just past the catcher. It can't be to third base, first base, but I do like it. That also could start a brawl, too. He could throw at the next guy if you bunt
Jefry Yan has shown no ill will towards any of this. Like, he even said, I want to make it very clear, this is not about the opponent or showing them up. That's why he's very careful to look into his own dugout when he's doing this stuff. He's not looking at the opponent. And guys do that, and it pisses players off. Like, they'll do a celebration and they'll stare daggers right at that player. He doesn't do that. He says this has nothing to do with the opponent. It's about my teammates and my excitement for playing the game of baseball and the journey I've been on. So as long as he's not staring at the opponent, maybe the opponent is going to lay off and not be deeply offended by all this.
Do you think he's on the team next year, if there's baseball?
He's having an audition right now, Sean. I mean, my yes or no is like, it's a coin flip. I've seen the kid pitch one inning.
This is why I ask. Because I think a hot giveaway could be a bobble jump instead of a bobblehead.
It'd be a great giveaway, but you think they're deciding if he's on the roster based on a giveaway?
The Mets?
When have the Mets done that?
I don't know. Listen,
you're just making up new things to mock the Mets about.
Look, doesn't Freddie Peralta have a jersey coming up? Can we replace that?
Mets! Yeah, but they're not giving that jersey away. It's already off the list.
Oh, they took it off.
I don't even know what's replaced it because I forgot the date. I think a K-pop Demon Hunter Met jersey's replaced it.
These K-pop Demon Hunters, enough.
I'm not even joking with you. Like, I think
the jersey.
I know they're doing a K-pop Demon Hunter T-shirt, a jersey. I think it was the night they were doing the Freddie jersey. I think so. I believe that's what replaced Freddie Peralta.
The Mets are going to pack some seats here in August.
Well, you know what they should do? Let's take your idea and let's smush it together. They got a month and a half left in this season. They are begging people to come to the ballpark, giving you $10 on each ticket. How about you put together the Jefry Yan bobblehead right now?
Right now.
You asked me if he's going to be on the team next year.
Imagine getting something, you press a button and the legs leap up.
Dude, I'm in.
Be a great giveaway.
I'd be online to get it.
You're welcome, Mets.
I think we've come up with two brilliant ideas today. Obviously, T-shirts should already be printed for my new nickname for the Yankee bullpen, Head to Bed. Hedrick to David Bednar. Head to bed.
To bed.
Head to bed. That's what I said.
Never mind.
I said head to bed.
I'm getting something else confused.
What are you getting confused? I said on the radio, you can rewind to 11 a.m. on the Odyssey app.
A text I got. Forget it.
What did it say?
It said the nickname should be Head in Bed.
Oh, come on. I mean, come on. I
in the midst of the show, I forgot. No, you didn't say that. Somebody else texted me.
That's very, sexual.
No, it's not. It's about eating cheese, head cheese.
Make love to me.
What are you talking about?
I don't know what I'm talking about. What are you talking about? Somebody who I really trust told me we should be worried about the New York Giants offense. We'll get to that coming up. Plus more of your calls at 888-808-1019. It's Evan and Tiki, Tiki Off with Shaun Morash.
This portion of the program is sponsored by the New York State Thruway Authority. Imagine that your workplace is inches away from traffic and a car flies by, drifting because someone checked their phone. People work here. They trust you. Don't drive distracted. Funded by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration with a grant from the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
It's Boomer and Gio. Mornings on the Fan. 101.9 FM.
Now, Dominguez still has more upside than I think Volpe has. We may never see Anthony Volpe again after what we saw this year, but you can just go down the list of guys who were supposed to be spectacular for them. Aaron Judge has been. Many others have not.
Get Boomer and Gio on demand. Available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast, and the free Odyssey app.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
Sponsored by Metal Supermarkets, the convenience store for metal. Find a store at metalsupermarkets.com. This morning, the Indianapolis Colts signed running back Jonathan Taylor to a 2-year, $44 million extension. And if Taylor stays healthy this year, along with quarterback Daniel Jones, this Colts offense is going to be very good this season. I like some of the young players on defense. The Colts could be a playoff team this year. I'm Nick Costos.
What an atmosphere tonight. The stands are packed. Down here, two fans side by side, both holding a Heineken. Promising start. The chant begins. Listen to that. Perfect sync. Corner coming in. They lean forward together and goal! Arms up. They cheers. Wait. That's a hug. That's a hug. Let's check the replay. Yes, two strangers at kickoff. Friends by full time.
Fans have more friends. Find yours in the stands. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
Now at Lowe's, faster quotes start at the Lowe's Pro Desk.
Got a material list handwritten on a sticky note or saved as a photo? Perfect. Bring it to us and get a quote in minutes. And if you don't see what you need on the shelf, we'll help you get it. You can access thousands of products beyond what's available in-store or on Lowe's.com, right from the Lowe's Pro Desk. Build quotes faster and source the materials you need to keep your jobs moving. Just like that, at Lowe's.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world has noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
You ever open your phone bill and it's just higher? No warning, it just went up. Unbelievable, right? That's why you should choose Red Pocket Mobile for your cell carrier. No sneaky rate hikes, no surprise increases on your plan. 20 years they've been doing it that way, and you get your pick of all 3 nationwide 5G networks. Right now, their summer savings event gets you up to 4 months free on an annual plan. Visit redpocketmobile.com. Red Pocket Mobile, your new ultimate cell carrier.
Hey Yankees fans, head out to Yankee Stadium on Saturday, August 22nd for a very special giveaway. It's Hello Kitty Yankees Bobblehead Day. The first 18,000 guests through the gates will receive a Hello Kitty Yankees bobblehead. Don't miss the Yankees taking on their division rivals, the Blue Jays, Saturday, August 22nd at Yankee Stadium for Hello Kitty Yankees Bobblehead Day. Get your tickets now at yankees.com/tickets.
Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org. Did you know you can donate real estate too?
If you're tired of dealing with dummies every time you shop for a car, I get it. All the games they play, the back and forth, it's brutal. Well, the team over at Route 22 Toyota seem to have it figured out. They're real people who have made the entire process of buying a car simple and that smart. Plus, they're easy to get to, right on Route 22 in Hillside, New Jersey, and they're always on the money with incredible deals on their huge selection of new and used Toyota. So remember, if you're tired of dealing with dummies, get over to Route 22 Toyota and experience the smart way to buy your next vehicle.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-4094. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-575-4094. That's 800-575-4094.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
The Colonel's cooked up a new $10 bucket of the day just for you. Monday, 24 nuggets for $10. Tuesday, 8-piece fried chicken for $10. Wednesday, 10 wings for $10. Thursday, 8 tenders for $10. Friday, 24 nuggets for... Ooh, you guessed it, didn't you? $10. The $10 bucket of the day deal. Every weekday. Only at KFC. It's finger licking good.
Prices and participation vary while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run. Because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire, nobody.
Talk sports after hours with Tommy Lugauer, 7 to midnight. WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
What's up? How we doing? Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash. Tiki off today. If you've missed any of the show today, very simple. We have this awesome technology. You can rewind on the free Odyssey app. There is a badge of honor I've been wearing for the last few months here at WFAN, and that is I am clearly the most positive? Yes, the most positive person about the Giants this season. I think that's me.
Not Tommy?
I have no idea what he says about the Giants.
He thinks they're winning 11 games.
Oh, all right. I'm the second most positive person about the Giants at WFAN.
We don't really know if he feels that way, but...
Oh, I thought you just told me he does.
No. I mean, that's what he said.
Oh, okay. You're going to play your games with him? That's fine. You guys flirt elsewhere.
All right.
I have been very positive about the Giants, and I've made it clear most of it is about this head coach. I believe this is the adult in the room that both New York franchises have been looking for a very long time. In fact, earlier in the show, at about 10:48, Shaun asked me, what's the next New York-based sports team to win a division? And I shocked him by saying the New York Giants, because I haven't said they would win the division. I just said they're going to be a lot better. I think they're a playoff team. But yeah, I go all the way with it.
All right.
So I go into the start of training camp and the start of their first preseason game a little over a week from now, I think as positive as anybody. Maybe Tommy Lugauer slightly ahead of me.
Okay.
And so yesterday I was in a Giants mood.
All right.
I really was. And so I started perusing the YouTube. I was like, I want Giants content.
The YouTube? Is
yes.
that what I'm calling it now?
So I listened to John Harbaugh speak. That got me pumped up. I was feeling good. And then I saw time to worry. The Giants offense is struggling. And I was like, oh, maybe I need this. Maybe I need some negativity to balance out my belief in this football team. So I click on it because I'm like, time to worry. The Giants offense is struggling. And it was you. It was one giant step.
Man, Bryce with that clickbait out there, huh?
So
I don't think that's exactly what I said.
Well, I stopped watching. I saw the headline. I saw it was you, and I said, I'm saving this for tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm not going to listen to one giant step, no offense. I'm going to debate it. So before you say anything,
okay,
your quarterback is, in theory, going to quarterback all 17 games.
Yep.
Okay? I feel pretty good about the offensive line. The running back room should be better, again, assuming health. But forget Cam Scatterbo. How about just Tyrone Tracy continuing to get better and better? You added Isaiah Likely, and unless you're telling me Wan'Dale Robinson, like, oh my God, we lost Wan'Dale Robinson, and in theory, Malik Neighbors is going to be healthy, and yet the Giants last season were about an average offense when you look at the totality of stats.
Yeah.
Now, if you just look at the Jackson Dart era, they're the 10th ranked offense. And then you factor in some of the tough defenses they played last year. What could possibly make you think that the Giant offense is going to be a problem based on a lot of the things I just laid out to you?
I don't want to burst your bubble or anything, but I definitively said on the podcast, I'm not worried about the Giant offense.
That's clickbait, damn it!
It's that's why I said Bryce clickbaited. But here's what I will tell you. What I did caveat it with, though, is I won't use the word worries, but there's at least some concerns.
Well, lay out the concerns, because, again, I know I tried to make it simplistic by comparing it to last year, but I do think that matters. Jackson Dart for a full season, a running back group that was top 5 in the league, a very solid offensive line. Yes, you lost Wan'Dale Robinson, but in theory, Malik Neighbors is healthier. You added Isaiah Likely, and you're better coached. When you combine all of that, and the stats I gave you are real, they were basically the 16th ranked offense. In the Dart era, they were the 12th ranked offense, and when you factor in the defenses they faced, they actually played like a top 10 offense last year, despite all of those things that should be better this year. So that's a part of why I'm bullish. Explain to me the concerns, like I'm too.
So first of all, the reason I'm refreshed is, of all the Giant camps, the fact that we're having this conversation, that seems to be the biggest talking point coming out of training camp, I view that as a positive because I'm not extremely worried. But there are some concerns. You brought up better coached, which is a fascinating way to say something. The team is better coached. I am not convinced they are better coached offensively this year.
Why? Because you hate Matt Nagy?
It's not that I hate Matt Nagy. Here's my worry. When they brought in Matt Nagy to be the offensive coordinator, they quickly hired Harbaugh's buddy Greg Roman, essentially to run the run game. And then they hired, of course, Callahan to coach the quarterbacks, who was the coach of the Titans. And all of those guys, as a blend, all have their distinct offensive advantages they bring to the table. My concern, and what has happened so far for everybody that's been at training camp, seems to be that Jackson Dart is throwing behind receivers. He's off, or you keep hearing the word sloppy, and also just kind of the plays they're running. My concern now is this. Matt Nagy is trying to become an NFL head coach again, and he couldn't call the plays in Kansas City, so he's here. Greg Roman is trying to become a full-blown offensive coordinator again. He's not the offensive coordinator here. Brian Callahan, I'm sure, wants to work his way up and be a head coach again. I worry that when you put those three guys in a room and they all have their different ideas and different philosophies, that when it comes to the Giants and their offense, they're less strategizing how to get the most out of Jackson Dart's strengths and more strategizing how can I get Jackson Dart to fit exactly what I need and what I operate well.
That is a very cynical view.
Fine.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong necessarily. I mean, I don't agree with you, so I guess I am saying you're wrong. But that's a very cynical view of this coaching staff, that they're all here with a selfish eye on how they can turn this into their next job.
I think that is a part of it. And if it's cynical or not, that's my... Put it this way. I don't have definitive proof that that's happening, but it's definitely a worry of mine that where Brian Dable turned around and what made Jackson Dart special was, I see what Jackson Dart is. I know what his strengths are. We will build on those strengths.
He was also gone halfway through the season, and Mike Kafka, who ran the offense, then took over.
I understand. And look, and Dart was fine, but the best stuff of Dart happened under Dable. I worry that in year two, the Giants with this new coaching staff are going to try to make Jackson Dart something that he isn't, and that will cause the Giants.
Well, you glossed over the fact, and I would not put a lot of stock in what happens in practices, just to be fair. You're the one who brought up Jackson Dart throwing behind receivers and looking sloppy. Some may say that that's actually the fault of, I don't know, Jackson Dart. And putting that on Matt Nagy. Well, you didn't. You just literally turned it into your cynical view of the coaching staff, and you ignored that. Well, that's Jackson Dart's fault.
I want to thank Jackson Dart.
We're going to take a timeout, and I don't mean a commercial break, just to go over something. I didn't want to go on for 6 minutes telling you every part of the problem, because I do have a Dart issue as well.
You didn't say it,
that
but
was
you
my
mentioned casually, hey, Dart's been sloppy here in camp.
Right.
Which, again, I wouldn't be worried about, but you turned it into attacking the coaching staff, which is odd to me.
No, because I think that's my bigger problem is because at least I saw Dart succeed with Dable. Here's my Dart issue. There is something in the back of my brain, and I think I brought this up. We did an episode when you were out where I said, our biggest fears for the rest of the year in sports and our biggest predictions.
Very creative, by the way.
Thank you. One of my biggest fears...
Got a whole week of that coming up.
Yeah, well, no doubt. One of my biggest fears that remains is that while I love Jackson Dart, and I think the aura and everything about him is fun, and I think he makes plays and all of that, how are you not fearful, at least a little bit, that he's just one of these guys, like maybe C.J. Stroud in his rookie year, where he had this awesome rookie year, and in the end, that was kind of it. And I'm not saying I think that's going to happen.
This is all my fault, folks. I put this seed in his head a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I made a comment to him while I'm bullish on the Giants, and I think they're going to win a lot of games. I'm not as bullish on the quarterback. And I mentioned some of the off-the-field stuff and all the fun he's having, and he's acting like he's Joe Namath. He hasn't won anything. And now that little seed is now growing.
It is.
Listen to this guy talk about Dart.
I'm half way both out of my mouth. I don't think this is going to happen, but I think it's impossible not to ignore this can happen. Jackson Dart was a suspect first-round pick to begin with, was he not? We didn't have him on our radar a lot. I didn't love a lot of the college stuff, but I loved him when I met him, and I loved what I saw last year. But what I saw in college could still exist now that the guy who was molding everything for him in Brian Dable is gone.
Wow.
And
this is quite a reversal.
No, and it is part of what I'm worried about. And look, Jackson Dart last year, the Giants started scoring on first drives and everything. That's all great, fine, dandy. I don't know, man. Now it's not a fun story anymore. It was a fun story last year to go, look at this success. Now the pressure's on. It's year two. You're not a rookie. So he's no longer a fun story.
I want to remind you of something. And I get that Coach John Harbaugh has had a lot of different coordinators during all of this.
Yeah.
John Harbaugh was the head coach as a rookie with a rookie quarterback by the name of Joe Flacco.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that the head coach, even if they're not from an offensive background, deserves credit for molding said young quarterback. And Joe Flacco got molded into what was eventually a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Yep.
And then on the fly, they drafted Lamar Jackson. And again, even though John Harbaugh isn't an offensive-minded head coach, he was the head coach behind molding Lamar Jackson, a questionable first-round pick.
That was Greg Roman, by the way, was the OC.
I get it. Into an MVP player. Don't you think that John Harbaugh, despite not having the traditional offensive background, has proven to you that he kind of knows how developing young quarterbacks go because he developed Joe Flacco and he developed Lamar Jackson. And if you don't want to give him any credit for that, then you're just not being fair.
Oh, I am giving him credit for it. It's why I'm not using the word worried and why everything I said I don't ultimately think will be the case. It's just in the back of my brain to put it out there that it's at least possible. It's at least possible that Matt Nagy may have been the wrong hire for this and that John Harbaugh is so focused on kind of implementing his system or like his way of coaching. He's really being a CEO type head coach that maybe the eyeball's a little bit off the offense.
Your concern around the Giant offense isn't about the offensive line. It's not about Isaiah Likely. It's not about the wide receivers room. It's literally about the quarterback and the coaching staff.
Yep. That's my biggest concern right now. That's it.
What a turn.
And the work
It's like a heel turn.
It's not a turn because I still think the Giants are going to go.
The way you're talking, they're going to go like win 5 games now.
See, this is the either or garbage we talk about. You could be a level-headed fan with a microphone in front of you that just goes, look, I don't think this is going to happen, but I can't ignore that through a week and a half, the offense seemingly has been sloppy. And also, we don't know. They might be specifically targeting certain things that makes it look sloppy. We know the way that is.
Sure.
But look, if we look back and we're 4 weeks into the season and like they're 2-2 and the defense is the real strength, you may look back and go, something's broken.
I'll tell you, man, I really did plant the seed because when I was on your podcast, Talking Giants, I think it was.
Yes.
I told you how many games I thought they would win. They'd win a lot of games. And I mentioned, I actually think it's going to happen a little differently. I don't think the quarterback's going to have a great year. Going to run the ball really well. And I think your defense is going to be your strength. Like, you're going to get to a high win total. And Jackson Dart you're not going to walk away with Dart being your franchise quarterback. Not that you're getting rid of him.
Yeah.
You're just going to be like, I don't know. And yet you're going to win a lot of games anyway, which is not a popular view.
Yeah.
And I put that in your head. And now it's grown into that's you.
Yeah.
I've planted Shaun Morash's Giants opinion.
Look, put it this way. If Jackson Dart struggles, the team's not going to win 10 games. So I don't fully agree with that.
I disagree. I think that it's on the table that does happen.
I have major concerns about the secondary and everything that goes in it. But look, we can't just say in year 2 because Jackson Dart was good last year that he's definitely going to take that step.
Nah, progress isn't linear. But I will tell you, if he doesn't make that progress, he's not a franchise quarterback because more times than not, a franchise quarterback very early on. And if you're questioning it 2 years in, then he's not the guy.
Right.
And you're going to be sitting here in 2 years talking about drafting or signing another one.
Yeah.
That's the reality of it.
And we'll know that in December because he's allowed the first couple of weeks with a new coaching staff to whatever. But I would agree with you. If we get to December and we have major questions, then you probably know. And I think that's fair. I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is more product of defenses are ahead of offenses. It's a new system. And look, one of these days, whether it's next week, whether it's today, whatever, we are going to get the stream of tweets after practice. What a great day for the Giant offense.
I got you.
That's coming.
So for those who want to know Shaun's track record on Giant quarterbacks, he also said,
I think DeVito might be the answer.
So God forbid I take the guy everybody's positive about and I throw a little cold water. Am I not allowed to grow and learn from my mistakes?
You're allowed to do whatever you want.
All it takes is a little push.
I have no idea what that was.
Is that another comic book drop, right?
That was not me.
Because you gave him the push he needed to see the light on Jackson Dart.
Oh, I gotcha. That was him. He gave you a drop special.
I like it, Ray. All right.
You have no idea what it was.
I have no idea, but I appreciate the effort.
It was an effort. I love the effort.
All effort.
Yeah, I think that I was just showing the audience your history. That's all. They could judge it for themselves. I didn't offer an opinion.
It's revisionist history.
It's not revisionist history. Did you not emotionally talk about Tommy DeVito like this?
I think DeVito might be the answer.
Yeah. Is that AI or is that real?
I don't know anymore.
Stop it. Let's get back to your calls. 888-808-1019. Checo is in Waldwick, New Jersey. What's up, Checo?
So I think at some point in time, the Giants are going to make the playoffs.
Some point in time.
We hope.
I hope so.
The Patriots or the Seahawks, they're going to go up against.
You're crazy. I'll tell you why, Checo.
What?
The Seahawks and the Patriots, and I give them credit, right? They both went to the Super Bowl last year. The idea that either one of them is going to come close to repeating their success, I have a tough time believing.
I agree.
In fact, since we're starting to make our football predictions, like slowly but surely, I'll make you another one.
All right.
They both will miss the playoffs.
Wow, I like that take.
You like that one?
I'm with you on Seattle. I'm not there in New England, but I'm with you on Seattle.
By the way, when Shaun was talking about Jackson Dart throwing behind receivers and looking sloppy, some may say he gave us a window seat into Giants training camp, and it was sponsored by Windorama's First Down Deals. Save up to 40% on new windows and doors. Let's go to Ray in Union. What's up, Ray?
Hi, guys. How you doing today?
Wonderful.
Okay. I know you guys are probably tired about hearing about the Yankees.
Never.
But listen,
Never.
I've had it with these batting averages, man. I mean, Chisholm and Grisham. Grisham's terrible. Ben Rice, what is he batting? 240. Okay. Ever since the home run derby, forget it. It altered his swing, and it happens all the time. Okay. I hate it.
Well,
I can't blame Boone for everything because you know what? He whatever guys he's got to play with, that's what the guys he's got to play with. But he does make some bonehead.
I agree with you, but you're right to understand that this is the roster. And here's the thing about batting averages. I miss the days, too, of higher batting averages. The American League is hitting 241. So
As a league.
Now, the Yankees are below that, in fairness. They are a below average hitting team. You know where they rank in the American League in batting average? If you had to guess.
13th.
You know how many teams there are in the American League? There's 15 teams.
That's why I said 13.
Oh, you're going with 13? It's a good guess. You're wrong.
15th?
14th.
Well, close enough.
They are a 231 team batting average, slightly ahead of the Seattle Mariners, who were at 230. And so...
That, by the way, incredible, because if you poll people on what the ALCS was going to be for the year, a lot of people would have picked the Yankees. Mariners.
I understand. And the Mariners, by the way, that could still be the ALCS.
Yeah. Yes, that's true.
The Mariners can very easily make the playoffs. In fact, the bottom 4 batting averages in the American League are all from teams that can still make the postseason.
Incredible. Where do the Rays rank?
What was that?
Where do the Rays rank?
Where do you think they rank?
First.
They not only rank first, which is true, they rank first by 12 points.
It just shows you.
Just keep this in mind.
Come on, man.
I'm going to give you a stat. The league average is 241. The Rays are hitting 258. 12 points higher than the two teams who are at 246.
And they say batting average doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter for the Royals. They have the 4th best batting average.
Well,
it doesn't matter for the A's. They've got the 5th best batting average.
It's not the end-all, be-all, but it matters.
What other stat do you want to know if it matters? All right, who has struck out the fewest times in the American League? That's a great question.
What team has struck out the fewest times?
Yeah, let's see if that means anything.
The White Sox.
No, the Tampa Bay Rays.
Oh, okay. I should just guess the Rays on everything.
Who's hit the most home runs in the American League? Let's see if that matters.
The most home runs in the American League, obviously, it's not the Yankees anymore.
It is the Yankees.
Oh, it is?
They are still number 1.
Who's second?
The Houston Astros.
Oh, you know what? Did they have the Major League lead and they have long got
Yeah,
lapped?
I think they had the Major League lead. They don't have that anymore.
All right.
Yeah, but and the Yankees still rely on the home run. They had that streak that ended yesterday where they had this consecutive amount of runs that have all been scored on home runs. It's kind of crazy. Let's go to Nick in Queens. What's up, Nick?
Hey, Evan. Thank you for taking my call. I have 2 points.
You got it. Go ahead.
First, I'm going to go right to Mr. Shaun there and remind him that I could get him a good deal on the Anthony Volpe Gold Glove bobblehead from the Yankees game last year. If he wants one still.
I'm good, Nick. Thank you.
And maybe next year we could get him an Aaron Judge IL bobblehead if he wants one.
Oh, that's very funny, Nick.
Not nice. Not nice.
But, well, listen, Jefry Yan. Back to Jefry Yan. I think Christian Scott's dead right. This is the guy we need. We need a guy like this. Everybody misses Pete Alonso, right? But one thing my text group didn't miss about Pete Alonso is how many times he would get hit and never do anything about it. Never charge the mound, never even look at the pitcher. The Mets have been a bunch of pansies for the last 10 years. It's time to get some 86 Mets and not just a champion.
But I don't think Yan hitting people. No, I'm sorry. I don't think Yan celebrating, causing other teams to hit the Mets potentially, means they're going to fight back. Like, there's no proof of that.
No.
It's not like Jefry Yan's like, yeah, I'm going to jump, and if you hit somebody, I'm going to kick your ass. He's just saying, I'm having fun. So it could mean more guys getting hit, and that doesn't mean the Mets are going to retaliate. We will keep an eye on this. It's one actually worthy thing to pay attention to around this baseball team, which is his antics going to cause any shenanigans? Is it going to cause the Guardians this afternoon or the Pirates over the weekend to say, hey, that pissed me off, we're going to drill somebody? And once that happens, I think the story gets elevated to a different level and is the part of the story I would be concerned about. For now, it's just fun.
It's going to happen versus some team that is just like dead and wants to move on and get this season over with. besides the Mets. So I don't know if they
You think so? It would be another dead team?
I think another dead team.
You don't think it would be a team in a pennant race who's emotional about what's happening?
No, because I think they'll be more level-headed of like mocking, look at this, loser for lack. I think a team that's dead, that's not into it, it's like, do I need this crap? I'm trying to get to go play golf at the end of October.
I have a good comparison on who George Lombard Jr. reminds me of.
A-Rod.
And you're either going to love it or hate it.
Okay.
I haven't figured it out. No, it's not A-Rod. By the way, did you hear a reporter ask Boone, does he remind you of A-Rod? He got that from you.
Did he really?
A reporter said, does A-Rod at shortstop? It was specifically at shortstop. Yeah. Does Lombard remind you of A-Rod? Yeah, the question was asked.
And what did Boone say?
He said he didn't see a lot of A-Rod at shortstop because he was playing. And he's like, oh, yeah, I could see it.
Yeah.
But
it's the build.
Did you steal that observation?
No.
Or is that like a common observation right now?
In real time, the very first play he made was the first text I got from my dad.
Oh, so your dad?
I'm sold already. He looks like build-wise, looks like a young A-Rod.
He reminds me of somebody else. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I will tell you guys when we come back, I don't know how you're going to react to it. Because it's not like A-Rod, forget the steroids, is one of the great players of all time. If he turns into A-Rod, everyone's having a party. If he turns into my comp, I don't know what you'll say. So
Stop teasing me.
We'll find out when we come back.
Ray Ordonez.
It's evident. I did not. He's nothing like Ray Ordonez. Ray was a smaller guy. I'm talking about size, build.
Make it sure.
And then, if you want to take their career and say that's the career he has, it's a worthy discussion.
Mike Bordick?
Stop making guesses. No, it's not Mike Bordick.
Kevin Elster?
Can you stop with this? You going to keep going?
Jose Reyes?
Stop with the comparison. I will tell you, you're wrong on all accounts.
What other Mets shortstops?
It's not. Guys never played for the Mets.
All right.
There's no Met relation to this.
Omar
it's a baseball
Vizquel?
player. Oh my God. Play commercials because he's pissing me off.
This portion of the program is sponsored by Flushing Bank, a division of Ocean First Bank.
Save smarter and enjoy more with the great CD rates offered by Flushing Bank, a division of Ocean First Bank. Whether you're planning ahead or growing your savings, now is a great time to lock in a competitive rate. Visit flushingbank.com today. Member FDIC.
From off-season moves to position battles and the biggest storylines surrounding the Giants and Jets, WFAN is getting you ready for football season. Expert analysis, breaking news, insider insight. Football lives here. WFAN.
What's up, everybody? Nick Costos here, helping you beat the books with Westwood One Sports. Taking a look at the college football futures market to win the SEC, Georgia and Texas, the co-favorites at plus 300. And if you made me choose between those two, I'm taking Georgia all day, every day. Texas might have the more talented roster and more talented quarterback, but I trust Georgia's head coach way more than Texas's. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetMGM app today.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
$30 million in guaranteed prizes. Cash in this football season in Las Vegas with 3 Circa Sports contests. Entries starting at $1,000, all with no rake. Circa Million, 18 weeks of point spread action, 128 ways to win. Circa Survivor, pick one winner each week. Last one standing wins. And Circa Grandissimo with $100,000 entry. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. $30 million guaranteed. Visit circasports.com for details.
This summer, cool down with Dunkin' Refreshers. Sip on black cherry or try the all-new pink pineapple. Or try one of their flavorful fan favorites like mango pineapple or strawberry dragon fruit. All of them are ice cold and refreshing. Dunkin' Refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. A whole lot of flavor and very refreshing. It's a sip of summer, only at Dunkin'. Dunkin' Refreshers are fruit-flavored, contain 0 to 1% fruit juice. Terms and exclusions may apply.
Hi, I'm Patty, founder of Awesome Tex. I started with a big idea to give old clothes a new life by turning them into recycled fibers and threads. Everyone told me that this was going to be impossible. But Chase for Business believed in me. They gave me a lot of guidance from the beginning.
Get financial guidance from bankers in the New York community and convenient digital tools all in one place. Learn more at chaseforbusiness.com. Make more of what's yours. Real customers compensated. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Sal Licata here for CertaPro Painters. You know, my home is a happy place, especially when my wife is satisfied. And that's not always an easy thing for me to achieve, but my friends at CertaPro Painters, they had no such problems. Big jobs or small, the good folks at CertaPro Painters are at your service. If you've been putting off a painting project, give them a call now at 1-800-GO-CERTA. That's CERTA with a C, and you'll see exactly what I mean. 1-800-GO-CERTA. Call CertaPro Painters today and get a no-nonsense free estimate on a professional job that you'll be happy with for years to come.
Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com.
Looking for the lowest price on name brand tires? Get to Town Fair Tire and get the guaranteed lowest price on any name brand tire. Nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Listen to MLB Insider Calls on WFAN all season long. Presented by Grainger. For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers the professional-grade products you need, delivered when and where you need them. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by.
I'm Kiara Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WEB-NOW-1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
Tune in to Odyssey Mets Radio on 880 AM. Brought to you by the #1 Westbury Toyota construction sale.
It's August. The dog days of summer are here.
I wonder how Nielsen Dodge can make it better.
Have a Dog Days of Summer savings event.
That's a doggone great idea.
Now that's a good girl.
You'll start feeling the vibes the minute you arrive. Fun is in the driver's seat.
Lease on new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited 4x4. Just $289 a month. Yes, just $289 a month.
There's always zero down payment available.
The credit help you need.
More savings with your trade-in.
And of course, great deals.
Hurry to Route 10 in East Hanover. Online at NielsenDodge.com.
At Nielsen Dodge.
Fun is in the driver's seat.
At Nielsen, fun is in the driver's seat.
Make this the summer event. With approval, term 36 months, due at sign, $69.82, add tax tag and DMV fees. See dealer for details.
Hey Yankees fans, come out to Yankee Stadium on Thursday, August 27th when the Yankees host the Astros for a very special night in the Bronx, Seinfeld Night. The first 18,000 guests will receive a George Costanza Calzone bobblehead presented by Star. Tickets are on sale now at Yankees.com/tickets. Don't miss Seinfeld Night and the George Costanza Calzone bobblehead, Thursday, August 27th. Yankees versus Astros at Yankee Stadium.
Whoever said fork in the road must have been hungry for the Sorrento and Sorrento Turbo Hybrid. Their 3-row seating and 10-year 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. With a capable Sorrento and Sorrento Turbo Hybrid, every way forward is the right way. Visit your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Drive safely. See retailer for warranty details.
The night belongs to the fans. Join Tommy Lugauer for After Hours. Weekdays at 7. Call 888-808-1019. The WFAN phone line is powered by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus presents the biggest summer in UFC history.
The Fan Focus is presented by Chef IQ. Watch the game, not the grill. Get your gear at chefiq.com. No Yankees tonight. We do get the Hall of Fame game in Canton. Cardinals and Panthers in a Carson Beck versus Kenny Pickett showdown to begin the NFL preseason. And also, how about this little nugget out of horse racing, which we never do? The Preakness Stakes, in an effort to get more horses who were in the Kentucky Derby to participate, are moving to Memorial Day weekend.
When was it to begin with?
2 weeks after, so like usually around Mother's Day weekend. So So it's being slid all the way. So instead of the first Saturday in May is the Kentucky Derby, they're doing not even a Saturday, Sunday of Memorial Day weekend. Now will be the Preakness, the full month later. Horse racing's dying.
I mean, I don't get horse racing. There's something I don't understand about it. Like you're watching horses run in a circle. And I don't want to start this fight.
Yeah.
The horses can't love it. You can tell me how much the horses love it. There's no way they love
The
it.
problem is they don't know if they want or not.
Well, I've heard disputing reports on that.
I know, we don't have to debate, but they don't. Like,
All right.
Yeah.
I've got my comp for George Lombard Jr., and a part of the comp is the size and the build, kind of the tall linkiness of the players.
All right.
And I would say that this player was a very good player. Like he once had an 8-war season. Do you know what that means?
8-war season?
Like he had a season where he had a war of 8, which is very good.
The team had 8 wins above his replacement.
Right, but you understand that that's like all-star, MVP kind of caliber?
For his career for 1 year?
No, 1 year.
Okay.
For his career. You do not understand the stat,
No,
do
I
you?
don't. I hate when people throw it at me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I know what it means, but to me it's like, whatever.
Well, then I'll take that back.
All right.
This guy could be one of the great defensive shortstops that no one gives enough credit to.
Okay.
So understand it's a good compliment, I think.
All right.
The problem is the guy was a career. Well, you know what? I'll give you the numbers. Tell me if you'd accept this. A career 263 hitter. Is that good?
Today's baseball? It's a
You'd be
Hall of
good with
Famer.
that?
Yeah.
Most home runs he ever hit in a year was 17, though. You okay with that?
Nah, not in this baseball.
Okay. Andrew Simmons.
Excuse me?
Andrew Simmons. One of the great defensive shortstops you'll ever see. Platinum glove winner. Yeah, before you answer, I don't like your tone. Do you remember how good he was?
I
or
do
no?
remember.
Okay.
I do remember.
All right, so then before you continue you rip the guy apart or rip my comp apart, I just compared him to probably the best defensive shortstop over the last 25 years.
Okay.
Okay, just so before you continue.
I understand
That's
that,
who I comped him to.
Evan.
Now go do your diary of opinions. Sorry, I'm being too sensitive.
If we didn't trade Andrelton Simmons for Mason Miller, I'd be furious. Furious. And that's what it would come down to. If you held on to a guy that was just simply like a defensive wizard that maxed out at 17 homers a year, and that was your number one guy that every other team was drooling over before you became that, and you held on to him in an era that a window was closing here with Aaron Judge and Garrett Cole, I'd be furious.
So this brings up something I alluded to yesterday, which is the unfair expectations. And sometimes guys come with unfair expectations. If a guy's taken number 1 overall in the draft, unfair expectations as compared to being taken later, right? They're viewed very differently. What the hell are your and I want player examples because I think sometimes that's how you get your best view. Like I just gave you a player who was never an all-star, was never a great hitter, but was a platinum glove winning shortstop, again, over the last 25 years. So I'm going after Ozzie and after Omar Vizquel, the greatest defensive shortstop of this brief generation. Like, I don't even know if anyone could dispute that. There's no better defensive shortstop than Andrew Simmons.
I need you to work with me here a little bit.
I'm working as hard as I can.
Obviously, we've all been dazzled by George Lombard's glove, and it was the thing that we heard was the thing further along. But the problem is, George Lombard, by the Yankees' own doing, in basically him essentially being declared the one untouchable prospect. I mean, Cashman has essentially said that, especially at this deadline, and we've talked about it for the last couple of years. I do view him a little different than Anthony Volpe. It's great.
Name me the player. He's got to be a Hall of Famer.
Barry Larkin.
I mean, come on.
Is that come on?
The guy won the MVP and is in a Hall of Fame.
Yes.
That's what so he needs to be a Hall of Famer, is what you're saying.
Hear me out.
You're saying he needs to be a Hall of Famer.
Kind of, yeah. I hate to say that, or at least all right, like Bernie Williams isn't a Hall of Famer. If you gave me the Bernie Williams version of a shortstop, like whatever, hits like that, plays clean defense, I know it's a different position. Maybe not a Hall of Famer, but a debatable Hall of Famer. The truth is, Evan, the way the Yankees have operated and are operating, especially when they did not retain Juan Soto, they need a baton passing from Aaron Judge to somebody in the next couple of years.
I just think, and I forget who said it, so I don't want to put a name to it because I don't want to accuse anybody of saying it, but I remember somebody saying if Volpe has the career of Lindor, it would be a disappointment.
I personally didn't view Volpe the same way.
And I thought that was unfair. Obviously, you could view that however you want. I just think that's unfair to the player. And it's also unrealistic to look at top prospects and say, you better be that. I mean, yes, you better be good, but that's a different level of good. So
but
I think this is showing you that you are one of the many who probably 2 games into the kid's career has unreal expectations. You just said if he's not Barry Larkin, it's a disappointment.
Yeah, well, because
that's a problem.
Because the Yankees have made it that way, Evan. I'm not trying to be unfair to George Lombard.
Didi Gregorius.
Again, no, it's a disappointment.
Okay.
But Evan, work with me here.
Trey Turner.
I'm more open to it.
You're more open to it
because of his bat.
You better be open to it. I'm more open to it.
Evan, just at least answer me this. If we could separate the idea of it's not fair to put that on George Lombard, can we just be real about the way the Yankees operated the last couple of years here with Judge? They would not move this guy. And you cannot not move this guy to help Aaron Judge try to win a World Series for whatever. Like, he would have been the prize guy for any one of the big deadline acquisitions the last couple of years that the Yankees did not get. If you're holding on to that guy and you're swearing up and down he's your untouchable in the organization, he can't be Andrelton Simmons. I'm sorry, you got to hit. You got to have at least put us in the conversation with there's 5 years left in your career and we're debating whether you're a Hall of Famer. I don't think that's unfair based on what the Yankees have done.
All right. He doesn't like my Andrelton Simmons comparison.
I respect it, and I understand what you're saying, and obviously I would love that defense, but it's almost gotten to the point.
I think I was being too kind saying that because Andrelton Simmons is one of the great defenders we've seen in the last 25 years. And while his offensive numbers leave a lot to be desired, a .678 career OPS, like I am not putting over his offense. That is very high praise, and I probably shouldn't have even said that.
In this town, George Lombard is going to suffer potentially from Leonard Williams syndrome with the Jets.
That's exactly what happened to us. It's a great comp. I'm glad you used that.
Because
Joe and I killed him all the time, and meanwhile, he wasn't a bad player.
He wasn't a bad player. Very good player. Obviously, he's made a great career out of it, but it was disappointing for the Jet hype that went with it.
Yep.
I don't want that for Lombard.
Let's get back to your calls. 888-808-1019, the number. Jake in Rhode Island. What's up, Jake?
Hey, how we doing, guys?
Good.
Hey, so I got a question, Shaun. So the other night when the Yankees won 2-0 and George Lombard hit that home run, would you rather Yankees won 1-0 and Mason Miller shut the door, or they win 2-0 and George Lombard hits that home run?
Well, that's a confusing question. You got to ask me what it looks like 5 years from now.
Wow, that's a great question. That's a great question. He just said, would you have traded George Lombard Jr. for Mason Miller?
But you're asking me in a one-night regular season encapsulation.
I think he's just using that as the example.
I don't know. You got to ask me the correct.
Would you have traded George Lombard for Mason Miller? Dude, it's not that complicated of a question. Yes or no?
Yes, I would have.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to Rock on Long Island. Hey, Rock.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good.
Shaun, directed straight at you.
All right.
Three, and I'll make it very, very quick. 3 quick points. 1, who is the best quarterback that came out of the 2025 draft?
We don't know yet, but I'd still say Cam Ward.
Would you say Cam Ward? Okay. I lean towards the Giants made a great move of trading up for Cam Ward. Came from all over the place, and was a transfer portal hole. But I still lean towards Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
That's
By the way, I think
number
both could
2.
have great careers, so I'm not, whatever.
Okay. Number 2, John Harbaugh coached both. He coached a pocket passer in Flacco, and he coached a mobile quarterback in Lamar. Both of them had success, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Point 3. Do you think John Harbaugh is going to have the patience with the coaching staff that Brian Dable had, that you bring up Brian Dable the way you did?
The patience with the coaching staff?
Yeah.
I think for a whole year he will. And look, John Harbaugh's shown that he will fire offensive coordinators, but that is my worry, is that he hired the right offensive guys for those quarterbacks, and then when it wasn't working, changed them. I'm worried that right off the jump, he didn't hire the right guy for Jackson Dart. Or concerned.
Okay, so you're worried that he didn't hire the right
I'm concerned about Matt Nagy fitting Jackson Dart, yes.
I'm a little concerned with the Yankees. I wanted Monken, but he took the head coach job at the Browns.
Right.
But at the end of the day, John Harbaugh is not going to show the patience like Dable did with Shane Bowen, because Shane Bowen should have been fired on the flight home from Denver.
No doubt. Rock, I also want to make one thing clear. I don't think any of this is going to be a problem. I'm just giving you little truths here. That's all. I'm just telling you where I think this could go wrong.
But the overall truth serum, and I don't think it's gotten enough play here, believe it or not, as pro John Harbaugh as I've been and pretty much everyone's been, I don't think enough is being given to him that he was the CEO head coach that developed not one but 2 borderline to Hall of Fame quarterbacks in Joe Flacco and Lamar Jackson.
Hell yeah.
He did not inherit any of them. He develop them, even if he's not the offensive mind. And I think that's why he doesn't get credit, because he's not an offensive-based head coach. He's the special teams guy. He's the CEO guy. We just say, oh, yeah, but Joe Flacco's good. Oh, yeah, Lamar Jackson, anyone could have coached him. Anybody. We had experts saying he was a wide receiver.
Yeah.
And yet John Harbaugh as head coach, which still is in charge of everything, was the one who oversaw his development.
John Harbaugh.
Which is
I
why
don't
I'm
think that's
confident in
been
it.
said enough in the last 5 months.
Yeah,
a lot of other positive things have been
Yeah.
said, but not that. And you're kind of glossing over it when you talk about his coaching hires.
No. I'm saying he made the right hires with those past quarterbacks. He made the right hires in the offensive room. The hire of Matt Nagy was not who he wanted. He wanted Todd Monken, who got the Browns job. So he went to his second hire here. It is okay to go, we already know this is not who the coach wanted. Now I'm combining that with the quarterback. I hope it was right.
Listen, sometimes the second choices work out than the better.
Of course, I hope it does. I also don't think this is going to be a problem.
And that's how you're here, so.
You have done a great manipulation of my brain because there are going to be people that tune in at certain points today that go, can you believe how down he is on Dart and Nagy?
Now you are.
No, I'm not.
I mean, it sounds that way.
I'm just telling you, if it goes wrong, I could see this is why. That's all. If.
Ross in Bergen County. What's up, Ross?
Shaun, what's going on, guys?
What's up?
So, I know I called yesterday. I think I kind of horrified the show. I want to add a little substance to my Scooble take, no pun intended.
Yeah, you accused Scooble of being on PEDs, just for anyone tuning in. Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, you go back to a season, because if you think this Tigers emergence back to the scene's kind of very Mets-like. They blew a big lead last year, 24, had a big comeback. You go back to the 2023 Tigers, irrelevant. Scooble was like their fourth starter, and he wasn't behind like Mad Max and Prime Verlander. He was behind Eduardo Rodriguez, Joey Wentz, and Michael Lorenzen. And there's one thing that told me the guy breaks out, but you're telling me now he's gone on to win back-to-back Cy Youngs, one of which was a Triple Crown. You look at the guy, he's put on like 80 pounds of weight. The last time I saw that much of a weight increase, it was when Barry Bonds went to San Francisco, and the guys managed to stay healthy the last 2.5 years.
Here's my debate, but my debate back to this is, first of all, I don't think a guy elevating his performance is evidence of cheating. I think it's ridiculous. I had a friend of mine when DeGrom started throwing 100 saying he's on steroids. And I'm like, what? He's like, well, he never threw 100. They're just throwing 100 now. And it's like, I don't think it's as simplistic.
Yeah.
It's like saying about Cam Schlittler, well, he was never a top prospect.
Yeah,
Why is he so good? He's throwing 98.
He wasn't throwing 98 in single A.
He wasn't.
Right.
By the way, you're right about that. That's not fair. That's not fair to Scooble. That's not fair to Schlittler. That's not fair to anybody. And the other thing, and this is where I'll admit it's a blind spot of mine, in my naivete, is in this world of testing, I'm never going to sit here and assume a guy's on steroids unless they fail a test. They test, and guys get busted. Like, we've seen big stars get busted. So I'm past that. Like, in the days prior to testing, dude, we all whispered, we all said it, we all kind of accused it, even if we shouldn't have. But nowadays, dude, they have testing. And if they're getting around the testing, you almost have to prove it to me before I'm going to just look at a guy's performance or body and say, oh, he must be on something.
Especially with the way sports science is these days. As
Exactly.
Tiki Barber would tell you if he was here.
Nah, it's true. Matt in St. Augustine. What's up, my man?
Gentlemen, how we doing today?
Good. What's on your mind today, pal?
Shaun, I can't listen to you and Morash, and C-Mac with this Yankee positivity, okay? Can you give me give me 30 seconds here? You think they're good, they're not, all right? They stink.
Okay.
If you go back to 2005, okay, start that year.
Yep.
All right. There are 2 years. All right. And again, I didn't Google nothing. This is my brain. All right. And I guess I'm a quasi Yankee fan. I'm more of a baseball fan nowadays.
All
But
right,
I
so
did
you're
grow
a
up,
fraud. But
you know,
okay.
okay, Shaun. Anyway, so 2009, they spent $500 million.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And they had a juiced up A-Rod. Okay. 2017 was a special year. We all know about what Houston did. They probably, who knows, but whatever. Special year. 2 years in the last 22. Okay? Every other year, including the Dodgers Game 5 win in 24, they had no shot. They've been swept a bunch
I mean,
of
how
times. I
could
think
you
Detroit
say,
swept them. I
if
think
the
Texas
Boone
swept
doesn't
them.
bring Nestor Cortez in game 1, they might win the series. I mean, what are you talking about? They had no shot.
They lost in 5. I'm not going to hear it with a loss in 5.
Do you think all 5-game series are created equal?
No, but they lost.
Mets
in 5
lost in
and
5.
baseball.
Rangers here lost in 5. Do you think those series weren't close series?
Okay. Let me just say one more thing, Shaun. Do you remember, guys? I went to a Jacksonville Shrimp game in 2024. It was my son's first game. He was 3.5 at the time.
That's nice.
Andrew or Andre Enriquez. He went to Fordham Prep. I went to Iona Prep, so I knew who he was. I was sitting front row. They were cheap seats. I yelled out, "Fordham Prep sucks." He turned around. He laughed. He smiled. Remember, he was a shortstop that year in 2018 for the Yanks for a little bit.
I actually don't remember him. So I'm the fraud.
You don't remember that?
No.
Okay. Okay. Well, there was 2 times. It was after 17 and prior to COVID. 2 separate occasions where the Yankees were injured. Everybody on the team was hurt.
Yep. Okay.
One of them was definitely 2018. They had Tyler Wade, Talkman, they had that dude Davis, Greg Davis.
Yep.
All these guys that were just bat to ball, defensive, didn't hit for high averages, but ran, played hard, no home run.
Right.
Stanton was out, Judge was out. They won 11, 12 in a row.
Yes.
And when the big boys came back, they started losing again. Listen to me. The GM sucks. He has to go. Pay me, and I will take a championship to the New York Yankees.
Yeah, let's hire Matt. Well, he schooled you, man.
The one thing I can't get past. Now I'm the Yankee show?
No. It's not about shilling. It's not about any of that. Here's what it's about. At the very beginning of this show, it was 3 hours and 46 minutes ago. You can rewind on the free Odyssey app. I very delicately explained to you and the audience that as someone who's mostly been pro-Yankees, the AL East is over. They're not winning this division. It hit me last night for a myriad of reasons, which I laid out, and you can rewind on the Odyssey app to hear. Instead of bending the knee and saying, Evan, you're right, you argued with me, which is fine. Maybe that's better radio. I have no idea. You disagreed.
Yeah.
You stood here for portions of our show explaining to an audience that trusts you that the New York Yankees, despite having a horrific, unplayable offense, is going to win the AL East. So it's not about shilling or positive. No, you said they'll win. You're not giving up on the division.
They're going to win the division. I didn't say they were going to win. I said
I think you did. No, you still.
No, I didn't.
Yes, that's what Matt heard.
I didn't.
That's what Matt heard. That's why he looks at you and Big Mac and says, there's positivity.
I don't know.
You still think they're winning the division?
I don't know if they're going to win or not win. Right now, it would be very easy to say they're not going to win. Evan took the easy route. All I'm saying is
the easy route.
I still think the Rays and even the Red Sox have 2 weeks of mad a crappy baseball ahead of them because I just don't believe in the clip that those rosters have played in. The Yankees, despite not scoring all those runs, still possess the best trio of starting pitchers, I think, in Major League Baseball. Together, those 3 guys humming. That's what gives me hope, and the Yankees are going to get some bodies back in September.
Fine. I'm just explaining to you why, because you were bothered why he said you were positive or whatever. That's why I said it, because you still think they're winning the division.
I said they're still alive for the division.
Come on. You want me to rewind the tape on you?
What are you doing to me right now?
I'm not doing anything.
Rewind the tape. I didn't say they were going to win.
It's late in the show.
I said
I don't
I
have
could see
time.
a Rays collapse in them. I could.
Okay.
Doesn't mean definitively.
It's very late in the show, so I could provide that to you tomorrow.
Whatever.
I mean, whatever.
Whatever.
Like, it's one thing to say, Evan, it's not fair. You pulled audio from 6 months ago. We're talking about 2.5 hours ago.
This is why I prefer listening to the Go Get 'Em over the Rico, because at least I get sensible baseball takes.
You don't listen to either.
I do.
Do you?
I do. I listen to Go Get 'Em. A lot of listeners, by the way.
Stop with that, all right? And why are you attacking the Rico? What
a
do we
lot
have
of
to do to
listeners
you?
for the Rico. We're all doing really well with these Odyssey podcasts.
Yeah, you get a nice little check recently?
One giant step doing well. We should download and subscribe to all of them.
Did you get a check recently?
Yeah.
You get a big little payday?
I mean, I bought a carton of eggs at Uncle Giuseppe's.
You're funny. Let's go to Al in Parsippany. Hey, Al.
Good afternoon, Evan and Shaun. How are you guys?
Doing well.
Man. Real quick, guys, on Dart, you talk about range of outcomes, on his career in his second year.
Yeah.
I want to defend Shaun a little bit. Obviously, his worry is like worst case scenario with Dart. But on the opposite end, for every guy that has a sophomore slump, you have a May or you have a Lamar Jackson in year 2 or an Allen. I'm not saying he's that. He's got a lot to prove before, he gets to that. But listen, I think he showed last year, there was 4 or 5 games. There was only one game where he showed me that he was not ready for the NFL, and that was against the Patriots in prime time. Outside of that, he showed flashes. He's got poise. He sits in the pocket to the last millisecond. He's got all the tools. I don't think this coaching staff is dumb enough or young enough to not cater the offense or the game plan to his talents. So on the opposite end, who knows? Maybe he could have a dark horse MVP type season. You know what I mean? So you got to look at both ends of the spectrum.
I want to give you a homework assignment based on what he was talking about, because I have a premonition, and I think I've looked at it in the past. But I want you to look at it. It's a football project.
Okay.
Well, football project.
Sure.
I want you to look at the second years of young quarterbacks, of first round draft picks, and show me the examples where a guy has a bad second year or a move back second year, and they end up being the franchise quarterback anyway. Because I think more times than not, in year 2.
Okay.
You just know. So I want you to look. You want to go 15 years, 20 years, 10 years, whatever the sample size is. First-round quarterbacks in general.
All right.
What they do in their second year and what that tells us about who they are.
All right.
Because the reason I truly believe by the middle of November, we're going to know, even if one admits it or not, if Jackson Dart is a franchise quarterback or not, is because I'm pretty confident that the data tells us that. And I want you to do that project.
Okay.
No baseball tonight?
Well, it's football tonight.
Yeah. You're going to be glued to the Hall of Fame game?
I already bet the Cardinals.
You bet on the Hall of Fame game?
Dude,
what are we doing?
They were plus 105 on the money line tonight. It's got to be a coin flip game.
Shaun, what are we doing?
What do you mean?
You're betting on the Hall of Fame game?
Yeah, I'm an American.
I got to put my arm around you and help.
Why?
Well,
Well, I'm sorry. Should I have bet the 50 million World Cup games everybody was betting? At least football's here.
The World Cup games was a real thing.
So is the Hall of Fame.
It's fake football, bro.
Evan, do you realize the odds you get on a coin flip game where nobody's going to have to happen? Also, 35.5. I'm probably betting the under. I haven't placed that bet yet, but I did place the call. You'd think I'm lying, too.
I don't think you're lying. I just think you got a problem.
I don't have a problem.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. He's showing me his bet. He bet on me. Like, I get it in terms of, hey, I just want to make tonight interesting, I guess.
It scratches the itch, man. I can't wait to bet some football tonight.
But
I might live bet some drives, too.
You're making it worse as it goes on. In a live bet drives.
Yeah.
Well, during that game that you're watching, I want you to do the project of analyzing the second years of first-round picks.
Okay. All right, I'll
and
look
come
at
back with us tomorrow.
All right, sounds good.
I want you to show us your work at 11 a.m.
11 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay, can we not do the thing where at 11:01 you go, I gave Shaun a homework assignment at like 9? Can we talk tomorrow?
What are you talking about? I gave it to you right now.
Yeah, but what if I forget? And like, at least don't blindside me.
Do you want me to remind you?
In the morning. Did you do your homework? And then that'll be a reminder.
In the morning, or do you want me to remind you at night? And be like, by the way, like at 9 o'clock, I'll text you and say, did you do it?
Another reminder. Another reminder.
This should be an assignment you'd want to do.
I do want to do it, but I don't want to forget that.
Here's the problem. I'm going to have to do it too, because now that I've led it to the audience that we're going to have all this great information, if you don't come through, I have to back you up.
I'm going to do it.
You better do it.
Zach Wilson, decent year too.
He never had a decent anything. If you missed any of the show, rewind it on the Odyssey app. Carton Show, Big Mac, Craig Carton next. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Goodbye.